that notification, we about to go live. Yeah, this track can do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Yeah, this track can do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Yeah, this track can do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Yeah, this track can do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Yeah, this track can do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Tuesday morning, live from our SRMC studios. Shout out to Southern Regional Medical Center for housing our show every single day. Housing Tingle & Co. brought to you by FanDuel. You see the spinner right there in the top left-hand corner. Our friends over at FanDuel bring you our show every single day. FanDuel Sportsbook. Make sure you go to the website, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. I am going to open it up right now and see what pops up first.
Also, I won't give up on LSU baseball until they do.
There you go. 76ers Celtics. Celtics favored by 14 points. Blazers Spurs, with the Spurs favored by 11.5. And then, of course, everybody's favorite NBA playoff series, Lakers Rockets. Rockets favored by 4.5.
KD back?
Probably. So there you go. There's some NBA lines for you tonight. LSU baseball also plays baseball tonight versus UNO. I would assume there are no lines out yet. Let's see. Allow me to scroll through the college baseball section, and there are none. No lines currently for tonight's matchup between LSU and UNO. Of course, stay tuned in, locked in to NCAA baseball on FanDuel to get that line. As LSU, odds to win the College World Series plus 2,200 via our friends over at FanDuel, which is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th best odds. And how many teams make Omaha? 8. So technically still favored to be an Omaha squad, even though if you've watched the games.
Just missing one thing here or there.
But I tell you what, they're still giving you hope, I guess. Huh? I mean, when you see the odds still sitting at plus 2,200, 8th best in the country, you'd be like, I guess maybe there's still some hope. But I don't think so.
Don't let us make the tournament.
There you go.
Don't let us get hot. Just
go.
waiting for them to get hot.
We're going to get hot. Just waiting for them to get hot as they take on UNO tonight in Alec Box before they head out to Starkville, Mississippi for a matchup with Mississippi State this weekend. Tingle & Co. will hit the road this weekend as we are headed over to Starkville for this baseball series between the Bulldogs and the Tigers. I don't care what the record is. I don't care how many times in a row they've been swept. We booked the trip, and dang it, we're going to go.
And we're going.
We're going to get blackout drunk to deal with the fact.
That's right. I think the whole team should.
I agree. A no net game, blackout drunk game would be incredible.
Yes.
I think Devin Sheeran would be good because I feel like he already plays blackout.
That would be an intimidating.
I love that guy.
Me too. If you give me 9 Devin Sheerans.
Absolutely.
I think you start letting him swing the bat at some point.
I think you start letting him start.
Well, I'm fine. Yeah, that too.
Because you lost one forever.
Right, and that is part of the big news day that was yesterday. Yesterday was a big day around LSU athletics.
What a terrible birthday.
Terrible birthday.
Yeah.
As like Lloyd said, you officially got the announcement last night. Cooper Moore, LSU, one of their 3 starting pitchers going into the season, transferred in out of Kansas, was maybe your most consistent. Not maybe. He was your most consistent starter through the first part of the season, and officially announced last night, Cooper Moore has suffered a stress fracture in the tip of his right elbow, confirmed by Jay Johnson. He'll be out for the next 4 to 5 months. So that is Cooper Moore out for the season. It seemed as if things maybe over the weekend were moving in a direction of him being able to throw, and then officially announced last night by Jay Johnson that Cooper Moore will be out for the remainder of this baseball season. But there is a glimmer of hope in that announcement, as much as it sucks. Shout out Glimmer Fredette. Because it does suck hearing that your most consistent pitcher, one of the best players on your team, is now out for the year and will not return, and something that a lot of people thought was maybe possible this past weekend. Didn't happen. Now he's announced out for the season. The good news is, the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel, is that he will be back next year. So as much as it sucks that he will not get to close out this season with the Tigers, as you see there, check that stat line out. 6 innings, 11 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits, 1 run.
Could use that.
We'll be back in 2027 because you can use it then too.
That's right.
That's for sure. You could use it then a year of, a summer of rehab from the injury and the surgery, and then preparing for next season, some development there under this staff. It sucks, man. It sucks to hear that he's out for the year, and it just sucks for the player. Anytime a player's got to go through a season-ending injury like that, it's such a brutal thing because you spend so much time preparing, putting in work, practicing, all the things that go in to the season. You get it rolling, and it's going well. You're doing a good job, and then a season-ending injury. What game was it that it happened?
Oklahoma. Game 2. We were there.
Yep, Oklahoma game 2. That was the series. He leaves, doesn't even lift his hands up to high five the teammates because of the pain, and then ultimately now, just a handful of weeks later, announced that he will be out for the remainder of the season. Lloyd, Wyatt, what was y'all's reaction when the news came out last night?
You colored me not shocked.
Felt like we've been pretty vocal about this on this show.
I always hold out hope.
Of course.
Where's me? I always hold out hope. But just the tone and tenor in which we saw it and how it happened, it didn't seem like something that was recoverable.
Yeah.
And then obviously he tries to throw. You get the news of him throwing a bullpen. You're like, oh, maybe so. But just the way that Jay, I think, thinks of the player first as opposed to, look, you saw this with Braylon Calais and Nussmeier. Like, that's one way to handle things, or you can handle it this way where you're like, I'm putting your health first, and you can come back to boot. So I think it just kind of made a lot of sense. I don't know if this has anything to do with how the season is going. Like, I don't know if you have an extended timeline, you start thinking maybe you can come back for regional, super regional Omaha play.
Right.
Or if it's just we're shutting it down regardless. That was my only, optimistic take, was maybe he can come back whenever. That would be an all-timer.
It would depend, the seriousness of
the Devin
the
Sheeran
season.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Whereas, if you keep playing, you keep giving him time to get healthy,
right,
he could play.
And the opportunities become more important, and it could be more useful.
You just give him more time.
You know what I mean? Well, yeah, that as well. But, part of the decision probably to go through with – because I would assume this would be something you could pitch through, do you think?
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's just
with the way the bullpen went?
I think arm stuff is just something that he doesn't play around with.
As you shouldn't, because that's what's best for the player.
Yeah.
Right. It's not
a pain tolerance thing. No. It can only get it can actually get worse.
Yeah.
And he's obviously going to have surgery. So that's
It's just is it not interesting that it seemed at one time last week going into the weekend he had thrown a bullpen, was moving the arm, throwing the whole thing, maybe would throw over the weekend
to shut it down.
After
you get swept. Probably, I'm not the smartest man. I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but it definitely
you can put it together.
Sometimes causation and correlation do go hand in hand.
Right. Because I would assume if things start upticking, you maybe don't see him pitch, but you don't get the announcement at the same time.
You don't let them peek behind the curtain.
Right. Wyatt, your reaction?
Yeah, I just echo Lloyd's thoughts. Not super surprised. It felt a lot like just how Jay handles the majority of the injuries, especially with Gavin Guidry last year, where it's maybe next week.
Gotta check the boxes.
Right.
Once you hear check the boxes to be at this point.
Exactly.
And then everything we need to.
I don't think it's a coincidence that you've lost 6 straight SEC games and now you kind of shut it down, especially when you listen to Jay's press conference from Friday night. I think they're going to kind of start making decisions to start building toward 2027. Even if he's not going to say that publicly, although he kind of did say it publicly without really saying it. But super happy he's going to be back in 2027. I love Cooper Moore. I was excited to watch him pitch this year, and he was great while he did get to pitch. But, yeah, super disappointing, but not altogether too surprised.
And if you were on the LSU baseball team and Jay goes out and says that, look, a lot of what has been made of what Jay said in the media was said after Friday night. Right? Where it was a call almost to arms. It was, look, almost an ultimatum for Saturday and Sunday. How are you going to bounce back from? Because I'm tired of making excuses for you. I'm not going to do it anymore. That he's been over there taking bullets. It's been the meat shield. I'll take all the bullets. And finally, he just kind of tips over and says, "It's my fault. You're not good enough."
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the team and you hear that Friday, I think you learned a lot about what that team is, how they responded Saturday and Sunday. Like, you didn't get off the mat.
No.
And that's what I think a lot of people have an issue with, and how you can say, I didn't do it right, because these are the type of guys that I can't win with. If you call me out publicly like you did, and you don't respond at all, like, okay, you're exactly what I thought you were. I'm on to 2027.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be any of you on this team, maybe. I'm looking to, because he does have a very big recruiting class.
Of course.
Much of built through Louisiana, and I think that's a major factor in this, is I went nationally, and he hit in the portal last year doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But now you started to see maybe the trickle down of NIL. Are you playing for you, or are you playing for the team? And Jay is big on we over me. Mm-hmm. And if it became, I got my check, oh, this isn't going great, I'm kind of shutting it down. I'm not talking about Cooper Moore, he got hurt.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of response to adversity. You know who does respond to adversity well? People from this fucking state.
Right.
And especially baseball players from
Right.
this state. You've seen it built through that. It's a tried and true method, and you're going to have to invest in that a little bit more to say, okay, if it doesn't go great, you can't quit. You can't just be like, oh, I guess we're bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, y'all are good players. You just don't have it between the ears. And that is the most frustrating part to me, because you've played baseball your entire life. It is a game of failure. Everything was honky-dory. You're excited to go to LSU, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if you thought it'd be easier because of what this place is. No, but the pressure is real.
Yeah.
And if you can't respond to that, maybe you're not built to be here. And I think you'll see how he attacks the portal maybe a little bit differently, and how he goes to recruiting to where he can build the program up from recruits.
Yeah.
I'm instilling this
Yeah.
mindset into an 18-year-old, not a 22-year-old that's here, and you think you have it figured out.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so this is another, we talked about it yesterday, Jay's presser on Friday. When you look from 2026 to 2027, look, not quitting on this year, not quitting on this team, but if there was going to be the expectations with LSU baseball are national championships. This team, we've seen national championship teams. This team has not been that.
No.
Is not played to the caliber that we know, right? Like, we've seen it.
Talented.
8 of them, right? You got 8 rings. So you've seen it. This team is talented, but it's not to the caliber of what we know national championship teams are. And so this is another
blow
drop in the bucket of, it might be time to turn the page. Because now, if you're Cooper Moore's page is officially turned, right? Like, now you're looking at this, you're going, okay, injury sucks for 2026, recovery time, but guess what? Now you've got all 3 of your starting rotation back for next year, with Evans and Schmidt already returning as juniors. Now Cooper Moore getting the surgery, going to rehab and return to LSU in 2027. You're returning your entire weekend rotation.
And you start looking around and go, what if Milam can come back?
Right.
You know who else can come back? Curiel can come back. Like, there's a lot that you could look and start building that roster for next year and going, okay, maybe it's not as dire as you thought, because when you look at it just holistically, like, I don't think anybody thought Curiel would even have the opportunity to even entertain coming back. But when you look at it, it's a draft-eligible sophomore, yes, but he doesn't lose his leverage if he comes back. And you can add your plug-and-play center fielder. That's good. If you get the best defensive shortstop in the country to come back, that's another thing where, okay, now you're putting pieces together and you start looking at, you have all 3 of your weekend starters coming back. That's great. I don't know what Devin Sheeran's going to do, but he very much could come back. And so you start kind of building the most optimistic version of the roster in your mind. All that to say, Jared Mitchell talked about this because he was on the 2008 team that won 23 straight. And he was like, do you think before we won 23 straight we thought we could? It's like, no. It's like, we thought we were ass. And then he goes, you just win one, then you win another, then you start playing good baseball, and you start realizing, like, oh, now you look up and you don't even know you've won 20 in a row. And
You're
it's like,
playing games.
Now you're just like, oh, this is who we are. We're good.
Yeah.
And he was like, that can happen, and it doesn't even take. He's like, I can't even point to one thing as to why it happened. But we just started playing better baseball. That became the version of machine that we were. We stopped making the small mistakes that led to losses. So if you don't want to shut the book on 2026, you have to do something that is the longest winning streak in LSU history. But You don't have to do all that. Just win 8 of 12. And it just starts tonight, obviously. But then when you get to the SEC and you start racking up wins against the caliber of opponent you're going to play, your RPI is going to skyrocket in the better way. And that's kind of what all you can do. You can't quit. But what you're doing right now is just quiet quitting. You're just expecting to lose.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this past weekend.
If you have to play, you might as well play.
No, I agree. I would love for this team to respond, but
we've given them a lot of opportunities.
After a sweep against Ole Miss, you show up and you play Northwestern State on a Tuesday, and it's just
it was a battle.
Just nasty. It was just bad. Like, thank the heavens Jake Brown hits a 3-run homer and Devin Sheeran comes in and pitches in that game. And then you have a terrible loss on a Friday night. Your coach is very adamant and stern in the postgame presser, very transparent and real. And just no response.
And you just keep rolling over.
Just no
Two
response.
more lethargic losses. I mean, we were in the suite on Saturday. We both said, like, I think that's the least amount of baseball we've ever watched.
No, we
at
sat
an LSU game.
We stayed inside.
Yeah.
Now we watched through the window at the field, but we did not sit in the outside bleachers because it was just.
Well, we became gymnastics experts.
Of course,
That's
watching
true.
gymnastics and the national championship at the beginning, and then hanging out and talking, of course. But like at the same time,
there was nothing that drew me.
There's times that baseball has overtaken those things.
Yes, because you're
many
there.
times, and it just wasn't the case. There was no life. It was just like they go down early again. You're just.
They're not going to win.
Here we go. I look at Lloyd. Can't get 6 outs because they literally can't get 6 outs without giving up a run.
Mm-hmm.
Like the funny thing about it is, even if you go to Friday, Case Nevins didn't pitch poorly. You didn't pitch bad this weekend, but you
pitching hasn't been the problem.
It's just the same old story. You're not able to put together the complementary baseball that we asked. That's all it's literally going to take. That Texas A&M staff on paper is not good. But I'm tired of LSU being the team that's like, oh, they just figured it out against you.
Well, it's I'll relate it to football, right?
Ugh.
Last year, LSU had started the year not running the ball all that well. Ole Miss is coming up, and it's like, look, they have the 98th ranked rush defense. Arkansas just ran all over them,
And you're better than Arkansas.
This is, this is the time for LSU
Get right.
to be able to buck down and run the football, get right. And no. This is the game where you're so bad running the ball. This is the game for Ole Miss's rush defense to look good. And it's just that's what your offense became this past weekend. So look, we'll see if they can respond. We're going to do everything we can in Starkville this weekend to try to help them respond. But it really just comes down to can it happen? Will they do it? It's a bummer to hear about Cooper Moore. But if you're already in the mindset of 2027, which I would assume the majority of fan is, whether you weren't before, after hearing the presser Friday, I don't know how you really can't be. And if you're still all in on 2026, more power to you. FanDuel's there for you. Mm-hmm. I'm not quitting on them. I'm still going to be at games. I'm still going to support. I'm going to be in Starkville this weekend. We all are.
Well, I'm tired of being in a loveless marriage.
But
get on top.
I'm going to be watching it from a different lens. I'm going to be watching it from can he be back next year? Can he be? Not as much. Okay, let's get this right. This is for the Pope. We're not developing for the postseason. I'm going to be watching Braun and Cerna and Curiel and Zion Theophilus and Marcos Paz and Reagan Rick and these guys that'll be here next year because you would assume maybe, potentially, who knows. But that's the lens that changes, was how you look at it, and I'm looking at it through a 2027 lens. T528, the box was dead all weekend. Look, there was heart in it on Friday, and it was a disgusting, ugly loss.
It was.
And it kind of took the air from underneath your wings for Saturday and Sunday, because Friday started off in a great spot. We were in the standing room only. Whoa. We were in the thick of it, the whole thing. Like, it was there, and then
we do bebop around the
Milam
box.
hits the home run. You were feeling okay.
Of course, there was life, and then you lose.
No, it's not only life. There was juice.
Yeah,
like the legitimate Alec box juice. Like it felt like a regional, super regional, where The fans showed up. They did the call to arms of – it's kind of like for basketball, like when it was going south for McMahon, and it was like, no, one more time. Mm-hmm. Let's call – like everybody showed up again, and like we're going to treat this as if this team is very good. Mm-hmm. And what we want to see is LSU win, obviously, but it felt like the box was back for just a sprinkle. Mm-hmm. And then Casey Evans has he didn't give up the only hard hit ball wasn't even a hard hit. He got one up into the wind, and that's what got you start to get down 3 runs, and LSU's like, that's too many. And that's where like the air literally left for the weekend.
Yeah. And every time you scored, because you responded, I think, okay to Texas A&M. Like, they scored a run early, Milam hits the home run immediately. As soon as that happens, you allow 3 runs to Texas A&M. You come back, you put a run on the board, 4-2 game, you're in it, whatever. They go and score another 2 or 3 runs. Like, every time you responded, they kicked you on your fucking ass.
Yes.
And then eventually you can't respond to that anymore because it's 10-2, 10-4, whatever it was in the 8th inning. And that was, I think, the funniest encapsulation of the box last night was we're standing in standing room only. It's like 8-3, 8-4, whatever. Everyone's dead, lifeless. We hate the team. We can't field a ground ball. We can't hit. Somebody, I forget who it was, gets like a leadoff walk. They turn to me. If anybody can do it, it's this team. That's LSU baseball fans in a nutshell. Like, we suck. We're terrible. We're not going to make the postseason. If anybody can score 10 runs in this 8th inning it's this team.
Do it a lot.
I've seen it before. I've seen it, and then Cerna gets a hit, and then Milam gets it.
And then they have an overthrow.
And then we're like, oh, okay, here we go. And then it obviously doesn't pan out. Right. But that's LSU baseball fans in an encapsulation.
No, I mean, it's funny because, like, you still it is LSU, and it's so LSU to even when it's all going wrong, still if anybody can pull it off, you know, and it's just that's why Saturday it just felt so gloomy in Alec Box was because the juice was there and they got let down, and then there was a legit like.
Oh, this party's not that fun.
State of the Union address after the game, and it was just kind of like,
okay.
Well, I mean, I'll still be there to watch, but like my expectations aren't going to be very high because of what I just witnessed, and then what I heard, and then out, and so it leads to Saturday.
You went from the hospital to hospice. Like, I don't know if they're going to get better.
And so
yeah, you're calling your relatives. You know, you got people flying in from Dallas and Florida just to say hi. You know.
Just beep. Like,
oh, you look good. You're doing so much better than the last time I saw you. You got some Jell-O? That's great.
That you ate today?
They gave you some Jell-O? That's awesome.
And then you went on Saturday. It's like, how did you lose all your hair that fast?
Yep. And you start reminiscing about life stories. You remember when we did that? That was so much fun.
Like when Tucker dies.
Hey.
He's going to have, like,
dude.
Stop.
Shut up.
Best day ever.
Next conversation.
Like Tucker doesn't even know.
Because he's never going to. He's going to live forever. Right,
Will you take him to the studio before?
Right, Tucker?
Oh, you're
He's going to come in the studio all the time.
Okay,
it was a successful studio run last week. That's why he's back today. He did a great job. Good job, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
He's doing great.
But that was the news yesterday for LSU baseball. Cooper Moore out for the year. And then there was some other injury news. We didn't really get to talk about it too much.
It's been enough.
Oh, my gosh. We didn't get to talk about the other injury news that came out, I guess, around LSU. Not really anymore, but still somewhat. It came up yesterday. We didn't talk too much about it, but I'll read the tweet again from Tom Pelissero. Former LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier underwent tests at the NFL Combine that revealed a cyst on his spine, the root cause of the persistent oblique pain that derailed his 2025 season, sources say. The cyst was pressing on a nerve, causing discomfort in Nussmeier's oblique. He has been asymptomatic since just prior to the Senior Bowl and all throughout the draft process. If that changes down the road, Nussmeier could undergo a minimally invasive procedure and miss just 2 to 3 weeks while stitches heal. Either way, doctors say there's no short or long-term risk for Nussmeier, who's projected a mid-round pick in this week's NFL draft. So first off, finally some sense of an answer, some type of clarity. Now, a lot of times answers can lead to more questions. So how good of an answer is it? I think you got an answer of what was going on, but it leads to more questions of how, why, what. He had a cyst on his spine. How was this never
Diagnosed.
found or figured out or all the – look, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the ins and outs of all of it. Why was it handled the way it was handled? You get an answer on what the problem was, but it doesn't answer the whole reality television show of what 2025 LSU football was. And there was the Pro Football Doc. I don't know if y'all have seen him on Twitter.
Oh, I love
but he's great.
David Chow.
And he reacts to most of the injuries that come out when, whether it's ACLs or Achilles or whatever. When injuries come out in pro football, David Chow, Pro Football Doc, reacts to it, gives his thoughts for Sports Injury Central. He did that yesterday after the Garrett Nussmeier announcement comes out. Here is David Chow, the Pro Football Doc,
David
talking
Chow.
about Garrett Nussmeier's cyst.
The latest information makes me worried, in some ways not at all, and let me explain. If it's just an oblique muscle injury, those get better. There's no issue. If there's an underlying nerve issue, which is the implication from the cyst, it's something that could recur. The reports are from Tom Pelissaro that it's a 2 to 3 week recovery to get it removed. Get the cyst removed. Now, I think that's going to happen.
Yes.
I think the team that drafts him will say, just get it removed. We don't want to deal with this in training camp. We don't want to deal with this in the regular season. And one thing I will tell you, just like it was a surprise perhaps to the public about Bain's auto accident,
Right.
the Miami guy, unfortunate. It wasn't news to the GMs or the teams. Same thing goes here. It certainly is news to us that Nussmeier has a cyst pressing on a nerve. It's a news to us in the public. It's not news to the team doctors or GMs.
So there is Dr. David Chow, the Pro Football Doc, talking about Garrett Nussmeier's injury. And look, I mean, you heard the timeline there. 2 to 3 weeks. Not a very long time. Which is why, in my eyes, I would assume that this wasn't found during the season, that it wasn't known to be a cyst during the season, because I think that's a very easy conversation to have for everybody involved. Whenever it's figured out, you find out that that's what it is, and then you just tearing that bone up down there.
That was good crunch.
What? Then you have you handle the business. It's 2 to 3 weeks. You're back to it, and you're rocking and you're rolling. I mean, there were plenty of 2 to 3 week stretches, I think, that LSU could have been okay had that been taken care of, which is why, in my assumption, that I would assume, I would assume that it wasn't known about, because if it was, like I said, I think it's very simple to say, hey, we're going to take care of that. We'll handle that. We'll be good. Because you heard the doctor say it, Dr. David Chow, with a oblique, it is rest. Right? It gets better, you're rocking and you're rolling. The next is, okay, if it's something with a nerve, which is what it is, and it's a cyst, it can be recurring if you don't take care of it, right? The reason he's asymptomatic is probably because he got a break from being active and getting hit, and all of those things gave it time to not be angry, you know? And then, but it is something that can flare back up, which is why I think whatever team drafts him, you do you take the 2 to 3 weeks, you get it taken care of so you can have a healthy quarterback for your football team.
I'm surprised he hasn't already done it. Because I've had a cyst before, and yeah, like when they're not doing it, like I have one still on the back of my neck. Because it's like, if you don't do anything, if you don't touch it, if you don't mess with it, like it'll sit there and it's not painful. But if you get hit, like a quarterback is going to get hit, eventually it's going to flare up again and bother you. So like, it's interesting to me that he hasn't already
handled it,
taken care of it. Because like me, okay, it's on the back of my neck. I'm not a quarterback. I'm not getting hit all the time. But for him, one hit, and you never know. It could be 2-3 years down the line. You're in week 7 of the NFL season, you can't take 2 to 3 weeks off.
Well, and I think the reason he didn't was so he could go do all of the work to be able to get drafted, like because he knows he's not going to get hit.
Right.
Like he'll be relatively healthy, right?
Yeah.
Like he can go do the combine work because if he's got to rest and recover, he there's no real instance of him putting himself in jeopardy for the cyst to flare up. If it's contact, he's not going to get contacted doing any of this stuff.
Of course.
And so I think this is one way to handle it. I think it's the smartest way to make Garrett Nussmeier finally look the best version of, like, it gives you answers to something that nobody really knew anything about, because it was probably one of the more head-scratching things of the 2025 season. Certainly if you're from a draft perspective, when you thought that Garrett Nussmeier, after what he did the previous year where you saw so many flashes, like the arm talent was never the question. And it was like decision-making. It's like if he gets better at that, then you have somebody that could be drafted maybe
right. It was
in
all
the
mental.
first round. And now it became like, what am I even looking at? Like, this looks like somebody that's hurt. And now you
have your answers.
Because even the way he shut it down in the season was probably everything leading up to the draft. Like, I have to get myself healthy. And do I want to be there for the boys? Absolutely. But I can't keep doing this. First of all, it's not helping anybody. Second of all, I'm actively hurting myself. The real question becomes, in a parallel universe, if Brian Kelly is still your head coach and this news comes out, like, how do you treat that? Because I don't know if he's ever, in any instance, had the best player's interest at heart. Like we talk about how Jay Johnson handled Cooper Moore, you're putting the player first. Does Jay Johnson need Cooper Moore? Yes. But he's not going to go and look at Cooper Moore like, you have to play.
Yeah.
He's just not going to, like, but
you also
Brian
know
Kelly,
you also know what Cooper Moore's injury is.
I don't know if that they wanted to.
But
I don't think there was anything that, because look, I pulled up the schedule. At what point?
No. I agree with the point you're making. I just that aspect of it is so difficult for us to, like, pinning blame is a hard thing to do in this spot because you don't. This full story's still not out.
Right.
Like if LSU comes out and says, no, we said it was this then, and this was the decision made, then there you can shift blame. Or if it's, look, I was told oblique strain. And so, you know what I mean? Like, that's what makes this such a confusing situation, is that why is it now that the cause of the injury is being figured out? Like, why is it now it's a cyst, it's a cyst, of course, on the spine, a scary thing. You don't have, like, messing with the spine is obviously a frightening thing because of the effects it can have. But you heard a doctor say it. He was like, it's a minimally invasive, pretty simple procedure, out for 2 to 3 weeks, and then you're good to go. Which is why I think he waited to do it, was let it calm down, be normal, go through the draft process, get drafted, be comfortable there, and then handle it. But the biggest thing, just from LSU's standpoint, is there is so much pointing fingers and blaming when really you don't know who to blame yet, you know? Like, who is it? Is it the medical? Is it the coaching staff? Is it who? Right? Did they know the injury? Did they not find the injury? Did they know that this was the injury and wanted to push through it, or what? You know, like that's what I mean by you got an answer, but it creates a lot more questions. And that is the mess of all of this. Because to me, I would assume if they knew what the injury was, they would have handled it. Because if you pull the schedule back up, I can find you a 2 to 3 week stretch to get that thing right. And I would say after the Florida game, when it was announced, you do the procedure, you miss Southeastern, you miss Ole Miss, and then there's a bye week after Ole Miss, I believe, prior to South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good 3 week stretch right there. You get back for South Carolina, you got one loss that you already had anyways with them playing. And, of course, hindsight's 20/20. So looking back at it, you would say, well, you lost the Ole Miss game anyway, so you could have just – and we said it during the year also. But if it's a 2 to 3 week procedure, Southeastern, Ole Miss, and a bye week, that's a pretty good 3 week stretch there.
I would even say after Clemson.
No, 100%.
Because I don't think –
Because, I think in this stretch of the first 6 weeks of the season, prior to South Carolina – Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Alabama, in that stretch of games, you'd have been fine taking a loss because you did already in that 6-week stretch.
And I think at that time you kind of thought Florida was a bigger threat than Ole Miss, which, like, looking back on it, yeah, weeks 2, 3, and 4 where it's La Tech, Florida, Southeastern, you probably go 3-0 in those games, even without Nussmeier. But, like, you kind of didn't know how good Ole Miss was going to be. I could see how it could be like Southeastern, Ole Miss bye week. That makes a lot of sense. But in hindsight, even if you didn't know this was assist, you had him on a pitch count prior to the season even started.
And it wasn't
My
working.
thing is, it wasn't working. Why did he play against Southeastern? Like, people were already talking about this. Brian Kelly already had said he was on the backside of the injury. He clearly wasn't. Like, he got hit by Caleb Proctor one time against Southeastern, and it kind of messed him up for the rest of that game and then going into Ole Miss. So my thing is, why was he in that game? Like, why did he even play that game? That doesn't make sense to me. Even if you weren't going to have the surgery, let him sit that game out.
Because then it raises more questions. Like, Brian Kelly was clearly coaching for his life. And that's why I say he put his own personal interest in a vacuum. He put his own personal interest over Garrett Nussmeier's interest. And I'm sure Garrett Nussmeier, who is a competitor, the son of a coach, was like, I can go through this. I can do it.
I can play through
But there has to be an adult in the room.
Of course.
That says, like, look, I understand that you want to play. How you're playing is not effective, and it's not good for anybody.
No, I don't disagree with that whatsoever. Was that there was a point in the season that this was very obvious what was going on. And I ultimately think it was the Ole Miss game that was the most eye-opening of them all.
I think the Southeastern game.
That was the he played well.
That was the game he looked good.
Tech.
I agree with that. I agree with Tech. I do. I think there was some other blame you could shift in the Tech game. It was, well, Braylon Moore went down, DJ Chester's in. They were all out of whack, whatever. To me, it was the Ole Miss game when you looked at it and you go, this was all very mismanaged. Because you come out of the Florida game, and that's when you first hear about an injury, was post-Florida. And so then it was just very confusing.
Well, then you have Jacques Doucet after the Ole Miss game where he seeks out Garrett Nussmeier to talk to him, and he's like, look, it was very clear they were on two different pages of the book.
Which is go ahead.
Oh, just to say, which is, like, that was the first time you saw a little bit of a rift between how this is being reported versus how it's being managed versus now it's a he said, she said, and Garrett Nussmeier is very much like, I know I can't say anything, but I'm saying something without saying anything. And then you have your head coach being adamant that there's nothing wrong. And he's like, well, I don't think that's the case. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it was done.
I just feel like this was because when it comes to pointing fingers, you don't have all the answers, so you can't really. In the entirety of the situation, all I know is it was entirely mismanaged because my gut would tell me if they knew this was the case, it would have been taken care of, which makes me think genuinely it was thought to just be an oblique strain or an abdomen strain or some type of core injury and not – because that's what it felt like, right? You can have – like I have knee pain because I had a broken pelvis, right? So the knee isn't the problem, it's the hip. But the knee is what hurts. So you would look at it, and if you don't, if I didn't know I got in a car wreck and broke my hip, I would go, well, it's my knee. What's wrong with my knee? Mm-hmm. Well, nothing's wrong with your knee. It's your hip. So for Nuss, it's my oblique hurts. Like this right here, this hurts. I can't stretch. I can't bend. It's my oblique. And so it's oblique. Okay, we've got to figure out what's causing that.
So you treat that.
And so you treat the oblique. You let him rest. The oblique is the problem. But it's not, right? And that's why I believe my gut is telling me, I'm assuming
they didn't know.
They were looking at this through the lens of oblique injury the entire time until ultimately Nussmeier was like, after the fact going, there's got to be
something.
Let's dig. We got to figure this out, right? What's causing it?
But instead, they just kind of kept it quiet. Because I think there is a world in which they just didn't know.
I don't.
Because this is. Would you have said cyst on your spine for?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. Because
I'm not a doctor.
Right.
But you don't have to be looking.
It's not my job.
You don't have to be looking for a cyst on the spine in order to find it. This is the starting quarterback at LSU who's having you. You do an MRI, you do a CT scan, you do an X-ray, you do every fucking medical test known to man until you know exactly what is going on. This isn't me who's having abdomen pain, and you're like, oh, I think you're just fucking lactose intolerant, and then 4 months later you're like, oh, your appendix needs to come out. This is the starting quarterback of LSU. Right. I do not see a way that they didn't know. Like, you can find a cyst from a CT scan, an MRI. Like, you're going to tell me Garrett Nussmeier didn't get an MRI at any point?
Do you think Garrett's professional coach father, agent, that whole deal, would look at it and go, don't take care of this? If they know that's what it is.
Can you play through it?
From that standpoint, do you think, not LSU out of it, just Nussmeier's camp would look at that and say, don't take care of it?
It depends on when they found it.
Right.
If they found it in season, I absolutely think there's a chance Garrett Nussmeier said, fuck the surgery, let me play. Not even just because he's a head coach's son, but you come out in the summer and you're like, I came back to LSU to win a national championship. This is my legacy. I love LSU more than anything. Like, he's not going to give up 2 to 3 weeks of his season and maybe derail the season in which he wanted to win a national championship. Right. But if you had him on a pitch count a week before Clemson, I don't understand how clearer it could get.
And I think that's where,
no, I think they knew
he was hurt. The benefit of
hurt.
Hindsight right now is it's very, it's a little bit easier.
But I do think in the moment they knew he was hurt.
Right, I'm not arguing that.
They didn't know what he was hurt with.
But that first moment that you know he's hurt,
find it.
Find it. Every medical test known to man. I don't know when it was. Week 2, week 3 of fall practice.
No,
week 4,
I agree.
Whatever.
I agree. You've got to figure that out. That can't be the calling card of your program. Can't be our starting quarterback's hurt.
We don't know what
we didn't do everything we could do to figure it out.
Exactly. And I don't look, I'm not a medical professional, but I don't see a way that they didn't do every medical test known to man in order to figure out what it was. You spent $20 million on a roster to go compete for a national championship.
Yeah.
You're telling me you couldn't go and get him an MRI?
All built around
him.
He was the key that unlocked the door.
Of course.
That's
why you spent $20 million.
Yeah,
of course. You had him.
But I do think there's a small part of the competition aspect, because if you're Garrett Nussmeier, you are born and bred to be, I'm the leader of this team. I'm wearing 18. I have to play through it. If it's just pain, which is what it was, ultimately it's like, I'm playing. But it's okay, so and that was a lot of the narrative that was pushed. Like, it's a pain tolerance thing.
Right.
And so Garrett Nussmeier is like, I'm not I'm going to compete. Mm-hmm. So if that's where the narrative was so misconstrued, it was like, well, is he not tough enough to play? And he's like, no, I am. But I don't know how you get from that part of it to where you just almost ignore it. And it's like, it's just going to hurt. But it hampered him so badly that you should have reevaluated it. Of course, no,
I agree, 1,000%. It needed to be taken care of.
Then you got too far down the road.
Because whichever way it went, whether they didn't find it and they never knew that's what the call was, or they knew and he played through it, it was mismanaged. Like that, both ways are wrong. Mm-hmm. The way it should have been handled is it should have been found, it should have been taken care of. I'll say it in hindsight, because hindsight is 20/20. You see that he's hurting. You do everything you can during fall camp to figure out why your $4 million starting quarterback that your season depends on. You figure out why he's hurt.
Yeah.
You figure out what's going on. You do everything you can to find that. You do every scan known to man to figure it out. And then you get it taken care of. You find out what it is. You get it taken care of. Do you miss a game? Maybe. Do you miss 2? Maybe. And then it works out. Everyone gets better, and it's all. But instead, whichever way it went, whether it was found or it wasn't, it was mismanaged, and it is the reason why 2025 is one of the biggest blunders of a football season and mismanagements you'll ever see ever. It was a team that was all in to win a national championship. Let's not get that misconstrued. This was a team built to compete for a national championship. That's why a head coach got paid $60 million to stay away. Was because it was absolutely mismanaged. And the real reason why it gets me upset isn't as much as, of course, partly because it affected LSU and it should have been a great year and it wasn't. It's more so because for that young man, his life was completely altered, where he would have been a higher draft pick had he left after the year before than what was allowed to transpire in 2025. It makes me upset for Garrett Nussmeier. Because then come out all the reports of, oh, he doesn't care, he's not going to practice, he didn't put in the work, he shows up late, he's lazy, he's all of these things, he doesn't care about this, he's just cashing a check. All of that transpires. The young man is doing his everything, like I said, should have left but came back to try to win at LSU. Of course there was money involved. But then on national television against Alabama, the team you grow up hating if you're mine or Garrett's age, right? Because
it's your dad coached for.
It's your dad once coached for. That's the ultimate rival that you got to sit back your sophomore year, your redshirt freshman year, and watch Jaden Daniels beat at home, probably the peak of all of our lives of this era, right? He got to witness all of that. And he's got to get pulled out of that game and benched on national television in front of everybody.
Oh.
It was the worst year, and I'm not going to speak for Garrett, I would assume one of the worst years of his life, most likely.
Oh, yeah, he got engaged.
And
It was a humiliation ritual.
And that's what hurts me. That's what makes me mad the most for the player. It sucks for LSU, of course.
He didn't deserve that.
But Garrett Nussmeier didn't deserve what 2025 had in store for Garrett Nussmeier. What he deserved was what he thought he was coming back to do, which was win and have fun. He came back for August 30th. What that was should have been extended over a whole season, except it was one game. But it was an awesome moment, but that's all there was to hold on to because of the mismanagement of that injury, and ultimately more than anything else. Because that staff, that regime is gone. There's a new staff in the building. There's excitement from an LSU standpoint. Thank God, hallelujah. The reason I'm upset, the reason why that we're doing a segment about this is because it sucks for that kid. It sucks for the young man, for the person. A guy that got to wear 18 and embodied it, and then he had to get bashed and battered and all of those things throughout the season. And look, I'm not going to sit back and say I didn't get upset with him. There were times where I was like the play before he got pulled out against Alabama where he did the little back pivot and got sacked. It's infuriating, right, from a football standpoint. But all that he had to go through during this football season, he did not deserve.
Did you wonder why I hate Braylon Calais the way that I do? It was him. Like, he put his own personal, like, he fucking took that 1-0 mentality to very much. Literally, he meant 1-0.
It was an entire mismanagement on all parts. Whether it was the medical staff finding it or not finding it, whether it was the coaches and whoever making him play through it or not doing all they could to figure it out, it was entirely mismanaged from that entire standpoint.
Bad person.
It cannot fall on one person. I get that we hate him. It cannot fall on one person's shoulders.
It's rude.
It's more than just him.
Small cock.
Probably. Is it? What do you mean it's more than just like if he put his own personal interest?
Braylon Kelly's not the doctor.
Braylon Calais can hear whatever the doctor says and say, I don't care.
I agree, but you don't know that that's what happened.
I do.
No, you don't.
I know that, man.
I agree that I'm not a fan of Braylon Calais. He cannot be the sole fall man of this entire situation.
And if he didn't have the ego that he did and does and continues to have and will have forever until he burns in hell, is he couldn't take the fact that he needed Garrett Nussmeier and he needed Garrett Nussmeier to win, and it was win at all costs because he was trying to protect himself. And whatever it was, he knew that he couldn't bench Nuss until the season was essentially over. But if he had any foresight and or any fucking way to think and get out of something, unless he wanted to get fired, which good job on you, you did it. Like, he should have nipped this thing in the bud in week 2 and said Garrett Nussmeier's out. Then he would have gotten grace if he was like, look.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
But he didn't do that because his ego's too big.
He 1,000% mismanaged it.
Yes, because he's a fool.
But the fact whether they know what it is or not still plays a factor.
I don't know how you can go, and we watch practices too.
No. Everyone knew he was hurt. I'm not disagreeing with that, but you don't know what it is.
But again, if he's hurt, are you telling me that you think there's a possibility they didn't do every medical test known to man and they had no idea exactly what it was? I
genuinely am looking at it and thinking there's no way that they knew what it was, knew that it was a 2 to 3 week process, and everyone involved, LSU, Nussmeier's camp, Nussmeier himself, everyone looked at it and went, no, let's not take care of it. Knowing, because it's a very easy, it's 2 to 3 weeks. And just knowing the way situations have been handled in the past, if you continually, you poke and you prod at the abdomen, and he goes, yes, that's what hurts, they're going to look at it and go strained abdomen.
I understand.
Those situations have happened so many times.
I understand.
Greg Brooks was told he had vertigo.
That's true.
He had a brain tumor. Like, I don't want to sit here and say blame it all on the medical staff or blame it all on the coach. There are a lot of people at fault, but it was once again another mismanagement of an injury.
Both of our arguments are the same in the, like, it was mismanaged so bad.
Yes.
Somewhere it's so fucked up
Right.
that we can't even believe they fucked it up so bad. You're saying there's no way they knew and didn't take care of it. I'm saying there's no way they didn't know. Like, how can you not know?
It would be different if this was me. Where
exactly.
Of course,
where it's
I agree.
like, I'll just ignore it and hope it goes away.
Right.
But you have every resource available.
I agree.
To figure out what the problem is, because if Garrett Nussmeier continues to go, this hurts. I don't know what it is. Let's figure it out instead of just going rest. And it's like, oh, it does feel better. Like, well, so what's the underlying cause of it? And it just became play through it. And Nussmeier is a football player that knew what he had in front of him as well. It's like, if I can get through this, and maybe it doesn't get re-aggravated, but I don't know how to treat it. Like, that's foolish. But that's,
I'm not disagreeing.
That's what he was served. And you do have to go back and look at how this whole thing transpired because of, I think there's a lot of truth in what you saw on any given Saturday when you have Braylon Calais sharing an agent with Garrett Nussmeier, where this is a little bit, maybe we're too much in bed together, right? Like, there's too many underlying things that are important to both of us. And if you're the agent, who are you trying to protect more? Like, when it comes to who I'm getting paid by more, that's where my interest is going to eventually lie, and you can control the narrative because the agents are agents.
That's the reality show of it all. That's what me and you called it a soap opera throughout the whole beginning of the season.
But the thing is, like, people, I don't know how you saw that and go, that's going to be an issue, because now you don't have individuals with their best interest at heart that or they don't have the right people in their corner trying to help them. Like, another agent probably goes, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're very much risking your future.
Yeah.
Instead, it's an agent that is a mouthpiece for Braylon Calais instead of Garrett Nussmeier. It's like, well, this is what you're doing. And it's like, so he was getting sold bad information and basically a bill of goods to protect Braylon Calais, and hopefully he can get through the year and be able to come back and coach again, because that's all he was thinking about. And that's why I say the 1-0 thing is very funny in hindsight, because he literally was trying to go 1-0. And he did that he put Garrett Nussmeier's future at risk by that, because what if this injury is actually something that it could have been so much worse, and they didn't care.
I agree that in hindsight, knowing what the injury is now, knowing that it was something more than an oblique strain, it looks much worse now than it did even in the moment. But when you and this is just me speaking from experience, when you feel pain in one place, you assume that one thing is what's causing the injury. And when you have a strained muscle, the thing that fixes it is
rest.
You rest, you stretch, you do those things. And a lot of times, especially in a sport like football, it's going to hurt again.
But would you take, I would imagine, Toradol? Or they're not just going to be like, take 2 Advil and sleep.
Right.
They're going to give him something.
Yes.
And then when you get a shot and it doesn't work,
it
means you're not locating what it is. So I'm sure they did try that and it didn't work. And it's like, okay, so this isn't working. We'll never know.
We'll never know. That's the thing.
I do know Braylon Calais' track history, certainly at LSU, and this is par for the course. He does not care about the health of an individual, even though that as a football coach, you're supposed to care about your players.
Of course.
And this is the second time that he's done something fucking egregious.
And if you're on the flip side of it, if you're the medical staff, you're LSU football, you should find a cyst.
It's a black eye.
your starting $4 million quarterback. And so for whoever the blame falls on, regardless, it was mismanaged entirely. My heart breaks for the player, and I'm glad that he was able to get literally on the other side of it, get asymptomatic, able to ball out in the Senior Bowl, throw extremely well at the Combine and at Pro Day, and hear his name called at some point this weekend.
And this is how the draft works. Speaking of, probably finally has, I would imagine, a different agent, a good agent, that can go, this is the perfect time to release this news. Like, you do have to still play the game. Because now I wonder if people look at him and it's like, I'm going to draft him higher because now I have something to point to and say this is why he played poorly.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And so I do think it helps him because I
think the GMs and everybody already knows.
Yeah, that's Dr. Chow said.
Like that was told, and that's what we anticipated in the meetings with GMs and owners and coaches.
He was going there. I still don't know what's wrong.
The truth was going to be said.
And you get treated like cattle at the NFL Combine, so they're going to look through
everything. Of course, they're going to figure it out.
Which is what LSU should have done. And what Garrett Nussmeier should have done in hindsight. Like, I'll take care of this myself then.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
Because obviously you can. Clearly you can find it if you looked hard enough. But I am happy for him because I do think this boosts his draft stock.
100%. I think he's thrown extremely well because that is, like, when you look at it in totality now, the way this is all played out, if you're looking at Garrett Nussmeier ahead of this weekend, you look at the way he threw at the Combine, you look at the way he threw at Senior Bowl and at Pro Day, and you go, the biggest question mark coming out of 2025 was what happened to him physically. Mm-hmm. Like, that was the biggest question mark. And then you look and you go, okay, now we have an answer on what the injury is and a solution how to fix it. And when he's healthy, this is what it looks like. Pro Day, Combine, Senior Bowl, all of those things. You go, okay, so now his draft stock is back, not where it was, because I contend if he leaves after 2024, he's drafted before Tyler Shuck. Now, look, Tyler Shuck has turned out, played extremely well at the end of the season. I just think going into it,
he's in that
the
conversation.
only one that I would say for sure gets drafted ahead of Nuss in the 24 draft, or technically that was the 25 draft, is Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Outside of him, it was all up in the air. Dart, Nuss, Shuck, Sanders, like it was all, who knows. And now he's going to be a mid-round draft pick, but I'm happy that this is now in a position where he's in a much better spot from a standpoint of his future. So it's unfortunate to hear. It sucks the way it worked out and the way it was managed. Once again, just an absolute mismanagement by the previous staff, and that is why
good riddance.
There's a new staff at LSU. It has been that issue and problem has been solved, and Lane Kiffin and his staff are now in town. We will take a quick break here as we've run right through hour number one, and we appreciate all of you hanging out with us, spending some time, and, of course, all the action in the chat. We love seeing y'all's reactions, thoughts, and conversation, of course. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll come right back with more Tingle & Co. right after this.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Ryan Granning at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, We don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing. Built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here, hour number 2 here on this Tuesday morning, as our special guest is sleeping it up in hour number 1.
He's pulling a Justin Babin Jr.
He is snoring over there. Shout out to Tucker James Tingle. Hey,
Happy
buddy.
birthday.
It was his birthday on Sunday. He is 2 years old, officially. See if you can find him over here.
And his namesake plays tonight.
His namesake does play tonight. That's where he got his middle name from.
Camera shy.
It's okay, buddy.
Man,
He's staring me down. Close your eyes. Go back to bed. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Tuesday morning as we talked a little bit of baseball injury, a little bit of Nussmeier injury in hour number 1. There was good news yesterday on a couple of fronts. There was a very interesting hour, 2 and a half, 2 hours yesterday on social media that, of course, we were involved in. You know, I put out something that I guess was cryptic. Because Chef, who's in the chat now, said that why is everybody posting cryptic stuff? Or why is everybody being so cryptic? And I was like, look, with all the people with all the cryptic tweets, I feel like I'm being the least cryptic. I posted a GIF of Will Wade celebrating in our Discord and the LSU basketball message board. I said, boot up. It's like, I don't feel like I'm being very cryptic at all. I feel like you can very easily read into what I'm telling you. But there was a lot of cryptic posts, and it was because there was a lot of news to be made on multiple different fronts.
Oh, Tiger Droppings hated it.
There was a baseball player injured out for the year announced yesterday, and that was Cooper Moore, so that was one. And then there was Braylon Calais from Cecilia High School, 4-star athlete, going to play wide receiver at LSU, commits to LSU last night. So there's another. And then Will Wade gets his first commitment out of the portal in Mo Diabate out of Kentucky, formerly at Alabama. Shout out Hunter Hall. Then Kentucky, now an LSU Tiger, so staying in the SEC. So there was a lot of news happening, and everybody was like, is it baseball? Is it basketball? Is it football? What? And so I put out a tweet at one point. I said, who said only one sport can have news? They all can. And you saw it all yesterday.
And the general public, who very much doesn't, I guess, jive with, handling it that way. Because, they're just acting like they know things because they won't just come out and say what it is. First of all, you don't find out things if you tell people what you know immediately. It's the position.
That's the point.
It's the position we're in.
Right.
I'm sorry you don't get to know everything, but I will lead you in a certain direction. But, yeah, I get being frustrated because everybody wants to know whatever is going on.
Of course.
And
multiple direct messages, all of those things. I was not in the position to say any. I wasn't going to say any names
don't get
of what was going to happen because, like Lloyd said, this is just us being transparent in the business. That's how it works. But there are little sprinkles that you can drop to lead people to where it goes. It was announced that Diabate was visiting a couple days earlier, and then yesterday, of course, it's officially announced that he's an LSU Tiger. Will Wade gets his first commitment out of the portal, a former Kentucky Wildcat this past season, and also part of Nate Oates' Alabama program prior to that. Kentucky transfer forward Muhammad Diabate has committed to LSU. That is the first for Will Wade. And look, I get it, because as much as it was nice to officially get an announcement, it was a big first one, right? A talented player, athlete, dog. I tell you what, this guy's tough. He's been in the conference for 3 years up to this point, or 2 to 3 years. I don't remember.
3 years.
3 years up to this point. He is tough. He's an athlete. He's physical. He's strong. Weighs 6'7". He's legit. He's an SEC level athlete. And you know that because he's been in the SEC. He stays in the SEC now, transferring into Will Wade's program. And he is just the first because, of course, it's, I got a text this morning when I had said something about it, and someone was like, hey, 2 more commits and they can play 3v3. Because, look, you can't field a roster with one player. But what I will say, because this is not going to be an I told you so segment from all the people that had been freaking out on social media about what is Will Wade doing. What I will say is he was obviously working, right? He obviously wasn't just sitting there doing nothing, because now there is a commitment, and there are more coming. So there's the answer on what's Will Wade doing. He's working. He is. Now, do you have a team that you can go out there and play with right now? No, because you only have officially one player on your roster in Diabate who committed yesterday. But for all those, is Will Wade on vacation?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's in the office.
And now they're speculating why the studio's so clean. You never know.
Hey, when Chucky Sunshine wants you to clean up the studio, you clean up the studio. Wyatt's area over here, I tried to pretty up. Because I felt like, you know what? Our guys that sit on this side of the wall deserve a prettier area.
Thank you, man.
They deserve to look good over there.
We'll dirty it up.
At some point.
Let Poji get his filth over there.
I'm really worried about Christian. But yeah, look at here we go. Nice.
Where's your book sack?
Nice little setup.
It's over here. It's tucked though. He makes a big deal about it. It really is tucked in this corner.
What would you do if he walked in, tripped, and fell right on his face?
I'd laugh. It'd be funny.
And then
if I tripped on something, I would expect y'all to laugh.
That is true.
Two different people.
Yeah, that's also true.
What if he said be out by COB?
But like we said, Mo Diabate, first commit for Will Wade at LSU in this second tenure in Baton Rouge, and it's a great addition. I don't know what realm he will be a part of this team. He's not going to be your star player. Now, don't get me wrong. He's talented, very, very good athlete. Like I said, tough as nails, and is going to defend. He's going to rebound. He's a heck of an athlete. He can score around the rim, all of those things. And it's a nice start, but there is more to come because you do obviously have to put a roster together, and you have to be very, very good. This is a great way to start, though, in Mo Diabate. So now, if you're worried about is Will Wade working, is he on vacation? No. He's got players. This is just the first, and there will be more.
Yep, because you only have one player.
Because you only have one player. And so I'm not breaking any news by saying you are going to get more players. What I will tell you is that there will be some that are pretty exciting. Who's opening that door? Who's opening that door, Tucker?
Get him, Tucker.
Get him.
Oh, late
But
start
here's
today.
Diabate right here. Some highlights from his season at Kentucky last season. Like I said, can finish around the rim. A heck of an athlete. Like, you want an SEC level athlete, here is one. And very, very excited for the addition there. Getting it started. Getting the portal started for Will Wade and LSU. Great first edition. Expect some more news, of course, and maybe some pretty soon to continue to fill out this roster so that you can field a team because you do need more than one player. But a great way to start as this was part of the news yesterday in addition to Cooper Moore that had everybody excited. In addition to that, an announcement last night of a 4-star athlete, Braylon Calais, who commits to LSU football, Lane Kiffin and his staff. So a really, really good day for LSU athletics yesterday, but also a very, very bad day for LSU athletics yesterday. What it was a day full of news. There was a lot going on. The Raging Poon, $5 Super Chat, 5 claps. Ready. Lloyd, what burns deeper within your loins? Your hate for Kelly or your love for Jay? If y'all have no guests, phone lines, ? Maybe we'll see if we can crank out some time. But answer the question, Lloyd, there. What burns deeper within your loins? Your hate for Kelly or your love for Jay? What is stronger?
I think hate's the stronger emotion.
Nope.
Really?
Love is stronger than hate, always.
Always.
Because that's exactly what I thought, like, as I heard the question. Love is stronger than hate, and he just goes
Love prevails.
completely the other way.
I knew he was going to say that, too.
Yeah, of course.
What's more fun?
Is Jay Johnson better than Brian Kelly?
At everything
that's
Is he
imaginable.
greater at being great than Brian Kelly's at being bad?
I am.
Oh, I don't know. Okay,
That's
see,
fair.
when you put it like that.
That's a good question, Chrissy.
I think
Lloyd?
he is.
Lloyd?
Jay only gives me good things. Brian Kelly ruined the thing I love. It's most or second most.
Or second most. So if Jay's bringing you a lot of joy in what may be your favorite thing in the world, does that outweigh ruining your second favorite thing in the world?
Brian Kelly ruined alcohol?
And
What's
cocaine?
your favorite meal? Your favorite meal? Favorite thing to go eat?
Hospital Jello?
Hospital Jello, okay. What's your second
Jello.
favorite meal? What?
What?
What'd you say?
Chicken wings.
Okay. So if someone handed you your favorite hospital Jello, but there was also a plate of chicken wings that they just destroyed, would you be more distraught about the wings or happy about the Jello?
Yeah, I would complain more about the wings.
Of course you
not
would.
Be able to let it go. But I'm
you would
just
be
glad-
extremely happy you have your hospital Jello.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I trust it every time. But if he, Brian Kelly ruined something that's not fucking very hard to make and actively did it on purpose. And so I'll never get over it. But I'm glad he's gone. I'm kind of going to miss him. I guess I won't, though.
No, because he doesn't leave.
Because my hate hasn't left. So
No.
anytime you just talk about him, I'm ready.
I know.
It was
Right.
interesting, the feeling of like rooting against something that you loved for so long.
Well-
that was an interesting feeling. I didn't like it, but it was definitely not the worst thing in the world.
No, you had
Were
to.
we rooting against LSU?
There was points where I didn't want them to lose like that, but I did want to see a certain person do very bad.
No, when Texas A&M did what they did,
Yeah, no,
that should have been that should have
But
been.
we weren't rooting for that.
No, like that should have been the lowest point of my life in terms of LSU fan, and really actually just in
I
general.
was about to say,
I'm
but
pretty
it
good life.
probably is.
Yeah, I don't care about much.
Is it the lowest?
It should be. It should have been. Instead, it was this is what's going to get it done. Like
Okay.
I felt deep inside, like if he gets away with this, they're
It's-
not serious
yeah.
about LSU football, and then I don't have to care if they don't care. But because of the way, and also A&M needs to stop just doing this. But I'm glad that they did it in the fashion that they did, where they showed their ass to the point where you had to make a change. If you win with grace in that spot, maybe you don't make a change, but because of how much they rubbed your nose in shit and embarrassed you and like forced you to make a change, that feeling of like, I can't believe this is happening, they're taking over the stadium, I'm losing, like this is the one thing I thought was untouchable, is now gone, which was like a very like saddening part and realization that this can happen, quickly turned into good. I'm glad this is happening because something's going to change, and the person I probably hate the most in the world is actually going to be out of my life. So it ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, they literally Battle of 1812'd us. They burned down the White House.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to defeat us in battle, but you're going to fucking burn down our fucking temple?
Yeah, it's not touchable.
Fuck you. We're going to fucking do
Build it
something.
again.
Not going to have this fucking shit happen again.
Right. Like, so if they had won with a modicum of respect and acted like they had been there before, I don't think Brian Kelly gets fired. But because of what happened, it's like, if you're LSU brass, you look around and go, this can never happen again. Like, has to be so embarrassing to be a part and be in charge of it also. Like, look at what I've let. I would imagine at some point they loved LSU the way that I do. Like, you don't get to that job just because you want the job. I think you want to work for LSU, I would hope. And you have their best interest at heart. And so if you look around at something that you also deeply care about, not just for your own financial security, but because you have a passion for what you're doing.
Right.
And you see, like, this is my fault. Like, I hired him. Like, fuck. I have to change it. If you don't, then you shouldn't have that job either. And ultimately, everybody got the axe.
That's very true.
And if it never happens again, that would be great. And it led to the best rebound of all time.
Right.
Like, I thought I wasn't happy, but I was in a loveless marriage, and now
Oh, Billy, new
turning
question.
tricks
Billy
again.
Young, would you rather hire Brian Kelly or fire Jay Johnson?
if I had to fire Jay Johnson, I think we'd both be on the same page as to why it's happening.
No, that's not the question.
That's a good way to answer it, though.
I mean, I do get that.
He
But
would
you have
under-
to,
yeah,
you have
yeah,
to-
yeah.
So you have to choose one.
It would be that. It would be a.
You would rather no Brian Kelly,
I couldn't even.
Lane Kiffin football, and a LSU baseball
Can
without
I-
Jay Johnson, or Jay Johnson baseball, Brian Kelly football.
I know.
Jay
my
Johnson
answer.
baseball.
Okay, so you would rather.
I thought I
hire
had to.
Brian
I thought I
Kelly.
had to like do it right now. Like do.
No. It's either you are hiring Brian Kelly to be the football coach and keeping Jay Johnson as baseball coach, or Brian Kelly stays away. You keep Kiffin, but you have to fire Jay.
Oh no, I'm keeping Jay.
So you're
So his
rehiring
love-
Brian Kelly.
Mhm. So his love for Jay is stronger than his hate for Brian.
But I get to hate him again. I
Right,
can live
right,
with
but
that. I can actively be
Okay.
like, I can't
Okay.
wait to talk to you.
This is a
That's an
this is
unbelievable
quite the
answer.
conversation.
That's an unbelievable.
like a
But I can't
therapy session for
imagine.
you.
I can't imagine life without Jay Johnson.
Of course.
It's not fair to him. I can't let my own personal vendetta against Brian Kelly and what he did to LSU
Yeah.
football and how he treats it, and there's absolutely no respect for it at all. Get in the way of how much Jay Johnson loves LSU baseball and how much he wants to do and do it right. I can't. I have to be the bigger person.
You know what the best part about it is, though?
I don't have. I get.
We don't
both.
have to
Is
do
that
this.
Lane
Yeah.
Kiffin is your football coach, and Jay Johnson's your baseball coach.
And I got very excited for LSU football. It was on the drive over here because obviously the commitment.
How could you not be?
Well, that's it. Started. The picture started to become very
Of course.
clear. Like you get the Brian Kelly news yesterday. It's like good. I'm glad he's back in the mud. And then you get LSU has only signed, 4 players for this recruiting cycle, and then the number 10 class in the country, and you see a $40 million roster, and then you look over and Lane Kiffin's your coach. That's going to be fun. It's finally somebody that's not fucking inept, that he gets to do the job. And I don't know where he's going to go or what's going to end up in 5 years, but as of right now, this is the best spot LSU football has ever been in since Nick Saban.
No,
and I was like, this is very exciting.
I will get back on this conversation, and I'll talk about it nonstop.
Brian Kelly?
The 2027 recruiting class
has the chance to be
there's no, you can't talk about it too much. It's not possible.
And it feels like, look, LSU will always have a foot in the door, and there's cycles, right, that have Louisiana athletes, and it's you can't get all of them. This legitimately feels like you have an opportunity because there's not really a reason to say no.
No,
if you don't want to go to LSU, it's that's okay. I get maybe Texas made a better offer monetarily, but it feels like LSU will be competing in that arena too.
Right, of course.
And then you have a scheme in which, if you're Easton Royal, you really do have to take a look at LSU. And
if you're any of these offensive guys.
Right. God, it makes it so much harder just to, because you got players regardless. Odell Beckham shouldn't be going to LSU with Les Miles as your head coach.
No, I agree.
What are you doing? He's ruined careers of receivers. You shouldn't have come here.
You think about Malachi Dupree.
Yes. You could go down the list.
Yeah. There's plenty
of guys that were you see them in the league. You're oh God, you still managed to make it even though
Russell Shepard.
Yes.
I knew that was going to get him.
So many things.
I knew that was going to. But so, like I said, Rivals came out with their top 300 or whatever their rankings. And I'll roll through a couple of the names here. So Mark Matthews is an offensive tackle. He's number 6. LSU is in the mix somewhat. He's from Florida. Miami and Florida are also battling for him as well. Then there's Joshua Dobson, the number 1 corner in the country, who is out of William Amos in North Carolina. LSU is the favorite currently. Like I said, he's one of the top corners in the country, and a 5-star. Then right below him at number 10 is Easton Royal, who's currently committed to Texas. But we talked to Zach Nagy yesterday from LSU on Sports Illustrated, and it's just one of those ones, right? And I think this is exactly what Lloyd's talking about. When you're Easton Royal, right? And he loves Sark. It's a great, it's a really great situation in Texas. You got Sark, you have that offensive system. Of course, they have the money as well. But then you sit and you think about it, and you go, well, how much different is the LSU situation from that? You've got Lane Kiffin. You've got his offense. You obviously have some money to compete. And then in addition to that, it's home. It's LSU. It's wide receiver U. And so to me, I just look at it and I go, how could Easton Royal ever say no? And I think LSU's going to have to battle for him. But that's just going down the list right now. There's much more. Albert Simeon's the number 14 player in the country. Interior offensive lineman out of Sam Houston in Lake Charles. The number 1 offensive lineman in Louisiana. Battling for him. You got Ahmad Hudson at 16. LSU's the favorite for, as he's choosing out of LSU in Nebraska. Just keep going down the list, and you just look at the state of Louisiana and what it means to just recruit just home. Recruiting just home. Joshua Dobson and all these other guys that you've already that you're battling for, you're the favorites for, or that you already have committed. Just the state itself: Royal, Simeon, Hudson, Houston, Calais, Whitley, Trey Martin, Jaden Anding, Malachi Ziegler, who's currently committed to SMU. You've got Jaden Miles out of Catholic High. You've got some real talent in this state, and I just don't know how you look at the 2027 recruiting class and don't go, man, this could potentially be as big of a deal. And somebody said, because I put out a clip of us talking about 2027 on social media yesterday, and somebody on our Facebook, see if I can pull up the comment, said, and of course appreciate all comments. Everyone's thoughts. Corey Moore said, do y'all ever get tired of saying the same thing coach after coach after coach? And this was me talking about recruiting. And my thought process is, I get that comment. Now, not under this post, but just in general. Getting excited about coach after coach after coach, or just maybe forcing your way into maybe some excitement about certain things. My thing is, regardless of who the coach is, what I was talking about in that clip, what I'm talking about right now, the state of Louisiana and the high school football recruiting class that you could put together, I don't care if Christian Cowley is the head football coach. Tucker could be the head football coach. You better recruit the state of Louisiana. And what I'm saying is, if they do that, if they recruit the state of Louisiana, home turf, Easton Royal, Albert Simeon, Ahmad Hudson, 3 5-stars. Peyton Houston, committed. Braylon Calais, committed last night. Number 5 athlete in the country.
Is he the number 1 athlete in Louisiana?
Number 1 athlete in Louisiana.
He's probably the number 1 athlete in the country.
I don't hate that whatsoever. You know, like.
Line him up.
4-star Louisiana?
5-star everywhere else.
So that's just, regardless of who the coach is, that's what you do. And if LSU and Lane Kiffin are able to do that, they are setting themselves up in what a spot for the future. We talked about foundation, right? Brian Kelly, in his tenure at LSU, had a foundational class in 2022. Harold Perkins, Will Campbell, Emory Jones, Mason Taylor. That class, to me, felt like the foundation, really, of that era. I mean, the best seasons you had a lot to do with those 4 guys, right? 2022, the win over Alabama, had a lot to do with Harold Perkins. Had a lot to do with Jaden Daniels, of course, but he wasn't one of them. Will Campbell, Emory Jones, and then it definitely had a lot to do with Mason Taylor. Got a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Then you look at 2023. Once again, all of those guys, extremely important. Those were foundational pieces to what LSU was doing. This class could not only be a foundational class, it could be the heartbeat of what the Lane Kiffin era looks like. I mean, think about following up a class where you had the number 1 athlete in the country as an edge rusher, the number 1 defensive tackle in the country out of Louisiana, and you followed up with what you can do offensively in this class.
And I don't think it could have lined up better for hiring Lane Kiffin. There's 2 top 10 quarterbacks. Take your pick. You went and got Pop Houston. The number 1 wide receiver in the country. You got a good running back in Jaden Miles at Catholic. You've got the number 1 tight end in the country who's an absolute freak show. Might be a better high school prospect than what Trey'Dez Green was, and we all know how good he is. And you've got a 5-star offensive lineman for one of the best offensive coach in all of college football. And you're leading for Joshua Dobson, who's the number 1 cornerback in the country. Like, I don't think it could have lined up any better.
The edge rusher. What's his name?
Jaden Bryant, who's a 5-star from South Carolina. You have to fight to
keep
hold of him, but that's every recruit. If you're not fighting, they're not good.
And that's what this 2027 class could be like. And you added another last night, and Braylon Calais, who is extremely talented. I wish Christian was still in here and hadn't left, because he went and watched him last year. You can go back and watch it as well on our YouTube channel. We have Central versus Cecilia high school football highlights on this Tingle & Co. YouTube channel. And if you look at number 13 in green, that is Braylon Calais from Cecilia, who is an absolute stud. He is a player. He was a running back, receiver, wildcat quarterback, returners, like the whole thing. Stud. 6'2", 200 pounds. He is a industry-ranked 4-star, the number 5 athlete in the country, number 1 in Louisiana, the number 6 player overall in Louisiana, an absolute baller, and extremely excited adding him last night to LSU's recruiting class, as he's going to be a wide receiver for the Tigers. That's how they are recruiting him. So exciting stuff. This 2027 class, I'm telling you, could potentially be as big as anything you can do. I mean, like, literally, like, it is. If you're able to do what you could potentially do, you're set up for
success. That's why you come here. I think that's
uber success. And it's literally like, to Wyatt's point, it couldn't have happened at a better time, right, for Kiffin to come here. It's also the exact reason he's here. Mm-hmm. Because when you get here, you can have the number one athlete as an edge rusher in your office. And then the next night, you can meet with the number one defensive tackle in the country. And then you can turn around the next offseason for high school recruiting. And in your office, you can have the number one wide receiver, the number one interior offensive lineman, number one tight end, a top 10 quarterback, all in the state you coach in, where you are the only Power 4 program. You are the flagship university. And that is quite literally the reason why you go to LSU. Because this is what makes it different than everywhere else.
You can go to...
Is that recruiting your state could put together one of the best recruiting classes ever. Just your state.
A town like Cecilia, the number 5 athlete in the country, doesn't happen like that very many other states.
That's why Lane Kiffin is at LSU.
Ew.
That's literally exactly why Lane Kiffin's here. That's what's hashtag just different about LSU and Louisiana.
I do think he's genuinely like, whoa.
Because it's just, there's nothing else.
Look at what his signing gift was. Not the job so much as, or the money. It's, here's the number one player in the country at your doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this doesn't happen everywhere. No, it happens nowhere but pretty much here.
Right.
And from here. It wasn't hard to go get him.
Well,
and he's across the way.
Well, and just the program you're just at,
You can't
this
do
is
the
no
same thing.
disrespect to Ole Miss, really. It's just the fact that literally just from a standpoint, if there is another SEC school right there next to you, recruiting your state as well. When he was at USC, there are UCLA is right there recruiting your state as well. Mm-hmm. And Tennessee, I mean Vanderbilt's right there. There's multiple, and now of course Vanderbilt was different then, but like just for the sake of the argument,
you don't even have that.
What does LSU have to recruit against in Louisiana? There is no other SEC school. There is no other Power 4 school. That's just from the way it's set up. And there's only like really one other state I can think of that has a setup like that, and it's Ohio State and Ohio. But Ohio football ain't Louisiana football. Mm-mm. And hey, I've never gone up and watched Ohio football, but I've watched a whole lot of Louisiana high school football.
There's two different
And
versions of good ball.
there's only a handful of states that can compete with that. And they're all much bigger than Louisiana is.
Look at what Michigan had to do to get somebody that was in their backyard. Just go ahead and read it.
Matt Moscona tweets, LSU outfielder Jake Brown has suffered a broken hamate bone, which will require surgery, ending his season.
Reaper. Tucker, it's your fault.
Well, maybe they won't get hot.
What'd you say yesterday on the Cooper Moore? What was your comment? The caption under the post?
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours. And man, is it pissing on us right now.
Yeah.
You heard the announcement right there. Jake Brown, broken hamate bone, will be out for the season. His season is over. Man, that sucks. Look, as much as this season is not going well, man, has it been awesome to see what Jake Brown's been able to do in 2026.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about yesterday trying to find the positives. There was one that was glaring, and it was, God, I'm so happy for number 7. As much as from a team standpoint it sucks, that dude was ball. He was the best player in the country for a large stretch of time. And not only that, from a baseball standpoint, in the clubhouse, leader of this team, he's been awesome to us. And it just sucks to hear that his season, potentially career at LSU, could have wrapped up this past weekend, man.
God.
It sucks. It really does suck.
And it sucks, obviously, from a team perspective. Of course, you're losing what's been your best player all year. But the first thing my mind goes to that I think sucks and I'm not talking about us in this room and like the very vehement LSU baseball fans. I mean more in terms of the casual LSU baseball fans who don't follow as surreptitiously as we do. I think when you go down the line 5, 10, 15 years from now, if this is Jake Brown's last year, let's just assume he goes to Major League Baseball, I don't think his legacy at LSU will get the credit that it deserves, because as a freshman, he didn't play he wasn't an everyday player. It wasn't a very good team. And then last year, obviously, he was a massive part of the national championship team. You don't win that championship without him. Yeah. But I think the casual fan will look at him and say, well, he was a platoon guy for a major part of the season, even though I would contend he was one of your 4 or 5 best hitters.
One of the biggest swings of the bat
against that Arkansas. And then this season, his breakout best season to date, not only is it a season that's been cut short now by about a month and a half, however long they play, it's also a bad team and a season that fans are going to want to forget.
Of course.
So, and I would say Jake Brown is one of the probably 10, 15 best outfielders I've seen in my lifetime play at LSU. And now that this has happened, I don't think his legacy is going to get the respect that it deserves. Yeah. That's what my mind went to.
He'll be a name on a list of like best LSU outfielders, and somebody will say Jake Brown and be like, what team did he play on?
Exactly.
I mean, like, he was on that national championship team. It's like, well, he didn't even start.
Right, exactly. And you have no idea how important he was.
And you're going to go, you better go sit down and you better watch.
Yeah.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was.
Literally that.
We don't slander Jake Brown in this fucking household.
Literally.
You do not.
So it just, man.
The thing that sucks the most is the person.
Of course.
Like,
yeah.
Yes,
he doesn't deserve. I mean, Garrett Nussmeier didn't deserve it either.
He wants.
He loves LSU
place.
so much.
Loves baseball. Loves this team. Loves Jay Johnson. He's the embodiment of it, truly. And you know better than all of us. And I think that's why you look as
morose. He's a friend,
of course,
and he doesn't deserve this. And like Wyatt said, he's not going to be able to be the best player on the best team. Like it obviously doesn't go that way for everyone, but the year he was having for it to probably not get remembered, if you look up in 10 years, just because of how this season has played out. But this is fucking par for the course for 2026 LSU baseball. Right. My God.
No, when it rains, it pours. Like, literally, couldn't.
What's that's the worst thing that could have happened? Probably that. Or Jay goes to coach for the Milwaukee Brewers.
You think back, right, and through the beginning of this season, your most consistent pitcher and your most consistent position player were who?
Your leader.
Right, but who was your most consistent?
Moore, Jake Brown.
Both out for the season, man.
All bench team. Dugout will be fun, though.
Do what?
And,
oh.
I'd imagine he will be allowed to travel with the team. I know that there's like a
oh my gosh.
But yeah, that would be a coup that would form, and Jay is smarter than that. Because
Jake Brown's traveling.
He's your leader.
Yeah.
He's the face of this team. And if there's any caveat to this, Jay no longer has to do the mid-game interviews. You just give them to Jake.
Yeah, let him
He'll do it for 6 innings.
Oh, yeah. He'll
100%.
Play by a little color commentary.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret. None of us are winning all scholars. He is smart.
Yeah.
And great on the microphone.
No, he is great. He's great. He really is. He's not only a great baseball player, he is an outstanding human being. Like, he is literally the embodiment of what, when Jay says great player, even better person, like, Jake Brown is the embodiment of that. And like Wyatt said, you don't have a national championship in 2025 without him. And really, thinking about Jake Brown's time at LSU, I don't think there's been a better representative of what it means to be a Louisiana athlete than somebody who had maybe the biggest blunder and most painful moment of their life on national television in Chapel Hill against North Carolina in that regional in 2024. And has been able to turn around, pick himself up off the mat, not feel bad for himself, not say woe is me, not allow that to break him, but respond and be a vital part of a national championship team and then be the best player in the country the next year when he gets his opportunity to be the guy and answer the call. Because I know a lot of mental softies that would go through a moment like what Jake Brown did against North Carolina and not be able to get back off the mat. And he did it. And it sucks that it ends like this, but let's not ever forget the way he got back up off the mat. It reminds me a lot of Malik Neighbors. Florida State, muffs punts at the beginning of the game, probably the lowest moment of his life. Ends up balling out in 2022 and then turns into the best wide receiver in the nation in 2023. The epitome of what it means to be a Louisiana athlete that picks themselves up off the mat and responds.
Yeah, it really is the best way to put it, because there's a lot of people that could not have, and the way that you're talked about after that, like, because people didn't necessarily know who Jake Brown was, right? Like, and then that was the most that everybody knew about him up until, I guess, last year at some points. But when you thought of Jake Brown, he was much maligned as a freshman,
right?
Because of that play in the outfield, and then he has the unwavering confidence in himself to come on mic'd up and make, like, he makes fun of it now.
Yep.
Whenever it should have been, and it probably still remains the lowest moment of his
Athletic
sports
life.
career, where it's like that happened in front, like, oh my God. And then you look up and he's a junior All-American. He goes, and I made a joke about the ceiling is the roof. He's like, what's that? It's like, oh, you don't remember Michael Jordan saying that at North Carolina? He goes, I don't like to think about North Carolina very much. And I was like, yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But, like, Malik Neighbors is not in a very good spot right here.
Nope. And responded like a Louisiana athlete does. You pick yourself up off the mat, and you go win the Blitnikoff. I don't care if he doesn't have the trophy. He was the Blitnikoff Award winner in 2023.
But it shows, like, the mental character of the guy.
And that's exactly what Jake Brown did after Chapel Hill. And I believe we need to stand and give 7 claps for Jake Brown. Jake Brown, 7 claps. Ready. Man. Billy Young in the chat. Or Cajun Curveball, $5 super chat. Lloyd Brothers, sorry, but I was right. Jay has kind of thrown in the towel. Defense will have to be fixed in 2027.
Did he break his
Also
he
said
hit Jake with a hammer?
Yeah.
5 claps. Ready. Thank you, Cajun, for the super chat. Billy Young in the chat. But in the Tingle & Co. house, Jake Brown was special. The peanut butter to my jelly, the mac to my cheese, the milk to my cookies, the sun to my shine, the salt to my pepper, the Bonnie to my Clyde, the yin to my yang, the coffee to my mornings, the icing to my cake, the straw to my berry.
Holy crap. Can we get 5 snaps for that?
Billy, wow.
Beautiful.
Can we actually...
That was outstanding.
Can we print that and put it in the studio?
You want to put that up on the wall?
Yeah, with a little Jake Brown number 7.
Yeah.
And then...
Right here?
No more motorboats.
It does, it does hurt to
the
hear.
Last motorboat.
We have.
That's
And we motorboated.
Unless
I guess
I
guess John
contend,
could hit one.
if John hits a homer, Jake's coming out of that dugout and he's getting
no
motorboated.
doubt.
Oh, how electric would that be in Starkville?
He's getting Jake Brown's going to get motorboated
Oh, he's not even
when
ready.
Josh Pearson hits one out. You be ready for it.
Pearson might
John
go on a
Pearson,
tear.
not Josh. John. Big John. Johnny be good. Man, it sucks for Jake Brown.
What a terrible way to end it. What was a pretty good show.
Thought it was a good show.
That's what I'm saying.
What a roller coaster of emotions.
What a
the
punch
last
to the
48
fucking
hours.
dick.
From you get basketball commits, you get football commits, you get baseball injury. Man, this year, this athletic calendar could be one of the most forgotten ever.
Only for it to... It's always darkest before the dawn.
I completely agree.
Better be fucking worth it.
Man, but it does suck for Jake
No,
Brown.
this doesn't do anything positive.
Prayers
This-
for Jake Brown, obviously, in his rehab, all of those things.
wonder
And the
when it
future is
happened.
extremely bright ahead of him.
I don't remember
Me
him
neither.
getting hurt
He has
against
well,
A&M.
It's not... I don't know if it's a one specific moment.
Right.
But he hasn't... Like, the performance has started to tail a little bit, right? So I wonder if he was playing through it and is like, what is going on?
Right.
And obviously you saw this with Dickinson, a different injury, but somebody that you didn't really know was hurt until you knew he was hurt. And he was a shell of himself offensively.
Yeah.
And he had to play through it because he had to play through it, and you're going for something different.
I also do feel like I remember seeing him shake his hand at least once.
Probably.
Because there was one time I think he fouled one off. And he gave the hand a good old shake. But I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
People do that all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, if I jammed my finger on the table right now, you just give it a good hand.
I don't know if he'll be able to pod tomorrow.
Do what?
I don't know if he can pod tomorrow. You know?
No, I don't know. But, man, it sucks. It does
How
suck.
about you? Like, if you jammed your finger.
Yeah, if I jammed my finger, I wouldn't be here.
Like, I don't know if he's going to be able to go.
No. I wouldn't be able to drive here, you know?
Out for the weekend?
That can continue to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but Jake, we'll be in Starkville to frickin'. We're making the trip too.
Wow, man. That sucks. Hit me right in the feels. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Man.
Who would have known?
We were just talking so positive. We were just having such a good convo.
Okay, then I guess the next question is, what do you do in right field? Do you
go? Yeah, William Patrick.
I think there's a couple of different avenues they could go. You could go Braun to outfield.
That's what I was going to say.
But I think that doesn't. It does, I guess, in a way, because he did say that Yalman's coming back. Obviously, Aaron Beatty and Cerno, you all went back, so it would be a way to get them.
Yalman at first, Braun in the outfield.
Right.
You have Cerno and Aaron Beatty both catching, DHing.
You'll see both, because I think he's been trying to find a way to get Patrick on the field. Like, he said he's going to play second.
Right.
And now it's like, well, there's a very glaring opening in right. And the last time you saw, I think Braun's been good at first.
Yeah, me too. I think he's been fine defensively
at first. The last time you
first.
saw him in the outfield, it was
not great.
Quite the circus.
He's not an outfielder.
Right. No.
He like
and it's funny how he can look
and that's no offense.
And be like,
right. It's nothing against him. He's just not an outfielder.
And how good he's been at first. Like, he's dug a lot of things out of the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, good play.
Yeah.
Like, I
expect nobody to catch anything at this point.
Like, I wouldn't say Braden Jobear's an elite defensive player.
No.
But he's not. He can play.
He's
an
outfielder, though.
You know what I mean? Like, he's an outfielder. Like, Braun is a first baseman.
Braun would be a liability in the outfield.
Yeah. I think I would think you would see.
I'd like to see Patrick
William
run
Patrick.
around.
We haven't really got to see Patrick. We've got. Harden as well. But I would like to see William Patrick.
Well, the problem
just because of where you are.
We've talked about him a good bit. When he was coming out of high school, he was highly touted.
He has the fastest ever 60-time in perfect game history.
I would like to see that in the outfield.
So I just want to see. Yeah, I just wanted for my personal, just be like, whoa, look at him go.
Look how fast he is.
Yeah.
Look at him run.
I would. I mean, that's where we are right now in terms of LSU baseball.
Yeah.
I want to see the fastest player on the team run fast.
Yeah.
And be like, damn, look at that.
Guy's fast, man.
Yeah, look at him track that thing down.
So we'll see. It'll start tonight. You know what I mean? Like, you do have a baseball game tonight, and you will have a new right fielder out there. So that sucks. Some bad news there. Now, there should be some good news still in front. There should be some LSU men's basketball news. That'll be good, and that'll get you maybe in a good mood if you're looking for some smiles.
And baseball has to be out of bad news.
I would assume so. So I would assume baseball is out of bad news, and I'm telling you, LSU men's basketball will have good news.
Mm-hmm.
That will put a smile on your face if you love LSU men's basketball.
Stop being such an influencer, dude.
Sorry.
You guys are big time influencers.
Am I being too cryptic?
He farted again.
I can't. No, he didn't.
Don't smell.
I can't believe we've gotten AI photos generated of us now. Did you see those?
Oh, I thought you did that.
Those were made on Twitter by Texas A&M faithfuls.
I think it's
a photograph
of jacked quads
of all of us in Texas A&M gear.
Yep.
And somebody was like,
all of us.
Please tell me this is not real. And I was like, of course it's not real.
Yeah, 5 LSU fans pulled up
in Texas A&M gear.
Texas A&M maroon.
Lloyd's got his Texas A&M T-shirt on.
Of course.
Christian's got an A&M T-shirt and an A&M hat. And I've got an A&M polo on.
Maybe.
And then I got a Yell Leader AI photograph made of just me.
Yeah.
Like, they just singled me out. And I didn't think, I mean, if you're going to make fun of anybody in this picture, make fun of the short guy, right?
Ew,
make fun of Christian. Make fun of me. But they did give me great quads in the Yell Leader photograph. That is me.
Oh, wow. Hold on.
Doesn't look, I mean, I guess it does. I mean, it does look like me. It's obviously me. Great quads, though, and I let them know. I said, I appreciate the love on the quads.
That doesn't look, I don't think you have that much zest to you.
I don't think so. That's why I was intrigued by the picture.
Chrissy.
I mean, and no offense to you and Christian, I would assume both of you stand out more than I do. Especially Christian, he is smaller.
I think they probably did.
You have a mullet and a mustache.
They
You know what I
probably
mean?
did a little bit of Tingle. Like, oh, he's the show.
Maybe.
Or they go after the big dog. Not little Chrissy and not little
Not
Lloyd.
little Chrissy. It was funny how much run that photograph got.
I haven't seen it. I don't even know what post am I looking under.
I think Daily.
It's in the group
posted
chat too.
I know. I just wanted to see it on the online.
I think she posted the picture of
the
all of
online.
us on Twitter. What does the influencer thing mean? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I have no idea what that is. We're not influencers. We have a podcast.
No.
Are we not technically influencers? Because isn't it's social media? Is it like Lloyd may not be, but like both of us run fairly prominent like social media pages.
But I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't think
I guess it's
like,
not if your
it's
face
not
is
so-
not
yeah,
because my face
yeah,
isn't attached.
Yeah, and I'm not doing
mine,
like I'm not
It's not a
doing
lot of self-pro-
like a day in the life,
Right,
Or a
that-
get ready with me.
Well, I don't think that I think it's just like because
We're not
my
doing
face is not
trends.
attached to LSU Barstool.
That's true.
like the
I
majority
mean, Tingle
of
and Co.
people-
is attached.
So that
to
I
me.
would say is probably more.
So
influencer
I am an
than-
influencer.
than LSU Barstool. Yeah, you're an influencer.
Hey,
The real influencer is right
Tucker.
there.
No, I did.
Tucker
I
James.
did. I will say, hand up. I did miss out on an opportunity to make him an Instagram and a TikTok page starting as a puppy as,
a
he
puppy,
grew
yeah.
up. Because I mean, I will say,
Those go
and there are a
viral.
lot of cute
Jesus,
dogs.
leave some for the rest of us.
There are a lot of cute dogs. My dog, as a puppy and even now, is
Attractive.
adorable.
Good looker.
He is a very, very
I think
pretty
he's
dog. Shut up.
3-star.
3-star.
Tucker's
really?
a five. Tucker's
Missing
a
a
5-star. He's missing a toe,
For
which
now.
which would make him even more popular.
Yeah.
Social
Okay.
media wise.
Okay. Would you
Cut off his other toe.
in order? Okay. Wait.
I think I know where you're going.
Easton Royal, Ahmad Hudson, Joshua Dobson, Jaden Bryant, Peyton Hughes, like all the big
Don't
5
say-
stars, but you have to euthanize Tucker tomorrow.
Oh my god.
I'll do it.
I'm not having this.
I know
We
you would do
will.
it.
Not
We know you
I'm
would do
not
it,
having
Lloyd.
this conversation.
I would kill Tucker for Easton Royal.
Oh my god.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
This
too.
is a terrible
Yeah,
conversation to have live on air. Mom, if you're listening,
She
I
would
would-
too.
I love
No, she
Tucker.
would
It's not.
not.
It has nothing to do with Tucker. This is a we over me mentality.
Mm-hmm.
If Easton Royal can help LSU win a national championship,
You won't even think about Tucker.
you know how many other Tuckers? Like we
there's
could
not.
name your next dog.
I pick
Tucker.
my
you
pick
get
my
10
dog.
Tuckers.
I
You
pick
get
Tucker.
10 Tuckers.
I
You
pick
pick
Tucker.
Tucker over a national championship for LSU football.
I pick Tucker.
That's
Wow.
no chance.
I pick Tucker.
I think you've got your priorities way out of whack here.
think so?
Yeah.
You just get another one.
No.
Social
It's
media
not
has
how it
clearly
works.
warped
And
your
you get to
mind.
You think so?
get to restart. You can
No.
finally make your little page.
No.
That's true.
No,
You
what
can
I,
make
where
your
I,
own
where
page
I
now.
genuinely thought you were going was you were going to say you could just start, because I have had the thought I could just start the page now and like just go back to the
This
puppy
was
page
my-
and
this
start,
was my
start
idea.
Yeah, we
and
have
start
talked about that.
posting the puppy
No,
pictures
my question
now.
was much better.
But, I mean, and you could immortalize Tucker as dead,
no.
and then
Yes.
new
No.
dog.
He could be a martyr.
No,
Yes.
and we're not having
A
this
show
conversation.
martyr.
No chance. Tucker, close your ears, buddy. Don't listen to this.
Because that would be a good
No,
little, like,
no,
you get to close the chapter on Tucker
No.
that you never really started, but
no.
then it's like,
no. Miss out on the guys in high school. Get them out of the portal. You got more than one
But
chance.
you missed out on this guy out of high school. Get him. Get another one out the portal.
Nope, there's not another portal. There's not a portal for.
There is.
there
Where'd
is.
you get Tucker
It's called
from?
the Pound.
Yeah, it is
You
called
can't
the
get a dog
Pound.
like this from the pound. You kidding me? This is elite.
A dog with 4 toes.
He wasn't. He
There's
wasn't.
plenty of those at the Pound.
He wasn't born deformed without one. He had one.
And he got rid
Oh,
of
so
it.
you chopped it off?
No, what's the little sack that they're born in? What's it called? I don't know, but it got caught or wrapped around the toe,
The poor mother.
and so it like cut the circulation off and it fell off.
Devil dog.
So he's born with a toe.
Just lost it.
He just lost it.
I think
But it hadn't slowed him down at all.
you have no grip on reality.
Yeah, this could be a good thing for you.
Tucker, I
I'm
love
saying
you.
you immortalize Tucker on your only real post of him.
Nope.
Like you start the page like that, and you said,
Nope.
with death, there's new life, new puppy.
I love
Yeah.
you, Tucker.
And you could call the page that.
Nope.
You could post your video of like you holding him and like crying before it. That's gonna go mega
No.
viral.
Yeah.
Like
Then you are an influencer.
Nope.
Then you are an influencer,
Nope.
yes.
Nope. My dog is going to live forever. Immortal.
My first
There's a lot of benefit
interaction-
to this.
No, there's not. This is fake, and we're done. We're done talking about it. No more of this conversation.
Not if we keep talking.
No.
Yeah. What would you name your next dog?
Stop.
Would it be Tucker too?
No.
Tucker too.
This is Tucker. He's the only Tucker.
Tucker the second.
Forever. He's the best dog in the world.
Wow.
He is.
No Toonie.
Toonie's not a dog.
Okay, would you same question but for Toonie? For a national championship.
Yeah, sure.
Football next season.
I do love her. I told her that last night.
But you'd euthanize her?
Yeah. Actually, well, can I just open the door?
No. She has to die.
I can't leave it up to her.
No,
I mean,
no,
she
no,
probably
no.
will. What
No,
if we just
'cause
operate
that's-
under the fact that
Look
she's...
at him. Look at him trying to weasel out of
Yeah,
this
you
now.
can't weasel out of
You're
it.
having
Like,
a whole lot of fun when it was my dog.
yeah.
How would you do it to Tucker?
No, shut up. We're talking about
No,
Toonie.
we're talking about Tunchi.
We're talking
now.
about Tunchi.
You can't just because she
Who a year ago today was in the studio on the show.
Really?
1 year ago today.
Wow, shout out. You can't just like let her like free her in the wild. Like let me see.
Natty, give me the trophy.
Oh, Tunchi's been
Oh,
he
yeah,
brought
she's
her
the
to the show
OG studio
one
animal.
morning.
Yeah,
You brought
wow.
Tunchi to the show once.
I brought her multiple times.
Maybe.
Sometimes I let her in the studio. Other times
I'm
she
glad-
was in the side room.
I'm glad Charles is anti-cat. Cats suck.
He's not anti-cat. He has 2 cats.
No, he's anti-cat. I know an anti-cat man. The cats are for the
He
wife.
loves this dog,
I
though. He
can
loves
tell.
Tucker. Because Tucker's the best dog
Yeah,
in the world, huh,
Tucker's
buddy?
Tucker's for sport.
Tucker, come here.
Everybody likes a dog.
Come here.
Nobody wants one.
He was the first like interaction I really had with Tingle and Co. was
Tunchi.
Tucker celebrating the Jared Jones walk-off from Tennessee.
The best
That
cat
was
alive.
Pretty electric. That was maybe the greatest night of my life.
When was that?
Last year. The Jared Jones walk-off versus Tennessee.
Oh, you saw Tucker on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying, like, we didn't know
Reacting
you.
to the home run.
Yeah, the
yeah,
whisper,
yeah,
the
yeah.
whisper cell.
And I
turned the-
interacted with it. Yeah,
Turn the camera to Tuck. Sweet boy.
absolute goat,
Hey, buddy.
King Tuck.
He's the best.
I guess I can put him on the screen.
Best in the world.
People do want to open up the phone lines again. I don't know why we haven't. I don't know.
We just do the show, and it just... There he is. That's the little boy. Yeah, buddy. Best dog in the world. Look at that. Look at that beautiful dog.
You know he can't see in color.
Look at that beautiful red. He can see some colors.
Like what?
Blue, they can see very well.
So he's a Florida fan.
I was thinking Ole Miss.
Well, they can see purple, too.
See, Ole Miss is just rent-free in your head, Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
That must be what that is.
Mhm.
You're just so scared.
Influencer.
Influencer.
I could be an influencer.
You could. I think you could do it. There he is.
How we doing?
How we doing?
Trust the process. What do you think, Tucker?
Love that.
Tucker.
Everybody loves Tucker.
Tucker, man.
Of course. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, straight into the office.
Bye, buddy.
9 to 5?
You clocking in? There you
there
go.
it is.
Hey, buddy.
He's kind of dumb.
He's
kind
dog.
of dumb.
He's extremely intelligent.
No,
No, you're good.
we are live.
We're
We're
just
trying to interrupt
celebrating
Yeah.
the first commit of the Will Wade era.
There's more coming, boys. There's more coming.
Oh, yeah.
Love
Well,
to hear that.
we made plenty of room on the baseball roster if Will Wade runs out of room. Do you think Jake Brown can still
Come on.
pitch?
Take a seat.
Not today.
Take a seat. Yeah, no, I mean, it was good
Oh,
news
speed,
yesterday.
influencer.
Influencer, Mr. Fun.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, this is the...
The
We have
wonky
one on the way from Guitar Center. Shout out Guitar Center.
Shout out Guitar Center. We good?
There we go.
Let's see.
Cleaned it up a little bit in here too.
Looks good.
It is very spiffy.
Y'all getting excited about something?
Yes,
Maybe. Maybe a little bit of something.
maybe.
I got you. If I need to hold it, I can hold it.
Yeah, I think that should stay.
All right.
Tucker, this is your see. He's a.
That should be
We good?
It's
We
perfect.
good? All right.
Yep.
All right.
Back up, bro.
What's up, Wyatt?
What's going on?
How's everything?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, what's going on with baseball, guys? What? I
Just
heard
a
Jake
couple
Brown
of
out
injuries.
too.
When it rains, it pours, sir.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. You get Cooper Moore out for the year. Now Jake Brown out for the year. I don't know what else could happen.
I don't know if we want to say that, Lloyd. I mean,
That's true. You get hit by a bus.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
I'm putting Jay in like a bubble boy.
Yeah.
I'm not letting him out
Keep
in
him
public.
safe?
Yeah.
you know, it's funny because when I got the news this morning, I was like, man. And look, I did have high hopes that maybe they would figure it out here, but I don't know how they can.
It didn't get easier.
No, absolutely not. Would you say social influencer? What happened?
Noah got AI'd as a yell leader.
Yeah, we got some AI action after the A&M game.
And you've had your fair share of run-ins on the internet.
Yes, indeed.
We've talked about.
So we took a picture with some other Twitter people, and they AI'd it to turning us into A&M fans. And then someone singled me out and made me a yell leader.
That's fantastic.
It is, that's how you know you made it.
They couldn't do that to Wyatt.
Look at the quads.
I wasn't in the picture.
Those are good quads.
Those are like Keelan Williams.
Nice.
Top tier quads.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, tough.
It's just
baseball, huh?
it's been such a weird 48 hours because there's been good news, bad news, a lot of news, but there's been good news and bad news.
Yeah.
But with basketball, good news.
Yeah.
For all the people that thought he wasn't working,
let me just tell you guys one thing. That guy, he's relentless, right? He's working.
Right.
We check in with him every once in a while, and I can tell you, rest assured, LSU Tiger basketball fans, that guy's working really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to be very, very happy with what we end up with.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I've not been told names. I've not been told anything. I got told about Diabate yesterday. Obviously, then the news broke, and I think there's another one on the way today. And so.
Do you think that the consternation around the lack of action in the portal is because of Will's reputation as being such a guy that goes and gets players and does all this? You expect it to happen quickly. Then people started to be like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then you start seeing the negativity about him of like, why would they want to go play for him? It's like, well, I don't think that you're making that up.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. I think that narrative too was pushed from the North Carolina State fans.
Of course.
Right? And so the best one, and I sent it out. I retweeted or I responded to someone on X. He doesn't get anybody in the NBA. Well, I mean, I think Tari Eason, Naz Reid, Cam
I think
Thomas.
Tari Eason plays tonight. Naz Reid played last night.
Yeah, I think they could speak to that. Javante, those guys.
Right.
The one thing that Coach Wade has said to us many times is, "Do you trust me?" And that's been my statement on X and Twitter this whole time has been just trust the man, trust the process. Because I got to be honest with you, it is. I have no doubt. That's the one thing that man knows how to do is get basketball players.
Right.
But to answer your question, Lloyd, I think there was concern, but I think when Lane got here, I know you guys, y'all camped out here all day the day the portal opened, and we waited a week for a player, and so
especially like even the quarterback situation, it was like all we've gotten is the guy from Elon, and shout out to Landon Clark, he's played well at practice, but that wasn't what you were expecting.
No. That's right.
And it was the same narrative that they did to Lane, where it's like, who'd want to go play for him now?
That's
it. It's like, well,
that's it.
Finish with the number one portal class.
And Ole Miss was like, whoa, he just quit on his team. You think people are going to sign up to play for that snake? Like, well, turns out they did.
Yeah, they sure
So
did.
you're wrong.
Sure, a lot of them did. Did. So, no, I'm excited. I everything I've been told, we're going to really, really like this team.
Yeah.
So,
And one of the things that people had said to us is like that we're going to get players. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing that and that's Will Wade's calling. That's what he's done, right?
Yes.
He gets players. He can identify talent. And he can go out and he can make it happen.
That's right.
And so I think it is just kind of with the portal still kind of learning how it works. Like there is a patience about it, and each sport is different in the way it works. With basketball, the earlier you get active, kind of the more money you're going to spend.
That's right, and I think that's been the biggest statement that has been told to all of us has been like, there's patience, and I know you guys have said it. We've said it. It's better to be patient. You don't want to overspend, and then get under delivered to.
Yeah,
and then you also don't want to start a bidding war with these schools that have more money than us. Let's be completely honest, guys. LSU basketball does not have LSU football money or Kentucky basketball money or whatever. And so, you got to be smart in your spending.
Like just because you're getting more doesn't mean you have infinity money.
That's correct. That's correct. And we've got to raise more money. We absolutely have to raise more money. And that's one thing that you guys have seen me say for many, many years, like keep giving. It matters.
Yeah.
Basketball can be successful at LSU.
100%.
And I think we're going to see that again. And I fully expect him to have this team in the NCAA tournament this year.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be, and everywhere he's gone, guys, let's be honest. Look, in year 1 at LSU, we were in the NIT.
Yep.
Coming off a really bad year with Johnny.
In year 2.
Year 2, we won the SEC. At McNeese, he wins. He gets in the NCAA tournament in year 1.
Right.
At North Carolina State,
year 2 at McNeese, he wins the tournament game.
He wins a game.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And I've said, a lot of people have asked me, and people know that I'm friends with him, and a lot of people have asked me, like, why did he want to come back here, right? Like, he left North Carolina State. You guys were with us the other day. We were talking about this in the baseball game. Why would he want to come back here? The statement was made at his press conference was, he loves winning, but he loves winning more with his friends. Well, that matters. Why would you leave 19,000 every night at the Lenovo Center in North Carolina State to come to Baton Rouge, where we last year averaged 5,000 fans, or if that? I think this place is just special to him, and I think he knows he has unfinished business, and I think that we've got a lot of potential here, and he knows we're going to win. I mean, that I don't doubt Will Wade at all, and he put together a great staff, and his support system. That everybody knows about Stoudemire and Johnny and Stansbury, but the support system he has around him, and you guys are going to get a chance to get to see him because we're going to make sure they're here for some podcast
there
days
we go.
too. But his Reed Vial, who played for him, is his right hand man. Greg Golden is his chief of staff, who was his strength coach when he was here. He brought on Allison Wade from North Carolina State too, who's going to be his nutritionist. He told me the other day she's worth 3 or 4 wins herself. So I think everybody's going to really like this staff and this team. So I'm excited.
I think the unfinished business part you mentioned is so interesting because not only obviously did it end in a weird spot, but the couple of years before that, he mentioned it at the press conference, they were operating at 60%?
That's right.
And he got to coach 2 tournament games?
Yeah.
And they were the COVID year. So he really never got to coach like a real tournament game at LSU. So the fact that you won the SEC in year 2 and then you kind of never really got to build it back up to what I'm sure he knows what it can be.
Yeah.
That gnaws at you. That bothers you after you're gone, I would assume.
For sure. And, I agree with you 100%, Wyatt. I mean, like, we talked about this the other day. He seems to me, he seems different in a good way. And I think we all joked about this the other night at the baseball game. This is the first time he's been the coach at LSU where he's not had to worry about this NCAA stuff, right?
This dark cloud.
This dark cloud that hung over this program. And so, but yes, I agree 100%. He knows we were close. Like, I know for a fact the team he was bringing in the year that he got fired, the following year, was going to be the best team we ever had. Talking about guys that were at Tennessee, Alabama, some of those guys.
Julian Phillips,
yes,
Traore.
Yes. Like he felt that was the team. And so for him not to be able to get to coach it, and then obviously what happened, I joked with a few guys yesterday, they're in the basketball circle, like, we deserve this. It's been a long couple years. And everybody knows my support for LSU basketball and Matt McMahon, and I'm friends with Matt McMahon. But you know what? It's just something different. And I know that's a Lane Kiffin
different,
thing.
Hashtag.
But LSU basketball is going to be fun again. I can't wait.
I think that's the biggest thing in all of it, right, is the excitement that it brings back. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's why you make the move. It's not, a lot of people were like, y'all are acting like, when we were kowtowing for Will to be the coach, it was like, you're acting like he's the best coach in college basketball. And I was like, look, if you're LSU, you're not going to get Coach K. You're not going to go get
Billy Donovan,
Kelvin Sampson from Houston.
That's
You're not making those sorts of moves. You hire mid-major coaches.
That's it.
What Will Wade does is he's coming from a Power 4 program. 2, he instills a level of excitement that no one else can do. Kenny Dillingham is a very good football coach. If LSU hires him instead of Lane Kiffin, it's you don't spend $40 million on a roster.
No, that's right.
Because you can't get that level of buy-in.
You don't raise the money,
right?
And that was the thing that I think kept being said was, if they're going to move on from Matt McMahon, Will Wade's the only one that can fix it quick. And you're absolutely right, Noah. How many? Okay, so in the last 4 or 5 basketball coaches at LSU. Let's start with, so Dale Brown's fired. John Brady, mid-major. Maybe a low major at Samford, right? Then we go to Trent Johnson, who was a major at Stanford, and did a good job in his first year here, but wasn't a good fit.
Right.
Then we go to Johnny, who was a mid-major. Then we go to Will, who was a mid-major. Then we go to McMahon, who was a mid-major. Now Will now coming from a major school is the best. And listen, he always says, and I agree with him, at LSU you have to compete with football and baseball and women's basketball now more than ever.
Definitely.
To get the fans excited. And so basketball practice starts in late September, early October. So everybody's starting to talk about it, right? But in October, you're in the thick of a playoff run for football, right? So November and now into December and January, you're in football season. So baseball starts in the middle of February. So you really only have 1 month, January.
And that's the beginning of SEC play.
That's it. You only have really 1 month of full attention to the fan base. So he says it all the time. I've got to have an exciting brand of basketball.
Right.
I agree. You've got to have something that people will get excited about. I fully expect, the PMAC to be packed in game one,
100%.
right? I mean, and I'm sure we're going to play a nobody, right? I mean, because he's going to want to win by 100 points, too. That's the other thing. And he's going to want to set some
continue to build off that excitement.
That's right.
And because the eyes ultimately do come, like you said, when SEC play begins.
Yes.
And if you think back to this last season, there's some excitement for this team. They played well in the non-conference. Well, SEC play gets here, you have the injury, you battle with A&M, but you lose. Yeah. And really what got the ball rolling in the wrong direction was the next game. You play South Carolina at home, and you're not able to capitalize. And there was recovering from that, but ultimately, hindsight, you really never did.
I remember walking into my house after that South Carolina game, and I looked at my wife, and I just said, I think it's over. Yeah. You can't lose this game.
Right.
This is the one you – okay, you played well against A&M, and not to rehash last year's schedule, but you played well against A&M. You had a chance to win the game.
Right.
Poor Jalen Reese, a freshman starting in his first conference game, throws it away a couple times, and really had played well up to that point. You should have won that game. And you come home and you just lay that egg. And I felt like it was so weird because I felt like all the games that we needed to win at home, with the exception of the Kentucky game, we did not play well at all. Now when you think back to that Kentucky loss too, that shot that goes in, like that was the end probably. That was actually the end.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what did Diabate do against us? What, do we have any stats?
I think he got in foul trouble, if I remember correctly.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I know. I thought he played well against us in Nashville. But I watched him again in the NCAA tournament. We all watched it together against Santa Clara and another potential target.
He had 7 and 7.
Okay.
And fouled out. That was the foul trouble in Nashville.
Okay.
And then when we played them at home in the 75-74 loss.
He had 1 for 2 with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block.
Okay.
1 foul.
Okay. Yeah,
But he's not the Ed Noah said this earlier whenever the commitment was announced. It's like he's not
coming in to be your best player.
Right.
No.
You didn't just get a absolute this is your superstar.
That's right.
It's look, this is going to be a part of how this team's going to be how this team's going to be built.
Agreed.
And I do think that when you talk about this entire situation of God, did we need one of the new sports to start? Because we've been rolling over to the next one, and nothing good has happened except for changes.
Yes.
But you can't capitalize on those changes until they play. And so that's why I think some of this pressure is on like the portal, because you want to talk about it so badly, but they're not moving with the same swiftness of which like the kind of the hires happen. Like you get this high from Will Wade's back. It's like, well, now what else? It's like, well, let him do his job.
That's it.
But it's like, but I want to see him what's up now because I just got something. I want to play with it.
Yeah.
And
it's fun. You nailed that too, Lloyd. The fact that everybody thought once basketball season ended and we had baseball and we were the #1 team in the country and it was great and we were
thank God.
Thank God, right? And they won't really worry about basketball now. Well, now that baseball's done what it's done, and look, it's just a bad year, guys. It happens, right? Like so as I know my boss gets called Sunshine Charlie.
Chucky
Sunshine. I'm probably the biggest sunshine pumper for the purple and gold there is, and everything's glass half full with me. Look, it happens, right? This year, it stinks. They're probably not going to make a regional now with the injuries that are happening, but it is what it is. If y'all don't think Jay Johnson is going to not sleep in June when everybody else is playing, that's the thing. And they talk about it all the time. Like sometimes winning championships, it's so funny because everybody says like, well, this never happens. Well, Mississippi State won a national championship. I don't think they made a regional the next year. Ole Miss won a national championship. They didn't make the regional the next year. LSU wins the national championship 2 years, whatever.
Had to go on a run.
Had to go on a run. We were worse right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we had to go on a run. I think that hurts you in the recruiting side and the portal side of things. And so,
Whoa.
yeah, get him.
Well, you're building out your
gold.
portal class. You're trying to build next year's roster from a hotel in Omaha
Right.
while you're trying to also game plan to win a national championship. I don't want to make excuses. I don't think Jay Johnson would ever do that. But if we're going to sit here and say that doesn't play at least a small factor,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we'd be lying.
I agree.
It's also
100%.
hard to win two
Again.
in a row. I mean,
Again,
like
of course.
LSU is the greatest baseball program in the history of the sport and has done it once. Skip Bertman is the greatest college baseball coach
Of
ever.
all time.
And he did it one time.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
And no, in a different era,
Right.
In an era where actually it was easier.
You retained
to
more
Right.
talent.
That's right. It was
Not only that,
easier to win.
the way that it was set up was easier.
That's it.
Yeah. Of
That's what I'm
course.
saying. And you weren't. The SEC maybe had 3 or 4 teams at that point. Was LSU, Mississippi State.
That's
Who
probably
else?
the list.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Alabama. Alabama back in the day was pretty decent,
Mm-hmm.
but that you did not have 10 teams. Let's be honest. The SEC this year. Could you name? I mean, there could be an all SEC Omaha. With the way
I mean,
this
it's been an all-out battle in the
Yes,
conference.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you got teams like Mississippi State who get swept back-to-back weekends, LSU who gets swept back-to-back weekends, and I know we're having it down here, it's unbelievable. I mean, it is like I love looking at stats and I love looking at the standings every Sunday night after and just kind of see. And I'm sitting there thinking like this was going after the Tennessee weekend. What are we 6-6 after the Tennessee weekend?
Yep.
And even after getting swept at Ole Miss, I'm like, we're 2 games out of being like in 3rd or 4th place.
Right.
I mean, it's that close. Now, I just think, A&M, I think we just ran into a bunch
So they're
of-
much better.
Great
They're much
team.
better than
They
us.
are
Yeah.
very, very good. They're playing well right now, too. But that's a team that could go get
Oh.
That's the beauty of SEC baseball.
That's it.
Georgia swept Mississippi State. They look like the best team.
Yeah.
They lose 2 out of 3 at home to Florida.
Yeah.
Then Florida comes home and loses 2 out of 3 to Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn got swept by Alabama. Alabama just got swept by Texas. Like it all runs its circle, and
Texas
that's why
loses to Texas A&M.
I refuse to give up on this team. SEC baseball is crazy,
Yep.
and anything can happen at any point.
Yeah,
That's
Wyatt.
right.
It-
That's right.
it's
Let's
the
go,
best.
Wyatt. I like that.
Yep.
That's why you fit in well here, bud. That's it.
so
I don't fit in
Sunshine
many
pumping.
places.
Sunshine pumping.
Not something I've been good at in
I
my
gotta
life.
tell you, seeing you at the baseball game the other day, you really can tell you've lost a lot of weight.
Oh
You
yeah,
look
yeah.
great.
I know I have.
By the way, my wife absolutely loves you guys.
Oh, good.
Like
Good.
she's like, these guys are awesome. Like I'm like, you don't understand. And you've jokingly made the comment like we've changed your lives. or
It's not a
whatever.
joke.
It's not a joke.
Serious.
Not a joke.
I appreciate that. Charles appreciates that. It means a lot to us, and you guys have done a lot for us. And so, it's funny because when I was growing up and even starting my career at the LSU Alumni Association, I had a mentor or two that took me under their wings, and they always took care of me. And I always thought, like, if I can repay that favor to people, that's what I want to do.
No, it's been. We're not
Very thrilled to
joking.
be the
We're
product.
saying,
It's
like,
not a
literally,
joke.
like,
I don't mean I know you're not. I just don't want to.
No, of
I don't
course,
have this
of
cockiness
course.
about like I know I changed your life.
No,
that's
but
not
like
how I
literally
feel.
since we've been here, it's been awesome. Like going and watching the games and there with you guys and hanging out and even the baseball suite. Like we sat in section 104.
Oh my God.
On Friday night. And look, we love being in the crowd. Like we'll sit
yeah.
in 217 in the grandstands. We'll do
we
standing room
did
only.
standing room only.
Right, which is fine.
Fun.
But there are some sects of the stadium that are like
Oh my God.
SEC.
I know what you said. I just didn't like the way you said it.
Of the stadium that are like
Just means more.
maybe not your. And so like we sat in 104 and we were like, I don't think I've ever missed the suite more. than
What section
we're-
is 104? Where is
It's
that
the
at?
Down the right
bleachers
field
down right
line.
field line.
Yeah.
Just
They're
some,
just a handful of fans.
I
you know.
forgot about that.
This is gonna sound bad because I've never sat there, and so I'm like I've never. I am spoiled too, guys. Like
No,
I have
yeah.
sat in the suite. I've lived the sweet life, and it's great.
Well, it's nice to just be around like-minded individuals,
Right.
as opposed to like. And I looked at Noah. I was like, I think I've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle at this point.
Yeah.
And it brought me back to like the old me. I was like, I'm about to say something that I probably like haven't had to be this upset internally in a
Let's get in a
while.
fight.
Yeah, and I was like, this man would not stop saying asinine things. I was like,
Yeah.
one more thing, and I was
And
like, I'm gonna get up and walk. I'm
And
walking
he-
away.
And he's our fans, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
our
of
fans.
course.
That's the
That's-
worst, guys. Like
Yeah.
you hate
Terrible.
fighting with our own.
That's
fans.
why we like watching it
He
with you
said
guys.
so.
Because
Yes.
y'all are the same way as us. Where it's like, look, LSU. It's LSU.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
LSU.
That's it.
You can get upset. There are things that are annoying.
So that is why, for me, this past basketball season, and I know we jokingly said I love the Twitter battles and things like that, and I do. Don't get me wrong, But it's like, man, fighting with your own fan base is the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Like, I love that we've all, now with Will here, we've all become like, and Lane as well, like, we're all the hated, and we're all in this together. And now the North Carolina State and the Ole Miss fans, and so we're going at them. I mean, there are guys, I'm not joking with you all, that blocked me and did all this stuff, who sent me messages like, text. I guess they had my numbers. Like, can you please accept my request again? And I'm like, wow. I'm like, and like, I don't make a habit of blocking unless you start really personally attacking.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm like, here's the thing. Like, this is all in good fun. If I've offended anybody, I'm sorry. I just want LSU to be successful, and I know we can be, and that's the
I said it in the suite on Saturday. It literally is like your little brother who you talk shit to all day. I can't believe you fucking tattled to mom on me. And then you get to school and someone's like, your little brother's a punk. Hey, don't fucking talk about my little brother.
My little brother.
I'll beat the hell out of you. You talk about my little brother like that.
That's it. Yeah, it's funny. There's some
It's
guys.
just passion.
That's it. There's some guys on Twitter that I can call out right now that came at me, and I'm like, and now they're all sending me messages. Who are we getting, Jason? And I'm like, guys, I don't know. Like, I'm not, and even if I did, I'm not going to betray trust.
Right.
You'll see here soon.
We had the same conversation.
We got a lot of flack for that.
I put out the GIFs of Will yesterday, and somebody was like tweeted and said, or GIFs. They tweeted or they messaged me and they said, "Why so cryptic?" I was like, "There's a lot of cryptic messages out there." I was like, "I think I'm being the least cryptic. I'm at least giving you.
I'm at least showing you it's Will Wade,
a GIF of what's happening. I'm not just saying." Be ready.
That's right.
Or eyes. Like, I'm giving you something.
That's it.
I'm saying boot up. That tells you.
See, I like the cryptic because I thought for the longest time, like, I hate the cryptic shit.
Right.
It's so boring. And then when we were, like, the Lane Kiffin stuff was going on 3, I'm on the message boards. I'm not going to say who it was, like, but is in the know and knows things, came out and was like, yeah, Lane Kiffin signed the contract. He's coming. And I was like, well, that's not fucking cryptic at all. That's no fun. I don't want that. That's boring.
Mess with my feelings a little bit.
I want the cryptic shit.
I promise do that.
You like the cryptic stuff. No, please don't. Tell me the information.
The cryptic stuff is fun though. It
means something's happening.
It's like the J tiger emoji, right? Here we go. Something big's happening, right?
That's cryptic.
And when Ogeron used to say, "Hold that tiger," like I mean, like
the path to the boot.
The path to the boot.
No.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, there was no path. They're all doing it, and so it's fun. Like someone texted me yesterday. It's days like this where I hate and I love Twitter at the same exact time. I'm like, absolutely.
Well, it's funny because
my work day is shot.
There was news from different sports, and so everybody's like, "Is it baseball? Is it basketball?" It's like more than one sport.
And it was literally all three yesterday.
Football,
right?
baseball, and basketball all had news.
All had news.
And that's what
420, right? Was that 420
day? Yeah. We're going everywhere.
Lloyd, is that your day?
Jay Johnson's birthday.
That's right.
Shout out.
I don't think he partakes in the holiday.
Too focused. Cake for him.
Yeah.
That a cake for him. I wonder what kind of cake Jay Johnson eats.
We've been having this conversation.
We have. Actually.
He asks every game. He's like, "What does Jay eat?"
I've never seen him eat.
I've never seen him eat either.
So I just wonder what he likes.
What does he eat?
What does Jay Johnson eat?
Chew gum. I've seen him throw a pen.
It's so funny because I think he is.
I don't think he eats.
I think he's one of the best college baseball coaches ever. Right? I literally think he will compete with Skip when it's all said and done with the number of titles he will win. Seeing him in the dugout just so frustrated, the things where I really started loving Coach Johnson was after his first year. We went to Southern Miss, right? Mm-hmm. And his press conferences and his just, I just wanted to get to Omaha so bad for these guys, just so they could feel it. Like listening to him, I love listening to his press conferences and the things he says. And the way he sticks up for his guys. And so to hear the one he said this past week, where it was like, I did this, right? Like, it ain't going to happen again. I'm telling you. I'd be willing to take a bet right now with somebody that we will be in Omaha next year.
Yep.
He's going to go scorched earth.
Yes, 100%. He may spend his own money.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're allowed to do that, but I mean,
Well, Brian Kelly,
That's right.
Said he did.
That presser Friday night was eye-opening if you were paying attention.
Yes. We were at Christian's house watching Borat, and
definitely changed the mood.
Yeah, it hurt. Like we heard it play from his phone, and we were all like, "What did he say?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, that's not great."
Yeah. But it was real. But
it was real, and it was the time to do it.
It was very nice.
It's true
because people could have looked at it and been like, thought it was a PR move and he's trying to win the fans over. I was like, no, because if you watch it, you can tell like it's genuine.
That's it.
Like it's a real emotional. That's a real answer.
I think that's the perfect word, genuine. His press conferences to me have been genuine. I love him in Omaha when he sits and he gives them each dap. Like it's just there's something you could tell. His wife is all into when she the way she tweets out. I thought I had arrived the other day, guys. I got a like from Lloyd and Maureen Johnson on the same day, and I literally sent it to Lloyd. I said, I have arrived. Miss Johnson and Lloyd Courtney have liked a tweet of mine.
The first ladies of
I
LSU
don't even
football.
the first. I don't even remember what it was about, but both of you liked it.
Probably something good.
Yeah.
Well, and who would have thought? Me and you. You know,
There was such a hatred.
it did take about a month and a half to be like, I fucking hated you.
hated
I was
this
like,
guy.
what? I didn't even know that.
I know.
I was like, what did I do? You're like, I don't know what it was.
I don't know. It was the hair, and that's. I think it's jealousy there probably with the hair. But
I'm not bald.
the best is I get home Saturday night after the game, and Lori and I don't even know what we're doing, and she goes, does it really bother you that you're bald? I go, yes!
we were done with the conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, Lori, we talked about that like 3 hours ago. Why is this coming back up? And she's like, well,
looking
you know,
at your
you can
ad.
get plugs. I said, it's too far gone at this point. Like, I'm done. It's over. And so she's like, I don't think you need to shave it. So maybe we'll ask some of your listeners if we need to go full shaved or not here. But
I think if it stays like just like that.
yeah, I've got to keep the sides short because I believe when they get long, I start looking like Bozo the Clown a little bit here. It really, yeah. So,
Or we
You don't want to go like a little ponytail?
Oh, nice.
know?
oh, I don't know if I can grow that out, but this is my first time on this show. I left here and I walked out, and the guys were watching it in the other room, and they're like, "Some dude called you bald and fat," and I'm like, and then they said you didn't know anything about sports, and I'm like, they call me bald?
Yeah.
Like you can attack my knowledge of sports and being fat. It is what it is, right? And so, but bald? Am I really that? And I've been such a tall guy all my life, so I've never really people don't see it until I sit. But it is what it is.
Well, that's like when we went to the fights for my brother. I was what was he fighting? He was fighting against a Fiji. All the Fiji guys were behind us.
Yeah.
And so when he walked out, they started chirping, and I'm chirping back, obviously. And so after the fight, they're all looking at me and they're like, "Oh, you've got a tiny dick." And I was like, well, hey, they didn't call me fat. I mean, the dick thing, how could they know? I mean, they hit the nail on the head, but there's no way for them to know that. The fact that they didn't go directly to, you're a fat fuck, I must be looking slightly okay. I called Lloyd after. I was like, I must look good. Like, this is awesome. I'm feeling good.
Absolutely.
Took my shirt off at the pool the next day. Completely backfired.
Do we have a picture of what he was wearing the other day that y'all sent us?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Yeah. What was that all about?
Christian.
Do you want to put it on the screen?
Christian went to like
email it to you.
What's it called? The thing Christian went to the fraternity.
club?
Yeah, he went to a fraternity sorority event, something, and they wore
Tie-dye.
tie-dye
With the
shirts.
blind tie.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they wore tie-dye shirts, and he had the sleeves cut off. And for some reason, we're sitting at Chiba Hut, the sandwich restaurant there on
Very
Burbank.
good sandwiches, by
Very,
the
very
way.
good.
Very good.
So we're
Just a
sitting
day
there, and they're
early.
sitting by each other. Me and Lloyd are sitting at the bar, like just watching the Lakers and the Rockets and talking. And we look over, and for some reason, I don't know how he'll tell how it originated. We can see Wyatt and Christian swapping shirts.
Jersey swap.
So Christian puts on Wyatt's LSU shirt from the game, and Wyatt pops on Christian's tie-dye sleeveless shirt.
And then they acted like it wasn't a big deal.
But they just did it in the middle of the restaurant.
We also got outed by the bartender because Noah and I were talking about the Lakers game. We were talking about LSU baseball, and she's like, "What do y'all do? Like, y'all can't just like not do this." And then we were going back and forth with her. It's like, "And you're full of shit. So y'all must do something."
Well, I was like, yeah, those two over there, they work for us.
I just emailed it to you, Lloyd, so you can put it on the screen. But yeah, Christian had a date that I don't think he was being too nice to. Because as soon as we got there, he immediately zeroed in on me and just wanted
us
to start
there
talking
so
to
he
me.
could talk to us.
Right. And so then,
Poor girl.
I don't know
That's
what
what
it
I
was.
said.
She was really nice. I feel bad for her. But then I started looking at his shirt and I was like, I was making fun of him because it was like, you'll see it. It's like a tie-dye shirt with the sleeves cut off.
Look at this.
Yeah, there it
This
is.
is.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like,
Oh yeah.
I look like John
he
Lennon.
looks like John Lennon.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well,
I'm not
let's
sure you
do a
could've pulled
jersey
that-
swap.
I'm not sure you could have pulled that off 6 weeks ago.
I know, it's a perfect fit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got lucky there.
perfect is
I could have
relative.
looked. I could have ended up looking stupid.
Listen, like
Yeah.
like the question my brother would probably ask: what'd you order to eat?
I didn't order anything to eat.
Nothing to eat.
We just came from the suite, so we had just been eating.
Calorie deficit on
Christian
Saturday.
wanted us there, so we met Christian.
He was,
We
yeah,
didn't
he
realize
was drowning.
Christian wanted us there, so he didn't have to talk to his date. He wanted to talk to us.
That's what I said. I gave him a talk.
No, she was actually really nice.
She was very
I
nice.
talked to her a little bit while
And we talked to
Oldie and
Christian,
were sitting
handled
there.
it, and told him that he needs to be a
We had to
better
put him in
gentleman.
line. Yeah.
we got
How
him
old is
straightened
Christian?
20.
20. Okay. Is he? What year is he at LSU?
He's a junior.
Okay.
So it'll be a
By the way,
senior.
I'm not sure. Am I allowed to talk about like restaurants on here and everything?
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully they get a sponsor.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll shout out to Amigo Al's. We went.
I've been.
I went Sunday for lunch, and I'm not the kind of guy that conforms right away. So I let it, marinate for a little while, and I went. What were your thoughts on it?
I thought it was very good.
I thought
it was very nice.
Yes.
Only thing for me is it is way out there.
I think it is set up perfectly for the University Club Lexington Estates area,
Yes.
which is good for those people that live over there. I live over there, so it's nice that you can have a new place to go.
Right. You don't have
I
to go in
agree.
town.
I don't have to drive to Tio Javi's or one of
Yep.
these other places. I've heard great things about the fajitas. I've heard great things about the margaritas, the cheesy dip, things like that, even though you guys know I don't eat cheesy dips.
Yep.
But it was very, very good.
No,
so
it was
shout
good.
out to,
Shout out.
I think, Brandon Landry and those guys own it over there.
Very nice.
Oh, that looks
My thing
phenomenal.
was, so driving from Central was me and a
That's a long way for
group
you.
of my friends. We drove from Central. It was like a 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
So we drive all the way out there, and then they're like, so we eat, and we're like, all right, what are we gonna do now? You know what I mean? And then they were like, oh, we'll just head back home. I was like,
No.
not that, I mean, because the food was good. I was like, but
what's
we
right
just
around the
drove.
corner, right? You know what's right around the corner, right? LeBear's.
That's where we went.
Okay, all right.
So I was like, we're not. I was like, I can guarantee you, I didn't just drive out here just to eat
chips
and go
and
back.
salsa.
Right, because it was good. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
but like. It was a far drive.
That
I
is
was
a
like,
long drive
and
from
so
Central for
I was like,
sure.
honestly, it's not that far from the casino, so we spun by.
But it
Little
is
Burge.
perfect for that.
It is. It's
Because
great.
there's nowhere to go.
No, there's really not, and there's a couple of Mexican restaurants on Bluebonnet that you can get into.
Yeah.
But this place is so close. I was so pleasantly surprised too. It was a Sunday at around brunch time. I thought it would be a little bit more packed, and then I thought about it. I said, it's a little ways out for people if you're not in the University Club Lexington Estates area, and so that was a good spot for that.
I think it's going to absolutely crush because of that.
too.
Like
I do too.
For me, the only times I go out there is if Mikey invites me to play golf. But it is like when you make that drop, I used to live in Nicholson Lakes.
Okay.
So I'm like, I know that area, and there's
Yeah.
there's LaBerge.
That's it.
They
Yep.
whenever I lived there, they just built that gas station. Like
By LeBear's.
Yeah. And that was a huge deal for us because we had to go a while to go get gas. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is awesome.
That
That's
gas
going to be
station,
the same
that
thing.
gas station has really good food too.
It
by the
does.
way.
Yeah.
They have really good.
But that was the only place you could eat.
That's it. That's it. Now there's a boudin shop in there. There's a
Yep.
donut shop in there. But apparently the new Harveston stretch is going to have kind of a Perkins Row feel apparently. So
Okay.
that'll be nice. It's supposed to add a lot of homes, so it'll drive traffic up. But supposedly going to have some new restaurants and shopping, etc. So.
One day-
traffic is good for my business, by the way. Just an FYI.
Yeah.
So if you've been hurt in an accident, come see us at Southern Regional.
Southern Regional.
What were you going to say?
Oh, that one day in my lifetime, I hope. There we go.
Yes, sir. Southern Regional.
That
Locations in
is-
Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Shreveport.
Ah,
There it is,
Yes,
right there.
Yes.
the big three.
Yes. One day in your
Go
life.
Count out Alexandria on the come up.
We used to have one in Alexandria. I believe Charles, before I started working here, Charles had something in Chucky Sunshine had something in
A-Town?
In A-Town, and I don't think it worked out for us. I just don't think there was enough traffic.
It's the
I think
circle. It's the
Alexandria is
circle.
like when you
The
drive
circle's
through.
too efficient.
Yes.
Yes.
The circle's too
What
good.
about New Orleans? What if I get in an accident in New Orleans? Where am I going to
Get
go?
your ass
All
in
right,
the car
well,
and
I
come
will
here.
tell you that we used to own and operate offices in New Orleans, and
Okay.
then the business split. And so there is a sister company, per se, that's in New Orleans. I'll give them a shout out. They do a really good job. Metropolitan Health Group. That was our former company. That was who we were before Southern Regional Medical Center. They do a really good job in New Orleans. If you're in that area, they've got locations in Metairie and West Bank, etc. So
Boom.
you can go there as well.
There you go.
We're not affiliated with them, so if it doesn't go well, I didn't tell you to go there.
Well, no, I want to come. I want to come here. I
You
want
might
to
as
be.
well just-
I want to
Baton
be
Rouge,
medically
Lafayette,
examined
Shreveport.
by Charles Harvey or Jason Ramadan.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah,
do
don't
that
think that's how it
personally.
works.
We actually have real.
Okay,
doctors.
I'll take BJ's fine.
No. BJ.
Wait, you want to what?
We don't do that here, Wyatt. Okay.
Where do you do it?
we don't do that at all.
Sweet. Real doctors.
Real
doctors.
solutions.
Downstairs.
Real solutions, not by accident.
There you go.
You like that?
Love that.
like
That's
that.
actually
That was
really
very
good.
good.
It took me a second there.
We used to be called the gold standard of injury health care.
Hell yeah.
But now we're
not the LSU.
platinum standard. You know?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I would agree.
Yeah. But no, I'm sorry if I interrupted anything today.
No,
I
this is-
haven't
no,
been on in a
we
while.
enjoy
That's the
the
thing
show
about
the
like
most.
y'all changing our lives. From about 9:45 when we get done talking about sports to
just-
like 10:10, 10:15, we're literally kind of just like
Waiting.
bullshitting, waiting for
For the
one of
door
you
to
to
open.
walk in.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so as soon as we
Restarts
hear
the
that
energy.
door, as soon as we hear that door, we're like, oh, here we go.
Let's do it.
Here we
Because
go.
I don't ever feel. Lloyd told me this the other day. He goes, "I thought you would come on more."
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't want to ever interrupt. Or
No,
interfere
we're
with
not
anything.
doing anything
And
that important.
Okay, well, good. Well, I'll be more. I enjoy it.
9:45 and on, not really 9:30 and on. We're just talking and waiting for the door to open.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Well, Charles is Chucky Sunshine is actually at football practice today. He
Okay.
just-
Oh, really?
So
he
is
sent me-
Christian.
See, okay. Well, maybe they're
Oh,
hanging out.
no.
He sent me a
no.
message a little while ago, and he said, "I'm at practice. Just giving you a heads up. I think it was the.
You have to go on
Oaks."
the pod today.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, I'll do my duties today, and we'll go talk LSU basketball. And so my question to him, which I'm waiting on a response back, I've not gotten, is how do we look?
Yeah.
He hasn't responded yet. So
That's right. He's got to wait till practice is over to say anything.
that's
true.
right. That's
You know,
right.
gotta-
So you guys have been out to practice, right? I
Yes,
mean, I
I've
have
been
not-
out there.
I have not been out there once.
Christian's out there, been out there the last couple of weeks. But I mean, they look how you would expect. And I've told a lot of people because people were like, "Why is the defense ahead of the offense?" I was like, "That's how football usually works." And also,
They're good.
If it was the inverse and the offense was ahead of the defense, I would be
be
extremely
nervous.
concerned.
That's right.
Because the defense is returning players, returning the entire staff, and has continuity. So they should be comfortable and in a rhythm. Offense is literally, I could name 5, 6 people that returned
Yeah.
from last year's team. 5, 6, or 7.
So-
Wyatt, right?
They had a good day on Saturday, though.
Yeah, they did.
let's
Offense
think-
had a good
Turning the
day.
corner.
Let's think about this for a second. If our defense is good,
Right.
we know Lane Kiffin's offense is
Yes.
going to be good. Like
Yes.
we don't have to worry about
It's
that
the
at all.
perfect.
That's it. And so if our defense is ranked 20th in the league, I mean 20th in
If
the
you have the
country,
defense you
or-
had last year and Ole Miss's offense, you're in the college football playoff.
that's it. That's 100%.
I got very excited driving. I don't know. It was the announcement of the LSU football commitment. Then I started looking at the class that could come in. Like, well, for the first time in my life, there's not really a hindrance as to why not LSU. Like, I understand, like, oh, you want to go play for the brand, all these different deals, but there's always a catch. Like, I don't see him fitting in Les Miles' offense. And it was Braylon Calais. I don't know how much he's actually recruiting. There's a reason to come to LSU now, not only for all of the things that it already had, but you actually have a full-blown system on both sides. This is good for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, they could be good for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing has set up nicely to be really, really special. I mean, we have a
We deserve it, by the way. It's been through hell. I mean, it's not. Your year's not going very good if you have to fire 2 coaches.
That's right. That's right.
It's not so maybe turn it into a positive thing.
To that point, Lloyd, think about once baseball season is over and everybody kind of gets over the sticker shock, and maybe we do make a run at it. We get into a regional or whatever. But let's just say when that thing's over after the SEC tournament, the excitement level leading into that Clemson game, okay, fall camp, SEC media days, all that stuff leading into that. Then the excitement leading into basketball season with Will. Then the excitement leading into another year with Mulkey, another year with Jay Clark, who's going to be amazing. And then Jaden is not resting. And
Revenge
so
tour.
This is going to be, to me, could possibly be, and I don't want to, I think we've had our worst men's sport year
That
that you
In
can
a while.
remember. Yeah. To now going into potentially
The best
ever.
Yeah.
And I mean, if my wife's been at the athletic department for 5 years now, and this is the first year that we won't, unless maybe softball or somebody win, we won't win a national championship. Have we won a national?
Oh, in her last 5 years?
Yeah, we haven't won a national championship. I think every year she's been at the athletic department, we've won a national championship. This is, I think, the first year we haven't won a national championship.
Women's basketball, gymnastics, baseball twice. Yeah, it was a hell of a run.
It was a run.
Yeah, they were on a run.
The only thing that's, I guess, whenever you look at it, you'd be like, oh, that like your worst run in men's athletics in probably the last 20 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Just everything combined. But you knocked it out the park with who you got.
Gosh.
Like that's why everybody's like, it hasn't been that bad of a year, actually.
So, from Verge's standpoint, right, as the AD, and
he could take a 10-month vacation.
yes, and President Roos as well. Like the things they've accomplished. you got your guy in both ones. Like, that's never
Never
happened
happens.
either, right? Like,
No, LSU always finds a way to screw it up.
that's it.
Just to get it wrong.
I remember sitting. I think I had just started working here, and I was in Gatlinburg for Thanksgiving weekend, and we were hiring Tom Herman.
Yep.
Right. Everybody like, oh, Tom Herman is was it between Jimbo, Tom Herman, and maybe Ogeron was like the
he's
Break
there.
glass in case of emergency.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Tom Herman was being announced.
It was on the bottom line of the it was
ticker.
during the Thanksgiving
It
game.
was
That
during
are
the
like
game against
breaking.
16. Yeah.
LSU was hired, and I was like, okay, Tom Herman. I was like, I guess this is real. Like, there's nothing more official than that to me.
And I'll be honest with you, I thought that was going to be an amazing marriage.
Mensa member.
That's it. And
Boy, has he fallen off.
wow,
That would have been a disaster.
it would have been an absolute disaster. And then you get Ogeron, and then we have 2019, and you're feeling like, holy cow.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy cow.
This is what it's supposed to be like. I know that's being selfish, but
This is our guy. He wants to be here. He's one of us. He's not leaving us to go to Alabama. And then it falls apart. And you're like, and I think for me as an LSU fan, 46 years old, I've been an LSU fan all my life, I just want consistency, right? Like, you just want to be Georgia or Ohio State, or you want to be consistently good. And I know people always say you can't be good at everything, but why not? Why can't you? And I know now it's a little different because of the money side of things. But there is money in Louisiana. There is money in LSU alums. We've got a great alumni base. I used to work there. Trust me. There is money in Houston. There is money in Atlanta. There's money in Dallas. There's money in Southern California. You can find Lloyd Cook back in the day, who has been one of the top 5 most influential alums to ever come to be at LSU. They named the Alumni Center after him, the hotel after him. I mean, there's some guys out there.
it's not by accident that it's called the Lloyd Cook.
That's right. That's right. The best was we would do like test marketing. And so me and BJ, who worked there as well, we would drive around campus and we would ask students, hey, do you know where the Alumni Center is? And nobody knew where the Alumni Center was. I'd say, you know where Lloyd Cook is? And they know where Lloyd Cook is. And I'm like, so you know the name, but you don't know what it's actually the building.
What it is.
Yeah. And so Lloyd Cook, boy, what an awesome dude. Member of Augusta.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, so I used to get to go to Augusta National with him, and that was awesome. He would go play leading up to the tournament, or after the tournament. I think so I was like, can I just go one time with you to go play? Never got a chance to, but they don't, you don't ride carts in Augusta, right? Like you walk. He had a cart.
Oh, wow.
He had a cart.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's when you know you played it too much.
And this is a guy, guys, that lived in Sherman Oaks, California, and ate at Spago every night and things like that. And when he would come to town, we'd go and he wanted just to go get like a hot dog at Sonic.
Yeah.
And like I was like, you want some ice cream? Let's go. Ice cream from Sonic. And I'm like, this guy
Should have sent him my way.
Yeah, you'd have loved him.
Blown his mind.
You'd have loved him. And I used to have to drive him around, and so just to sit there and listen to that guy talk. I mean, like, you want to talk about stories? Man.
I can only imagine.
I've never even.
Lloyd's coming off of Augusta High still.
Yeah.
From the Masters, and then last week we had
cooking.
a chef from the Masters. We did a little cooking show that we're going to post. But so we had a Masters meal, and then now you talking about the Masters. Lloyd's just
How'd you play Sunday? How'd you play? Did you play golf?
Oh, good. Played with Mikey. Yes.
Okay.
We both.
They tied.
Tough conditions. Yeah, allegedly we tied.
Wind.
It was very windy, a little rainy,
Yeah.
but. And if you've ever played U Club, like if it's windy, it gets hard. Like it is
It's
not
already
the
hard, right? Like it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the easiest course in the world. Greens are fast, all those things. If you put it in the wrong spot, you're in jail.
Yes.
But the wind was blowing a lot, and we looked up at. I think we shot like 42 on the front, both of us, and we looked at like that's really good for considering what we were playing. It's like we hit the ball better than that, and we didn't score very well. But I was like, I'm pretty pleased with how I played, and so it was good. Me and Mikey have never played well together at the same time. We have played the course a little differently, gotcha. I would say. I don't think you'll see two people that play differently.
So do I get a commitment from you today to play with us for the Rougarou tournament?
Absolutely.
I need a fourth, and I need somebody that can play. And so I'm getting you guys out there to do your show that day. So we're working on that, and Lloyd's playing with us. And here's the thing. We're gonna get you on like a golf cart to ride with us, and like
100%.
Like this will be fan. This will be a fun day.
Awesome.
This will be a fun day.
We've got little clip-on mics we can pop on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll even take the sacrifice, and I might even drink.
Sure, whatever.
By the way, did you say you were in Gatlinburg for Thanksgiving when that happened? So was I.
The same time?
Same exact time. I remember the day before Thanksgiving.
What's in Gatlinburg?
What's Gatlinburg?
My brother was playing for JPRD football, big football tournament, Thanksgiving every year. And so my brother was playing, so I was up there.
First off, Gatlinburg is
phenomenal. Especially for Thanksgiving.
Yes. Let's pull up the Gatlinburg CBB context here.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just tell you, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Great.
Like, if you want a nice, relaxing
Never
vacation.
been.
Now, I'm a travel guy, clearly, Mr. Fun's Travel.
Mr. Fun's Travel.
But it's funny because Chucky Sunshine does not like Gatlinburg. He makes fun of us.
Really?
For going. He's not. You need to talk to him about that.
Oh, Gatlinburg's the strip is so much fun.
It's awesome. And like the food, like the restaurants.
Not bad.
The pancake pantry.
Pancakes are good.
Yes. I mean, like there's bears. I mean, it's you're in the
yeah.
Smoky Mountains. Like
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning and there's smoke. I mean, it's beautiful. Like
No, yeah.
rent yourself a cabin, Lloyd. This has got you written all. Look at this. There it is, man.
I would not think it would
It's just funny that you said that because I literally vividly remember the day before Thanksgiving being at the Dick's restaurant, the one where they make fun of you.
Oh, Last Resort.
Last Resort.
Yes,
and
yes.
my dad is on his phone reading like Tiger droppings saying, I think they're going to hire Tom Herman. They're going to hire Tom Herman. He's telling me and then the next day it came out.
Yes.
So I vividly remember being there. It's funny that you mentioned that.
So the men's basketball team was in the Bahamas, I believe, playing against. I believe we lost to Wichita State that night. I sound like my brother. We had lost to Will Wade's VCU team, or Will's team was there. This was the year before we hired Will, and it's funny because I asked Will when we hired him the first time. I said, "You were in that tournament in the Bahamas." I mean, it was in Atlantis, the Atlantis tournament, and he said, "I remember watching y'all and thinking this team. There's so much potential at LSU." Mm-hmm. And so in his first press conference, he talked about that. Like I've identified LSU as a sleeping giant. He talked about how he was there, and he said, "I could just see like you guys got like some athletes, and you got some things
and travel, like people care,
and people care." Mm-hmm. That's why we started Mr. Fun's Travel because of Will Wade. Honestly, I may have told that story before, but we started it because we went to the LSU basketball team in his first year went to Maui.
Yeah,
we beat Michigan, and there were 7 LSU fans there.
Wow,
that's not an easy place to get to.
Of course,
right?
Yeah.
But 7 LSU fans there, and he came up to me in our football suite actually, and he said, "I need your help. We want to go to more tournaments every year, but I've been told we have to bring fans." And I knew when you worked at the Alumni Association. Yeah, we can do something. So we put together Mr. Fun's Travel, and we started basketball travel. And our first trip, actually, there's some pictures of it probably in Orlando. And let's see, where's you can see some from Jamaica. Yeah, that's the Orlando. That's the first trip we ever went on with the basketball team. That's my brother, by the way.
Shout out.
That's a great shirt.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? But yeah, no, it's that was there's Chucky Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah. So this is when we were again, and this is LSU basketball was just starting, right? We had a Thanksgiving lunch with the team. We flew with the team. It was a great trip.
That golf course.
Oh yeah, man, that's the Marriott World Center in Orlando. But yeah, that's where Boot Up was really kind of invented. There's Anthony Piazza, the Musgroves, Gus Piazza.
Oh man,
yeah, good group of people. Yeah, that was us. BJ and I are the owners of
the tip of the spear.
That's it. So, but yeah, we've done a lot of trips with basketball. We've done Jamaica. We've done. We went to the Sweet 16, and so we're going to do more now that Will's back. Now that people are excited about it again, he actually told me.
Can't wait.
Yeah, you guys are in. So
change our lives.
That's it. So, man, I feel like this has been an advertisement for me today.
It's great.
That's why we're here.
Man, I tell you what, Charles has lost a lot of weight.
Yes, he has.
Saw some
You're
pictures of
looking at
him.
he
Well, the one before this, the Sweet 16.
Look at that picture of him right there.
This one right here where he's sitting down. I mean, look at that. It looks like me.
It does. There
Maybe that's why
Go back. Go back.
That
look at
one
him there. Look at him.
Yeah,
there.
that one. And then keep going. That one right there. Go back.
There. Yeah, go back one more.
That
okay.
one.
I don't even recognize him.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's in Nashville at the bar after. That's the year we won the SEC and Will was suspended.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a somber experience? And we lost to Florida.
Yeah, in the SEC.
In the 1-8 game or whatever.
I was watching it.
Who hit the shot?
In my entrepreneurship class, my junior year of high school.
I was watching in journalism.
I had my phone pulled up and I was watching it. And I was so mad. Nas Reed played excellent.
He played
He did.
fantastic.
He played excellent.
Tremont was a little off. Javante was reinstated for that game. Actually, the funny thing is when they presented us with the trophy, the SEC championship trophy. Sankey looked like he did not want to give it to us.
Of course
like
not.
he almost threw it at us and like turned. And it was just this weird. I've been to the SEC tournament for 15 straight years.
Yeah.
When they present the trophy, it's pomps and circumstance.
right.
There's pictures. He like threw it at us and walked out of the way. It was like he was disappointed that he gave us the cheaters, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Persona non
there's some we've had some great trips, and it's been better. It's going to be better that Will's back.
Yeah.
But
that's the other
you
reason he
guys-
came
very
back.
exciting.
He understands what that is. You don't have to pitch him Mr. Fun's travel.
That's it.
It's like, no, I want that.
I know
Like,
Mr.
built
I
that.
know
Yeah,
Mr. Fun.
That's exactly right. He created Mr. Fun. He says he said we put the FU in fun, Jason.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
That's my coach.
That's it.
That's
our
awesome.
guy. So
It should be fun moving forward.
that's it.
Very
That's
much
it.
so
That's it.
with Kiffin, Wade, Mulkey, Johnson, Clark, and
We
all.
finally
the,
get going.
I said it. Verge, we talked about it. Verge has literally, they could put a statue of Verge as
Yep.
the best AD ever in the history of LSU for the guys that he has on staff, right? Whether he gets credit for it or not,
Right.
he's still the AD.
And it doesn't even matter really what they do because, look, I did my job. These are the two people that everybody wanted. If you didn't get them, it would be disappointment. I understand.
Has
I went and
anybody-
got both.
Right. I would love to know. There's always going to be a segment of the population, but who is really mad about either Lane or Will?
Nobody.
Like,
I don't think anybody.
As an LSU fan, how can you be mad about those
you're
guys? I mean, it's just, and they're both different guys, but they're going to win. Like their whole life is just around winning, and it's so funny when I see some highlights from football practice, and I watch Lane like working with the wide receivers, and I see the little I can't name I don't know the name of the actual route, but this little in route where they cut back out, and I'm like,
A little whip route.
yeah, we haven't run that in 10
Ever.
years, right? And I'm like, oh my god, and
Or to see a coach out there doing it with you.
Right.
It's like, oh, look, he's coaching.
Yes.
Like, it used to be somebody that just kind of walked around.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, Lane Kiffin knows what he's talking about and can run through it with you, and you have to listen to it. He's like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And it's just that's been the most refreshing is to see him out at practice. He's like, he sees something, he says something. It's not just go get water or blow the horn.
right, blow the
Like,
horn.
Right.
I feel
That's
like
all
that's a-
like, ugh. This is much different.
Yes, it's just different.
It's just
man.
different.
Just different.
Just
I don't even think he knows what he stumbled onto when he said that, but it's
No.
now I think it's been a revelation for like
Everybody.
LSU continuously like, wait, it is just different.
Yeah.
That's right. He's right.
That's exactly right.
And I think it's telling. If you listen to any of the players' press conferences, they all say it.
They're all starting to realize
every
it.
single player says it in their little media sessions or whatever. The recruits that come on visits, when you read like the recruits' reaction to, they all say it. So I think that's the biggest thing is like not only is he saying it, the players, the guys who actually matter, are grasping onto it as well.
Well, and it's not lip service. Once you put that into the air,
Right.
and then you
Yeah.
can kind of see like they've been on different visits.
Well, and
they've been around to other colleges. Like this is different.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, just sign.
it's actually really
That's
smart.
it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
It is. Very smart. So it's exciting. It is
Yeah,
a lot of fun and sunshine.
We were not in a
ahead.
great spot because the Jake Brown news just dropped,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, this is a good show.
There
like,
is still
now-
good stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Even with the sad.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's sad to say that we probably won't see Jake Brown in a
I know.
a uniform
He can
again.
pitch.
Can he pitch?
He was a pitcher coming out of high school.
It was a broken hamate.
Who's
though.
gonna
What was
play
that?
Which
right
hand?
I don't know.
Who's going to play right field?
I think you get to see Mikey Matuk 2.0 go out there.
William Patrick,
They
the
look
young
alike.
freshman that goes out there. He's a base runner majority of the time.
Yeah.
He'll get out there.
Here's the thing. There is silver linings to all these things, right? And again, that's my life is always about
course.
glass half full. These guys who may have been considering transferring because they didn't think they were going to be given a shot.
Gonna
are
get
now
an
given-
opportunity.
And let's see. I mean, if this year is where we think, unfortunately, it is, maybe it is time to just start building for the future.
Yeah.
And let's see what this kid can do. Let's see what's the other kid, the kid maybe that came from Catholic, Harden or whatever.
Daniel
Harden.
You know, those guys can be given a chance and
Get an opportunity.
yeah. It's
Well, and like with Cooper Moore, I mean, the silver lining is, look, as much as it sucks he's out for this season, he'll be back next year.
he'll be back next
You know,
year.
and so there
This
is
pitching staff next year.
right. You return all three starters.
So
Very
it's
big.
not Tommy John for Cooper Moore, right?
No,
No.
it was what was it?
He had a
It's a fractured elbow or like what is I forget what it is.
So it's
Yeah.
not
See if
like
I
a
can pull it up.
no, it's not. It's I think they said 4 or 5 months.
So he'll be back.
So
hopefully.
you get Cooper Moore back, you get
Gibson
Schmidt back,
Evans,
you can
Schmidt.
kind of slot them into the starting rotation,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Kaysen,
You
if
see
they
what
want to
they do
have
with
the
Kaysen.
discussion about maybe moving him back into that high leverage closing role, or do you want to give him another shot in the rotation?
It's funny because when I watch us play other teams now, I'm literally thinking Jay's going, okay, he'll be on our team next year.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be on our. Like I was watching A&M this weekend, going, okay, that guy who's a freshman will probably be playing for LSU.
He's getting a phone call.
Yeah. That's it.
It's the same thing with like Will Wade peeking at LSU all these
Yeah.
things. Like,
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're thinking ever. It's like, they're like, I wouldn't think that that's what they're doing, but it's also when you're at a mid-major and you're like, I haven't thought about LSU
Speaking
before.
of that, was the North Carolina State fans, and I'm sure they're not. Maybe they're listening to us right now. All those North Carolina State fans who said he bought his old house again, he did not. All that bullshit. That he was worried about the LSU job in December and January. That guy focuses on his task at hand, and he was worried about North Carolina State. I can promise you that. And I get it. And the best thing he said in this press conference was when he said, "I guess for a guy that was not a very good coach, they sure are upset." I agree with him. Like
he
that,
couldn't help himself.
Yeah, I know.
He did so. I mean, I love that he said it because that's the Will Wade that I know and love.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even whenever they announced that when he was in the car, and then like y'all are gonna get back to this again. I'm not gonna say anything.
I learned my lesson. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better.
And then he gets to the press conference. It was Will Wade. And then everybody was excited, and he was excited, and then then there's he has one in him.
Yeah.
And he's like, yep. And he's like, yes, good, do it. You're allowed to do that here.
Yes, have fun, make jokes.
Oh, Chucky Sunshine's giving us a.
Oh, here we go.
Can we
He's behind Christian. He's behind Christian in the car right now.
Hold on.
Tell him you're live on the air.
I'm live on the air right now with the guys.
Ask him if he's behind a black Honda Civic right now.
You're behind a blonde Honda Civic, a black Honda Civic. So they say you're behind Christian right now. Yes, he is. Yeah, that's Christian.
Look at the Tingle and Co. brigade.
He's pulling up. His sensors are going off. All right,
He can hear the young boy probably.
Yes.
All right, bye.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, guys.
He literally said, because Hunter Hall in the chat said, "Did you see Chucky Sunshine?" He said, "Yes, he's behind me in the car right now. Big black Cadillac."
That's him.
That's him.
That's Chucky Sunshine.
Probably cussing Christian the entire. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
This fucking Joker.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he Hey, you got to. Okay, so I know he goes at you pretty good.
No, I love it.
But no. I know.
Yeah.
And it's all in good fun, right?
Of
Go
course.
back at him, but the way he talks, I say it all the time. Like, I'll be like, "What are you fucking talking about?" He's, "I don't talk like that." Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I'm getting
It's
better
exciting.
at doing different impressions. I'm not bad. I have a couple good
impressions. We did have a $5 super chat from Reese Dean, who says, "Give me Daniel Harden
Okay.
in right field
For $5,
So
you
we'll
can
see.
have
He'll
him
be
play.
considered.
5 claps, ready."
You get 5. You get the number of claps for the number of
dollars.
Somebody send in $100 one.
Yeah,
right
we'll do
now.
100
We will do
claps.
100 claps.
We would.
We did it one
We've
time.
done
I think.
this jersey here, the Free My Boy jersey, was crowdfunded through our chat.
Okay.
So everyone, we were like, it's $120 on Fanatics for us to order this jersey,
Customize it.
and YouTube takes half of a super chat. So we were like,
Okay.
you have to send $2, and people just started sending money. And so one guy sent $75, and so we 75 claps.
So the super chat thing that
Uh-huh.
you pay and then you get
Yeah,
read
so-
on.
Yep.
So he sent $5.
Okay.
So
okay.
we get half of the 5. YouTube gets half. We get half.
Nice.
So-
Nice.
I don't
Keep
know.
supporting
Put it back
these
on
guys.
the show.
We love a super chat.
Keep supporting these guys. Listen, the best podcast in town.
There we
Obviously,
go.
I'm partial to them because they're in our building, but these guys really do it. You want to talk about hardworking kids, young men? They do an awesome job, man. Like, that
Young.
Young.
Yes, young. My wife goes, "What does Lloyd do for a living?" I go, "No,
This
is
is
She goes,
it.
No, he's got to do something else. I go, "No, this is his life.
This has to work.
I said, "No." I said, "Noah coaches basketball." I said, "Wyatt's still in school. Lloyd, this is it for Lloyd."
Yep.
Like if things don't work out, Lloyd, we'll probably find you a spot down here. You could be a nurse practitioner or
Yes.
something, right?
It's not working.
Oh God! Don't get in an accident.
It's not working out.
Yeah, I could be like Patches, the doctor.
Oh my!
Just,
Imagine Noah gets in his car accident. And Lloyd walks in. What are you fucking bummed out today?
Yeah. Oh.
I used
now-
to love Patches.
And now we've got a team dog. in
Yes,
studio.
Team dog.
for sure.
He came in last week, did a good job, and
You saw that?
and
Presenting.
was requested back.
I think you might need to go to the
Huh,
bathroom.
buddy? You need to go potty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treat.
Yeah, we always went to treat.
Oh, do it again.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Quit
stretching.
Showing
That
off.
dog
Yeah.
that dog is skinny too. Like,
Yeah, he
like,
is.
like in good.
He's in good shape.
He has to go
Good
run the
job.
lakes all the time.
He's gonna start chomping at me. What?
Wanna go outside.
He's got to stay in good shape because Noah really only uses him to pick up girls.
That's right.
He doesn't.
just
act-
winked
he
at
doesn't
me.
actually.
He
love
just
him.
winked at me.
What do you
He
need?
does.
We've had some discussions about Tucker now.
What do you need?
Tuck.
It wouldn't be out of character for Tuck.
Personality.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Outside.
He's talking.
He wants to be on the microphone.
You want to talk?
Can you say boot? Can you say boot up?
Boot up.
Say boot up. Say
Uh,
boot up, huh?
Okay.
Oh, knock down the
knock down the
SRM.
SRM.
Tuck. Get him out of here.
Out.
Yeah.
Out.
You are no longer
Bad
allowed.
dog.
You are not.
Sit. Sit down.
Okay.
There you
dog.
go. There you go.
Do you want a little zen?
No.
Don't
He's got treats over there.
look at me. I'm not your daddy.
Here, you want a treat?
My dog does that. Last night I was
What
on
kind of
my
dog
way
do you
home,
have?
so I stopped and got some Raising Cane's, and my dog loves Raising Cane's French fries, man. Shout out Todd Graves. Keep giving.
Oh, do you think your dog knows that it's like
Oh,
Cane's?
100%. She knows it's Cane's because she's an LSU fan, right?
Right,
So
but you think she knows she's supporting another dog?
She does not eat Burger King fries. I'll
That's
tell you
right.
that. Yeah.
That's a good. Okay, see,
yeah.
I'm not a big Cane's fries guy, but I respect that she's anti Burger King because they
Yes.
don't have the best fries.
Yes,
The croissant sandwich, best item
They
in all
do
of
not
fast
have the
food.
best fries. They're terrible, right?
Burger King?
fries,
No, they're not.
I get
They're-
onion rings.
They used to
Ah.
be better, still not great,
They
and
have
then
a
they went to
distinct
the.
taste.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it
It's
leaves
something
an
different,
aftertaste.
yes.
It Yeah. is
It's
odd.
like this weird.
I don't know what it is. It
Layer.
doesn't
Well,
taste
they
like
went to
French
the
fries.
big thick fries for a while,
Yep.
and now they're a
big,
little bit
thick
thinner,
fry.
but they're not as good. They're still not good.
They have a distinct taste.
They are the worst. Like out of the big three, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, they are the worst fries.
And the thing is, I bet
well, I would the biggest three. I would the biggest foe. Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about the fact that Lloyd doesn't eat Taco Bell?
I think that is crazy.
that's crazy.
Can we?
I
Get
do
a,
think
what
that's
is it called? A
crazy.
super chat?
We need a super chat.
We need
Yeah.
a
it's
super
not the
chat.
price point. It's a different day after Taco Bell, I'd imagine. That's all I've ever heard.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You just have to get the right things. You have to get. You need a cheesy gordita crunch. You need a quesarito. No, that actually will give you the shits. Don't eat the quesarito. It's delicious. It's worth it.
I've never had a
You need-
quesarito. What is a quesarito?
Burrito
It is-
wrapped by a quesadilla.
Yes.
Oh shit.
But I don't know that he would like it because there is melted cheese.
Okay, I don't like melted cheese. Yeah.
The Cinnabon Delight. You need to get some of those. Phenomenal.
Is that the cinnamon twist?
No, these are.
Oh.
It's like a little donut hole basically, but it's like a churro outside, cinnamon coated,
Okay.
and then on the inside there's like a little
bit
like
of cream.
splooge of cream,
God.
and it's
Splooge.
oh
Never
my
really
gosh,
did
it's
anything like that.
phenomenal.
But y'all are not Mexican pizza guys, right? Like I'm a Mexican.
I've never had
Oh,
one.
that's the quesarito right
Yeah,
there.
it's
That
so
looks
good.
awful.
Okay, that does look pretty
It's
good.
so
Awful.
Awful.
It's going to look
Is
like
the
that in
cheese
about
loose?
25
Like, is the
seconds.
cheese
It is
really loose?
well the cheese on the outside is like shredded cheese that is melted, but I think if I'm not,
There's a
isn't there
cheese
nacho
sauce.
cheese on the inside,
And
Noah?
sour cream.
Do what?
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, that's what I don't
Is
think
that
you
not
would
the
like.
gordita sauce? You know the
They do
gordita.
have
What?
gordita sauce on there as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't even know what you're eating.
See, I've never had a Mexican pizza,
Pull that up.
so
real quick.
I would love to try one. I've just never had it, so I can't give a real opinion.
Now he has had Mexican pie.
I have had taco pizza. Yes.
Taco pizza.
Taco pizza. Chucky Sunshine loves him a taco pizza.
Yeah.
Which was odd because he
I
doesn't
felt-
like this. So I thought that this would be a safe thing for him to have.
Charles doesn't like the Mexican pizza.
Which is shocking
He does not. I know. It's crazy because
of how
it's very similar.
right.
Beefy 5-layer is another good one. Shout out Glimmer.
And this
There you
is
go.
somewhat of a Mexican restaurant,
How
I guess.
many? Someone asked me this the other day. How many followers do? Look at that right there. That's. I mean,
It is good.
when it's cut into 4 squares.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Tucker, no.
There's cheese on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Not
I mean,
a
yeah.
cheesy sauce.
Right, but it's shredded
It's
cheese
shredded
that's
cheese
like
that's
melted.
melted, yes.
Right. I'm
this is
sure
what
it's
they-
not going to be bad.
No, it's good. It
Now,
is
okay,
good.
wait. Is that's a soft taco shell?
No.
I mean, that's what I meant. A hard taco
Yeah, that's
shell.
a hard
Okay,
taco
that's what I
sh-
meant to say.
It's a tostado shell.
Right. The flat one. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And so.
I'm
yeah.
sure I would like it. Like
This
there's
is what
not
they look
many
like.
things.
That's actually what it looks
That's
like.
what it looks
Okay.
like.
Which looks delicious.
It still looks fine.
And you
yeah,
add
yeah.
some sauce to it. Some of the I'm not the fire sauce guy. I actually like
The
mild.
Diablo.
But
Mild's good.
the mild's good, right? It gives it a nice flavor. But yeah,
This just reminds me of dysentery.
Where do y'all want to go for lunch?
Not there.
You want to see if Chucky Sunshine wants to do lunch
Yeah,
today?
what's Chucky want for lunch?
What is Chucky doing?
We need to. If y'all, hey Lloyd, if y'all text him and ask him lunch today, I guarantee you he'll go.
Wyatt.
Wyatt,
It's,
do it.
it's got to be Wyatt.
Say,
Wyatt's
y'all want to grab
In the
lunch?
group chat?
Oh,
Or
Carl,
should I- okay.
Carl Dunn, $5 super chat.
Carl the cat?
Carl the cat.
Carl the cat.
5 claps. Ready.
Meow,
He
meow,
says,
meow,
"Mr.
meow,
Fun
meow.
is the man. Need those general shirts. We get to working on some merch.
Yeah. So
We'll
I
get
had
some
some
stuff
shirts
together.
when he
Yeah.
got suspended. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
Yes, and I don't know what happened to them. I'll be honest with you. We sold them for $25 a shirt, and I'm telling you, I just thought I had a couple.
Is that good?
Y'all want to get lunch? I gotta eat. Yes, 100%.
There you go. Perfect.
He'll be in today, by the way. I promise you. I'd be surprised if he says no. We had these shirts, and they blew up. I wish I could get more, and I probably can. And it was
It's
literally
just a general picture.
it was a picture of him and him in the
that
general.
had
It just
boot
said
up?
boot, hashtag boot up.
Yeah,
I have one.
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all get them from me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but we didn't know that.
Okay.
We were.
Oh,
yeah.
you probably got them from.
Yeah. Jordy
had a bunch of them. Yes.
And he pretended like he got him for us when I know that. Yeah, he never gave you credit for that.
Straight from
So
me,
par
boys.
for the course.
In fact, so when we went to Jamaica, it's funny. We went to Jamaica with the team, and everybody that went on the Jamaica trip got a boot up T-shirt. Well, one of the assistant coach's families, fathers, his luggage didn't make it to Jamaica for 2 days. We were there 4. He wore a boot up
Every day.
Will Wade shirt every day. He just walked around the beach. And I have to find a picture and send it. He's literally like in a beach cafe, just standing there with the boot up shirt and a pair of like slacks. I'm like,
this is all I have.
this is it. This is all he
Perfect.
has. So,
Boot up.
boot up, baby.
Boot up.
I know. I remember. I think one
Bell
time
up.
I wore it. So I went to the game in the press box as media, and
You wore it and
you're
got in
supposed to
trouble?
not wear LSU. So I know I wore it under like a black quarter zip, but I had gotten hot in the PMAC, and so I was like, I really can't
Do anything
take
about
off
it.
because I just needed a white shirt underneath, so I wore that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess
Do
I'm
they
gonna
get
do
mad
it.
at you if you do that?
They
Like-
they don't say anything, but you get eyeballs. Like I remember my first time ever going to the press
Kent Lowe
box.
gives you shit, man.
No, it's the other media members that will.
Okay.
They'll be like,
'Cause, yeah, you got to be unbiased.
Unbiased
You're
and
not-
professional
you're not
and
a homer,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
whatever. You're an LSU podcast.
That's what I think. I'm like, I'm obviously a fan.
I don't understand
Source, you know what I mean?
that part of the job for some, where it's like, oh, you have to be unbiased. So you just picked LSU. It could have been any team,
Right.
It's like, that at some point in your life you had an affinity for LSU.
I get it. I get the understanding that they say because they feel like you don't give maybe the.
Oh,
true-
God, yeah.
But
I'm not writing. I'm not writing anything.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. I agree. Wear your freaking boot up shirt. Who
I
cares,
see. I
man?
agree.
Who
I can't
cares?
fit it anymore, but
I have to get some more.
yeah, I was a large.
Boot up
then.
2.0.
Boot up 2.0.
XL now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the return.
The
Boot up,
return.
the return. I have a basketball.
The
sign.
reboot.
The
I've
reboot.
already said that.
I have a basketball
Nope,
signed
that's
by
all me.
Will when he was first here.
Yeah.
And so I texted him. I said, I need the other side signed Will 2.0 or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like that.
that's awesome.
So
You put the years on the first
That's
one and
it.
on the second
That's
one.
exactly
Yeah.
right.
I
Exactly
went to a McNeese practice, his first year at McNeese,
Yeah.
to do something for class, and I have a McNeese basketball signed by Will, the staff, and the whole team.
Nice.
Still,
pretty
so
cool.
I gave it to Max, so I need to get it back.
Yeah,
but-
I've got some Will stuff, and so it was funny when he got fired. So again, my wife works in the athletic department. We had a bunch of Will stuff in her office. She's just got some memorabilia in there, and I was like, you may want to take that down. Like, I don't know how that's going to come across. And she's like, no, I'm not. Well, she did, just in case. So she's bringing.
But don't
it back.
throw it away.
Yeah, don't
Keep
throw it
it.
away. It stayed in our office at home, but she's brought it. But she's bringing it back now, and so. Yeah, God.
Like that's like if you have anything from the past, feel free to put it in the trash.
Right.
So in our baseball, in our
That
football
one's not
suite-
coming back.
Actually, I'm glad you just told me that. Our football suite has something. We have the little state that says the path to the boot. I got to take that down. I'm just gonna put it's just different.
No,
Yeah.
we need to get that, and we need to put it behind Lloyd. The path behind Lloyd.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Because Lloyd,
That would be
it
incredible.
perfect.
Your daily humiliation ritual.
Yeah. You have to.
I've made it longer than he
For
did.
everything you put
but
us
it'll
through.
lock you in for the show every day. You walk in, you see
Yeah.
that.
So wait, Lloyd, you hated BK? Or
Hate actively.
Yeah,
really?
still.
Hate.
Still does.
Hate.
I got shit because I said I was Team BK early on when I first came on the show.
That's probably why
the
you
first
hated me.
time. Probably.
I'm vehemently against.
What is it about
Doesn't
before the
care.
firing? You just thought he didn't care?
I
Still think he doesn't care.
what he did
He
to
didn't-
Garrett Nussmeier is a disservice to the
Wow, is that not?
That is
Oogie.
something, isn't
We
it?
talked about that for a while.
That's
so
not. That's not a
crazy.
good. That's.
My
See,
thing is
he's a bad person.
whoever's fault it is, because obviously
falls
we
at-
don't know the full behind the scenes of the entirety of it.
He was the head coach.
But he's not a doctor. So whether
He's
it's
not.
they didn't find it or they did find it and still played him, whoever it is was completely mismanaged, and it is not a very good look.
Well, it also leads to other thoughts about other players.
Yes,
Right,
it does.
right.
And I'm
Right.
not trying to throw anybody under
No,
the
no, of
bus here,
course.
but it makes you think, like, did he?
There's been
He is not a doctor. That is true. His
Right.
job is to win football games. He probably thought the best way to. And at the time, I mean, like, and look, I did that injury cause the issues for Nussmeier? It certainly appears that way, right? Because he was a completely different quarterback. I think Garrett Nussmeier is a very good quarterback. I think BJ, myself, and Chucky Sunshine have disagreements about this. I think he's going to be a day 2 pick in the NFL draft. I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to get into, hopefully, in a good system where maybe there's a veteran that he'll get to learn from. And I think he's an NFL quarterback. I really do.
He's going to play in the NFL.
I agree.
And wherever you take him. But I do look at him and I see NFL.
Matt Flynn played in the NFL. Matt Flynn's I thought was a great college quarterback. Very good college quarterback. Who was the guy? Who's the other one that's played in the NFL for
Danny Etling.
Danny Etling played in the NFL.
Wide
Garrett
receiver.
Nussmeier is better than Danny Etling.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, he'll get it up. And like you said, it does depend on where he lands.
That's it.
Because I think
Yeah.
ultimately this is probably what's best for his NFL career is to not be a top 5 pick and go change the franchise.
That's right.
I don't think that
I think
would be good for him.
I'll be honest with you. If you want a good prop bet, if you can do it, I think he's going to the Rams. That's
I would love that for
I think he's
him.
going to the Rams. He'll sit behind Stafford for a year or so.
It'd be a great spot.
And he can learn from, and that's a great offensive mind.
McVay, yeah, he's a
McVay, I
genius.
think he would be a very good.
And he does have shades of Stafford
He does.
Of course.
He's a
Yeah.
gunslinger, man. He's a gunslinger.
when he can.
Yeah. And listen, that's a guy that stayed at LSU for 5
That's why he
years.
got just such a raw deal.
That's why you can't hate him.
And then
No,
You can't hate
absolutely.
him. There's nobody that loves LSU more than Garrett.
Right,
That's
Nussmeier.
right. I got the opportunity to see him. He was at Phil's Oyster Bar meeting with an NFL team recently at lunch, and I shook his hand and I told him how much I was pulling for him. I said, like, I got a bet out there that you'll be at least a 2nd-round pick. And so he laughed and he said, well, I hope so. I said, yeah. And I told him, I said, thank you. As an LSU fan, while it didn't end the way everybody wanted it to end, this guy,
it's not your fault.
he gave it all for LSU, right?
Yep.
And so
To his detriment.
that's it.
Like he put out bad tape.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where people were like, the narrative kind of changed around him because of the poor play. Then it became, is he lazy?
Right.
And it's like, how were you? And that's another thing that's a knock on BK to let that narrative permeate without him saying something
Can you
about
imagine
it.
if Lane was our coach last year, what kind of year Garrett
Oh, my
Nussmeier would have
goodness.
had?
The college football playoffs.
Yes.
Start drooling.
That's exactly right.
And that's what I worried about Trinidad Chambliss, why he didn't go to the league. Because he's not going to be better than he was last year.
No, he's lost both of his offense.
Right.
He's lost his entire offensive staff. Like
I still think he's extremely talented.
I do
He's
too,
very
but he should have
good.
capitalized
He
on
should have
that and
capitalized
gone.
on
agree.
the scheme.
But
I
Ole Miss
agree.
would not let him leave.
They can't.
it's funny because you think about if Ole Miss loses to Georgia in the Sugar Bowl,
how much different it looks.
how much the LSU team looks different too. I think your running back is
Kewan Lacey.
Kewan Lacey. I think Chambliss is probably here as well. Now maybe we don't win the court battles.
I don't know that they get Chambliss because I think they made a decision to kind of move off of him before that just
Okay.
because of the court stuff.
Gotcha.
But like Deuce Alexander, their wide receiver, I think he's probably
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I think their kicker,
Oh, yeah, the
Carniero,
kicker.
is here, and Kewan's the big one that I think is here.
Yeah, the Ole
Because I
Miss,
think it got to a spot where obviously being where you're playing longer, you're on the team, and you start to it just changes the longer you. But in addition to that, I think Ole Miss on their part can't allow Trinidad and Kewan to leave because if you do that, then it looks like
you'd lost everything.
it really is broken. Like you have to do
Yeah.
everything you can to hold on to that because
Yeah.
if they do, then you look like you're nothing without Lane.
They went
You
all
know?
out to win the optic war
Yes.
of everything. They hired Pete Golding to say, we don't need Lane. This was the genius behind it all, which is insane for a guy who's a drunk driver. Like, that, they made sure they kept Chambliss, Kewan. They made sure they minimized the guys going from Ole Miss to LSU.
Yeah.
They did everything to win the optic war. They even beat Georgia, which made us look terrible.
Yeah.
And then they went and got a good portal class, and now once we start winning games and Pete Golding goes,
What's the early
8-4.
line on that the LSU Ole Miss game? Is there a line out yet?
Let's see.
I don't know.
VR friends over at FanDuel
That's right, one of our great sponsors.
pulling up the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
It's odd because I feel like I pay them.
I know I did.
I paid them last night.
Let me tell you one thing, Wyatt. You got me on this damn table tennis crap now, and I'm betting.
It's the best. It's so much fun.
Fast.
So
What are you
LSU's favored by
watching?
11.5 over Clemson is out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
I don't see.
So that's game 3, right?
Yes, it's
We play
Ole Miss.
Louisiana Tech again at home. Did we
Yep.
play them last year at home?
Louisiana
Yep.
Tech's schedule. I don't know if you've seen it.
They have like 2
They're
schedules.
like in between
Yeah.
conferences.
It's crazy.
And so they play like 18 games. Like they have games scheduled on the same day.
Oh wow!
Like I don't know how. I don't know
Play
how.
on Tuesday and Saturday. You know, like football.
Right.
Football.
Yeah, like I don't know how they're gonna.
I mean, we're 4 months from kickoff, aren't we?
Yeah,
now?
the only game they have is LSU Clemson.
So we're an
currently.
11.5 point favorite.
11 and a
over-
half.
That's a ton.
which is a lot.
A lot of.
But I
points.
think it's more of an indictment on Clemson than it is a compliment to LSU.
I think the LSU Ole Miss line will be LSU minus
6.5.
6.5. That's what I was thinking too. And they're going to want you to. Then they're going to want people to jump all over Ole Miss. I think Lane Kiffin is going to. We're going to win that game by 30+ points.
I think they're
If he
gonna
can name
dominate
his
it.
sure, he will certainly do that.
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm interested to see what happens in the Louisville game, like against Louisville game 1.
I agree.
Me too.
I agree.
Because I think what's their coach?
Where do they
name?
play?
I forgot his name. I think it's a neutral
Brom?
site. I think it's Orlando.
Brom?
Yeah, Jeff. I think he's a great coach.
He's a
He
very
is.
good coach.
He's
He
a
is.
great
I
coach.
didn't want him here, but he's a very good coach.
I love that.
I didn't want him here, and the reason I didn't want him here is because I wanted Lane Kiffin.
Right.
Right.
Like, but if Lane Kiffin wasn't an option, Jeff Brom
He was on that list.
It's not the sexy hire.
That's right.
I think he would win.
He's a great coach.
He's a very good coach.
He
They
is.
got Lincoln Keenholz as their quarterback
Isn't he
from Ohio
the
State.
video from the XFL.
Yep.
Where he was like, "Do I or do I not have a pulse?
Yep.
Am I or am I not breathing?
Is this
That's
or is
it.
this
Is
not
this
the
or is this
XFL?
not the XFL? Let's play football."
That's
Like, dude,
He's
that's
awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah, so where's that game? Is that in
I
Atlanta?
think it's in like Orlando.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that.
There he is. There he is.
All right,
Hey,
We're
practice
going for
report.
2 more
Hold on,
hours.
can we get a practice report
It is in Tennessee.
It's in where?
Tennessee,
the text?
Nashville.
Okay.
about lunch? Wyatt wants to eat.
Yeah, I can't drive and talk at the same time.
Oh, that's just smart.
You want me to move?
It's actually really
Oh, I got it.
This one.
Yeah, you good?
Testing out the new setup.
Here you go.
I like it.
I know it's
Come here, buddy.
much more organized.
Come here, Tuckster.
And we're getting called out on the site where people are donating money because of us
For what?
to these guys. Some guy gave $5 to talk about Taco Bell.
It was.
Yeah.
Pete Golding
yeah.
hates to see this show coming.
Order the AM crunch wrap.
But Charles, like we talked about, he doesn't like a Mexican pizza either, right? Man,
I gotta try one because you're hyping it up a lot, and I,
Well,
I
that's what's
trust
so
your food
shocking
opinions.
is that you have the Mexican pie. You have the actual
Taco
pizza, the taco pie, but you a
The
Mexican
more
restaurant-
authentic Mexican pizza. And you
Right,
don't
the
like
one that
it.
I would think that you would like that could lead to wanting an actual taco pie.
Right, of course. That's like the gateway drug, I would think, to the taco pizza.
But it's not. He has his own affinity for one that recently disappointed him.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna take Christian in a car. I mean,
well, that's good for business.
Yeah.
It would be great
Great
content.
insurance.
yeah, if
You have
he'd
great
had a
insurance.
car,
It would
five
be
more
great for
people.
content.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, he was videoing me behind him. He
I
said,
think that might be the video he sent. He did send me a video.
By
But
the way,
I-
we
you
pulled
know-
up the picture of Wyatt in his tie-dye
Yep.
shirt from the other day. Oh, look at that's funny.
Video with Charles Biden.
That's funny. Look,
Wyatt,
look, look.
Wyatt, how much money did you win on that bet?
What bet?
Looks like he lost a bet.
It wasn't a bet. I wanted the jersey swap with Christian. We're
was
lucky it
Christian's
was.
shirt, and
Yeah,
they
we're
just
lucky
swapped.
it was such a perfect fit because I could have come out looking like an idiot.
Right. That's certainly not the case here.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna not comment.
Look, this was a celebration because he said a year ago he couldn't fit in that shirt at all,
Yeah.
and
Did
now
I
look at
no.
him.
A year ago, I was 25 pounds lighter.
5 months ago,
By the way,
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
By the
2
way,
months ago, there
Amir
you
Khan just followed me on Twitter, guys.
There you go.
I-
Aura.
I think he must be watching the show because
He knows we called you an
That's
influencer.
the manager, Charles. It's the manager for McNeese.
Oh, that's just the
The boombox guy.
Boombox.
He just followed me on Twitter. Look at this, man. I have a ride.
Amir Aura Khan.
There you go.
I don't even look at that.
Twitter.
Should. It's fantastic.
Football looked good.
Just a couple
I was
of
about to ask,
influencers.
what'd you see?
You know what stood out for me is
Practice is over, so we're safe to talk about
Are we
it.
allowed to speak?
is it?
Yes. Good.
Well, Christian left before practice was over.
Of course he did.
Let you know.
Dock his pay.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know.
Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear me. The kid, the running back from
Wisconsin,
Yes.
13.
Yes.
He's a tank, isn't he?
Everybody says that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Not only is he a tank, he's got moves.
Yeah.
He can cut.
That's awesome.
He can really
And
cut.
they didn't think he would be the guy, right? They thought that.
And I think that they're going to be a group, a committee, because I
Yeah,
think you have Durham, who's kind of more a speed, a faster back. You have Barry, who they're going to play all over the place. They'll split him out wide. He'll catch. And then you have Jones, who's going to be strong.
Trey Des stuck out today.
Yep,
Caught
every day.
Every
surprised with
pass.
that one?
The only pass he didn't catch, the guy threw it at his ankles.
Right.
Yeah.
You
And
got
then
14. You just throw it to 14.
And then who's
Seven.
the
Is that his new
safety number
Will be.
2?
Ty Benefield,
Unbelievable.
player.
Okay, where did he come from?
Boise
Boise
State.
State, the blue field.
How did they? That's two from Boise State. Like you had Ashton Genty, who looks different,
Right.
And then you had Ty Benefield. Like, how do they keep slipping through the cracks to
Yeah,
Boise
I know they
State?
don't. They're not like that in Idaho. Like I
No.
don't think the Idaho
Yeah.
football
Boise State don't have
high
it like
school.
that.
No.
They probably have a couple.
Compared
Yeah.
to their conference, maybe.
Maybe.
The Mountain West.
All I know is I saw Ty Benefield, and I was like, that looks like an LSU football
Right.
player.
Is he going to replace Halsey?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's built a little bit different, but he's going to step in.
He's
going
a
to be a safety.
big safety.
Yeah, he's long.
Wide.
I like
Yep.
that.
And
like that.
he they were taking reps, and he wasn't even in the play. He was probably about 20 to 25 yards back, just going through the motions.
Right.
They said I was told that a lot of people are the kids are really enjoying it. They're buying in.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's big.
Said at 10 o'clock last night they were in the practice facility practicing amongst themselves.
Love that.
Love that.
Yeah,
That's
so-
the best.
Yeah, I mean Saturday you saw Benefield didn't play as much in the scrimmage on Saturday, and the offense went absolutely nuts. Like Hassan Longstreet was 22 of 29, like 370 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like I don't think that's a coincidence that Ty Benefield didn't play a lot and the offense went crazy. That's how big he's going to be
He's a
for your
player.
defense.
Yeah, he looked really like I said, two guys that stood out to me in the
Yeah.
you know. It's hard
Yeah.
when they got multiple
course.
fields going on, but
Right,
those are
and
the
you're
two.
learning all these new numbers as well.
Yeah.
But I'm
literally
excited
had to
about
ask.
Dylan
Right here?
Jones. Yeah, this is Ty
Yeah.
Benefield.
Yeah, he's put together.
And what year is he?
I think this is his last year.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he looks like
he'll
a.
be he's a one on Spears. We've got big safeties, like let's see, Ty Benefield. It's the like
more.
I
You
watched
get
this
your
game.
daddy talk, huh?
there we go.
Huh?
Let's see, yeah, Deshaun Spears 6'3", 209.
The funniest thing is when the Sean Spears interception against Florida, they played the replay on the McAfee show, and they're like, "Is this the 6'5" corner they have?" Like, no, that's the
No.
safety. They're like,
Yeah.
what? And this one LSU was number 3 team in the country. Like,
Right.
what is going down in Baton Rouge? I was like, yes, finally we're in the spot. Like, people are talking good about us again, and then it was all down.
Went downhill
Then
from
your
there.
Then your head coach.
What? Check the mail.
Didn't
game.
let his quarterback go get an MRI.
You know, he should have come here.
Should have. We'd have found that cyst.
That's
right.
what we were arguing about earlier. Is there is absolutely no way in my mind that you miss a cyst, because a cyst is not super difficult to find if you do your due diligence and do an MRI. Which this is a $1 million investment at quarterback that you have. You put $20 million into the roster. If he comes in with neck pain because he says he slept wrong, I'm doing every medical exam known to man on him. He was on a pitch count during fall practice, so they knew something was wrong.
Right.
I do not understand. There's no doubt in my mind they had to have known about this. Like, that is...
Are you ready to throw Jay Johnson under the bus?
What are we talking about? Whoa, what are we doing here?
Garrett Nussmeier.
He's
Oh,
talking about Garrett
Nussmeier. I was going to say, you said
No.
pitch count.
No,
Yeah.
Because
talking
they
about-
weren't letting him throw at spring practice.
Yeah,
Talking about-
that's what I'm saying. So
hey,
they
hey,
knew
hey.
something was wrong. How could they not have figured this out?
Hey, man.
It's
It's
over.
over with. BK's gone.
No, I
He's
will
on the
forever.
radio.
I forever am living in the 2025 season in my head.
Not
I
me.
can't get out of it.
See, you're your glasses half empty type of guy. You need to
I
be your
am.
glasses half full.
I'm a pessimist. I'm
I
very
got
I
you.
got, see, I don't even have a glass. I got a new glass.
See?
New glass.
New set of glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got the
just
Kiffin.
different.
Music out there is amazing.
See, I like the music, and Christian hates
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
AC/DC and little country
What
music.
coach came out and said we're not going to do that?
Not him.
No. It's someone in the.
Pete Golding.
No, I don't. It
'cause he's a
probably
jerk.
was Pete Golden, but it's another guy, and he says if I got to play music to get my guys fired up, that we got problems. I like it too. Let them have fun, man. Like that's.
I don't
kids-
think this is for the players. I think this is for the head coach.
No, and it should be fun. You should enjoy being.
Well,
at
spring
practice.
shouldn't be like work.
Spring practice
Like,
should
yeah.
100%
You
be.
get to play football at LSU.
Yeah.
It should be exciting.
Well, I want you to be excited to go out there,
Yeah.
not to be like, oh, we don't play. Especially if you're in a transfer portal era where guys come from a program that did play music and you get to one that doesn't. You're like, this is odd.
Yeah.
Like, this is, I would sign up for a dictatorship?
That's right.
All right. I guess this is
Go
how we're
stand
going
up
to do
in your
things.
go stand up in your ivory tower and look down at me.
It's steel. It's not ivory.
Steel tower and
Steel
look down.
tower.
At me. But no, to
Ryan
answer your
Kelly?
question about,
He has
I
other
mean, you
people
don't
do
know.
that.
I mean, surely they ran tests on the kid. I mean, I don't. Maybe they didn't see maybe the cyst developed recently. Giving a bit.
I just know it's good. It's good timing for this to come out.
But I will tell you this: I was told this in the middle of football season. When he goes to the NFL Combine and that stuff, you will see the real injury.
Mm-hmm.
Someone you all know told me that, and I remember at the time thinking, because there was a lot of people who did not think he was really hurt,
I know.
and it was like, no, he's hurt. You'll see, it will come out.
That's the part that I hate
So
the
I
most.
do think I think we knew.
Yeah. Well, I think they knew he was hurt. I just like my thing is, did they know specifically what it was? Because I think if
Right.
they knew that it was this cyst and that it's only 2 to 3 weeks to
you
get it
coulda got
right,
it right.
you could have fixed that.
Right.
You know. And so my thing is,
You could have got it right.
bringing the ball with you.
Dude, I
you need some
love
more
these
water.
dogs.
Need some more water, bud.
It's like, yeah.
We
He's going to eat the ball.
No, he's not. Just
he's-
licking
he's
it.
just
let's
cleaning
just
it
pour
out.
some more water for the.
Yeah, you want some more water, buddy?
There's some
There you go.
cracklings in there too, by the
Yeah.
way.
Right. I'm going more.
Look at him. He's like, hey, hello. Let's talk about something better. Basketball.
I know. How about that, huh?
You have one player now. They are going to
We're
play
about to run a
basketball.
0-0-1 zone on defense.
It's gonna be hard. How do you like? We've talked about it with the one player. How do you tip off? How do you, like you tip it to yourself or
Just
You
go
tip it
grab
up.
it.
when we
You
only
tip
had
it
Is that a
up
double
and then grab
dribble?
it.
when we had no, you have to actually dribble.
I guess.
Tip
Yeah. I
it
guess if
to
you never
yourself.
had possession.
He's gonna lead the league in turnovers.
Probably
concerned.
so.
Yeah. I'm thinking so. Well, how do you inbound the ball? I don't even think you can inbound the ball.
You have to throw it off.
You can't
Push
inbound
it
it.
off
You have
the
to throw it
player.
off
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, now
Okay.
if they play,
But if they just go and run to the other side of the court,
Why?
which we should
Why?
have done,
Why?
which we should
Why?
have done against Kentucky last
Stick to
year.
the menus.
stick to the menus.
So about lunch.
What are you eating for
Well,
lunch
I'm
today?
hungry.
We're going. to
I'm
lunch with them.
starving.
We're waiting.
Where are we eating?
Where you want?
I don't know. Where do y'all want to go? I'm in a calorie
let's
deficit,
get some,
so don't worry about me.
super chat.
Super chat in some options for.
Yeah, let us
for
know where
lunch.
you want us to go to lunch
Where
today.
should we
We'll
go
give
to
a
lunch?
report.
I gotta be
I
back
really
to
don't
1:30. I
wanna
have
have
a
to pay
big
for lunch again,
powerhouse
guys.
meeting at 1:30 here in the office.
Powerhouse meeting.
Powerhouse
See where
meeting.
BJ is. Let's get him here.
Got a bunch of
Let's get these super chats rolling. I don't want to have to pay for lunch again.
powerful people coming into the office.
Our treat today, Wyatt. Our treat.
Archery. Oh yeah, so I wanted to ask. We got off subject. How's the ping pong been going? Because I love. That's like for me. I love to. You gamble throughout the day. Maybe you build up a little nest egg. You get like $100, $150, and then before you go to bed, you throw all of it on ping pong,
So-
and then you wake up in the morning the next day and you
so
get to
I'll
see.
tell you that when I woke up this morning, I had some money in there, and I went and put $200 worth of ping pong bets.
Hell yeah!
How do you watch it?
You can watch it. Sometimes you can watch it on FanDuel.
On the app?
I've increased my account by $300 this morning. So
Hell yeah!
So I won on. It's
Ping
so
pong,
fast
baby.
too. It's very,
No, it's the
like,
best.
It's like bubble craps at the casino, guys. I'm just telling you, like it's this quick.
The quick fix.
Yes, and it's not. It's very dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It's actually really smart,
but
though.
it could be really smart.
If you're betting on
Ping pong?
you got a problem.
I'm going to give you a Mr. Fun Lock of the day. Take the Cubbies tonight.
Oh, love that.
Cubs.
Somebody
There you
told me
go.
last night to take the Cubs, and I'm not taking the Cubs. They said
They
some
won 5 in a row.
Yeah, I know. Well, that Bell theory says it's coming back around.
No, I told you yesterday to take
No,
the Boston Red Sox, and they won 8-3.
told me to take the Cubs, and they said
8-6.
somebody else, the same person told me to take the Cubs. Said there's some guy that's on like a double hitting streak because he's so fast for the Cubs. I don't know his name.
Pedro Armstrong.
Yes.
Maybe.
PCA.
By the way, I
was
was on
real
the
good.
Knicks last night, money line.
And you know,
Oh, brutal.
What a
C-
bummer.
CJ
I
McCollum.
actually, I want to
CJ
give 2 claps to CJ McCollum because there was a large contingent of Pels fans that absolutely shit on him.
Christian Kelly.
And it is not. He is a
I
great
like CJ
basketball
McCollum.
player. Bad situation. The Pels
shouldn't
put
have had
him
to
in.
play point guard. They mismanaged.
They did the Haley Van Lith to him.
Yep.
They tried to make him play point guard. He is not a fucking point
What
guard.
I'll say about
what
the
is
Pels
Haley Van Lee?
basketball
What is she, a
player.
number 4?
No,
Number
she's
5?
a shooting guard. She's
she-
not a
but
facilitating
she-
point guard.
but
She's
she
a
didn't
shooting
shoot
guard.
well here.
Right, because I don't
Right.
think she was able to get in a rhythm. You're giving it to Angel Reese. You're giving it to Anissa Morrow. You're giving it to Flau'jae Johnson, Michaela Williams. Haley Van Lith is getting 4, 5, 6 shots a game.
You just like Haley's butt.
Yes.
Well, they're not
She
mutually
doesn't like you.
exclusive.
She doesn't like you.
But I will say, if you're ever upset with a player on the Pelicans,
Blame the Pelicans.
It all goes back to the organization.
Blame the Pelicans.
They are the problem.
They refuse to put money into the organization.
Yeah,
And
and
gosh,
Gail
it could
Benson
be
won't,
so
won't
much
go in the
fun.
luxury
It could be
tax.
so much fun. Just pay the luxury tax
Yeah.
1 year and watch us go to the playoffs.
I'll be real.
I thought we were going to the playoffs this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. How many games did Zion play?
He played most of them this year. He actually played a lot this
Did he
year.
really? And we
Yeah.
still sucked?
Yep.
4.
My goal in life, my plan, because I don't really know what I'm going to do career-wise, I would like to eventually
Play
go to
basketball?
an event, meet Gail Benson, and marry
Wife her up.
Yeah, and then eventually when
shoot your
she
shot, bud.
when she passes on, I'll inherit the Pelicans, the Saints, and we're not going to fucking
What if
lose
she?
anymore.
What if she sells them before, like she marries you and then sells
Yeah.
them?
What if you have to sleep with her and then she sells them?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Still a win.
She's a beautiful woman.
Still a win.
She's an attractive.
And I'm
woman.
probably still going to live a
She is.
more luxurious life than I'm living right now.
Phillies at the Cubs.
No more McDonald's.
Take the
I'll tell you
Cubbies
that.
tonight.
Money line?
Money line minus 115 or whatever like that.
Minus 126 on
Yeah, good.
FanDuel.
Oh, it was 115 this morning. That means
There you go.
somebody knows something in the desert. Take the Cubbies tonight. Take
There
the
you go.
Cubbies.
Who's pitching for the Phillies?
Phillies.
Wait, I just
Lizardo.
going against Imanaga.
Yeah, take the Cubbies tonight. I think the Phillies are on a 5-game losing streak. The Cubbies are on a 5-game winning streak.
So that means it's gonna flip.
We'll see.
It could.
This is the one.
There we go.
bet.
Lloyd, somebody told me yesterday, little birdie told me that you're really good at golf.
We just talked about this, Charles.
Yes.
I've been recruited to be on the golf
I heard.
team.
He is on our golf team
I
for the
heard.
Rougarou tournament.
What's the team? You three and
No.
No, Charles
I'm-
is going to be out of town.
I'm headed to.
He'll be
headed
gallivanting around Eastern Europe.
not Gatlinburg?
No, he's.
I don't go to
Oh,
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg's the best.
You know what? You're staying home for lunch.
Oh.
I'm not eating
Get him,
today.
Wyatt. Wyatt and I were at Gatlinburg the same time on a trip we didn't know about it until today when they were announcing Tom Herman was going to be the next LSU football coach. I had just started working for it. It was 2016.
Yep.
Yeah,
Two
and
peas
ask
in a
Jason
pod.
about that trip to Gatlinburg. The house smelled like sewer.
not
There were
Gatlinburg's
broken
fault.
pipes. Yeah, that whole place is. You shouldn't even
that
be.
is-
Gatlinburg's
that is
awesome.
true.
Them
Shouldn't even be a
pancakes. Them
destination.
pancakes. What about the wood fire grill? You ever been to the wood
No.
fire grill?
You like the Pancake Pantry
Yeah, I like the pancake pantry
in Nashville?
It's very
in Nashville.
good.
But wood fire, I've never been
The
to
wood fire grill.
Gatlinburg.
It's a buffet.
I don't know.
but it's all around the world.
tell
They
y'all
have
right
an
now, we're
Italian
not going to
section, they have
buffet.
an
We're
Italian
not going to a
section.
buffet.
Chinese.
They have
We
an-
ate Chinese yesterday.
We're not going to a
Did
buffet.
Did anybody
today.
give us any
Let's
suggestions
see,
today
let's
on
see.
any
We got
food?
any options on food?
Wyatt's supposed to monitor the chat when he doesn't. He's too busy.
Well, no one said
Where-
anything.
I
Wow,
just
we don't
texted
have
BJ. I just texted BJ. He said he's in.
I'm in a
at.
calorie deficit, boys, so don't worry about me. Y'all
Have
eat.
any-
I'm just here for the
any
vibes.
What you feel like, Lloyd?
Tucker, where are we
I'm
going?
just a ride guy.
Tucker, where are we going?
Oh, that's true. We need
Oh, we
a
gotta
place
bring
where
Tucker.
Tucker can go.
No, Tucker's getting picked up right now, actually.
Where you going, buddy?
Who's picking up Tucker?
His grandmother.
Oh, your mom? Is she coming on the show?
No, she's not coming over.
Tell her I said hello. Went to
Tucker.
school with her.
Tucker. Tuck.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye, Tucker.
Tucker, sit. Tucker, sit.
Come here.
Tucker,
like
if you.
beauty. He's got
Tell everybody bye.
Bye, Tucker.
Tucker, we're going to trade you for a national championship.
That's
Come on,
right.
buddy. Come tell me
Does
about
Tucker
that.
shake?
Oh yeah, come here. Sit
He's
down.
overstimulated.
Sit down.
Yeah, there's too many
Sit.
people.
Sit.
Sit.
Shake. Shake.
Oh, he went
Oh,
for it. Oh, nice.
Good job.
That was okay.
Tucker.
Okay,
Now-
come here. Sit. Sit down. Sit down.
Bang.
Paul, other one. No, other one. There you go.
Oh,
good,
he's
Tucker.
ambidextrous.
How old is Tucker?
Such a good boy.
He just turned 2 Saturday.
Gosh,
Sunday.
That's right.
Sunday.
Another April baby. Another April.
Yep.
Actually, my dog's
What's 9
birthday
months
was
before April?
Saturday. 9 months before April.
Yeah, what is that? Was that
March,
July?
February, January, December.
We'll just go
November,
3 months
October.
forward. See?
That would work.
See? What are you doing?
September, July.
What were they doing?
Okay.
It's
July
hot
the
in July.
4th?
I remember when Tucker's parents
Was
went happen.
conceived?
I remember the conception.
Really?
So I'm friends with both
Was it immaculate?
the owner of the mother and the father dog.
Interesting.
And
My
what happened-
my conception was
When
immaculate.
when it happened, they came. The owner of the mother, she came to school the next day and was like, "LMA and Copper, it happened," and I was like, "No chance."
It happened.
Wow.
She
Because
sent
it's-
pictures. She sent pictures of Copper and he's smoking a cigarette.
So then
That's
I
how
was
we
like,
knew.
I was like, well, I'm gonna get one, and then 9 months later,
Is it 9 months for dogs?
I was
No,
literally
it's
about to
not.
say, is it really
It's
9
not.
months?
No,
Is it the
No,
same
it's
thing?
90 days.
yeah, it's
90
For
days?
dogs?
Oh, well, so
Really?
then it
It's
was.
not long.
So then it
Oh.
was
It wasn't a
January.
very long
It was
process.
January.
So January. The transfer portal.
Yeah.
They got riled up. We got
2 years
Mansour
ago?
Delane and AJ
Oh, yeah,
Halsey.
we did get Mansour. That was.
Oh, no. That was.
By the way, is that who the Saints are taking?
Oh, I'm interested to see who the Saints take.
Let's make a friendly wager right now. We all know it's defense.
They could get
I think they could
receiver.
take. I think they could take Jordan Tyson.
I would like to see Tyson.
If his
I love
injury stuff is
Mansour.
okay, I love Jordan Tyson.
He's a tall wide receiver.
He's
right?
good.
Yeah, 6'4". We need a taller receiver.
We got to get Shuck a little
help.
help.
But
I
Delane.
I think they're going to take Chris Bell in the second round, though. 100%.
I do too. Okay, so
we have no pick in the first round, right?
No, we have
got number
8. We have
It's
number 8.
really a good.
We're gonna
It's a
we're
good
gonna,
spot.
we're gonna trade it away.
I like
okay if we
trading
trade
down.
back.
I love trading
I don't want
back.
to trade up. I do not want to trade.
This is a deep draft. I love loading up on second and third round picks.
He doesn't do it though.
He
What's
doesn't.
his name?
Kellen
Mickey.
Moore.
He doesn't do
No,
it.
Mickey does.
I think Kellen would. Mickey doesn't do it. So I think it's Mansour Delane.
Mickey
or
needs to
Bang.
stop.
Downs.
I think
I
it's
think Miss
Delane,
Benson
Downs,
loves
or Bang.
me.
Yeah,
He has something on her.
I honestly think Caleb Downs is a Hall of Famer.
There's no
I
doubt
think he is
about
too.
it.
It's just not a premium position. Safety.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mickey says y'all can kiss my ass.
Have I ever told y'all I saw him
we
betting
talking about
fucking
Mickey Mouse?
$5 blackjack
Mickey
hands
Loomis.
at the treasure chest? Fuck that dude. Me and my broke college
Well,
friends.
it was his money. If he was on Miss Gale's money, he would spend it all.
100%.
How much
Me and
dead
my-
money do the Saints have?
He should have come to the fucking big
Listen,
dog
I'll
$25
tell you this,
table with me
if
and my
Miss Gale,
friends.
if Miss Benson got rid of Mickey Loomis, the Saints would be in a perfect shape. They
Guys,
got
don't worry. I'm going to bang
Kellen
Gale,
Moore.
and we're going to be good.
You're gonna bang Gale.
This is a good plan.
What
Execute.
what is
Mike
the
Tyson say?
timetable of
What does
this?
Mike Tyson say?
What is the timetable for this?
I'm a fucker till she loves me.
What is the
There you
timetable on this?
I'd give it.
Well, I mean, the expiration date is sooner.
I'll be done my cut in about 5 months.
Oh my god!
So I think
she'll be
once-
dead by then.
After that,
Oh gosh.
she sure will.
Everybody right in the middle of
Dead in love.
right.
in
Oh
love.
my gosh!
5 months.
No, I think-
would that be just the beginning of the NFL season?
courtship?
You'll be able to sit in the suites and everything.
In Lent.
Hopefully, yeah.
If this does happen, can you please invite us to?
You have
one
to pay
game
it back.
And remember that baseball game you've been to? You invite Chucky Sunshine and his wife, and you invite me and my wife, and we get to come sit in there. But we weren't.
Oh, when I'm with Gail?
Yeah, we
Oh,
want-
you
we
guys
want
are
really
coming
good-
along for the ride.
we
We're
want
going.
really
We're
good-
going on
we
vacations
want
together.
chili dogs. We want chili dogs on the suite. Too.
Listen,
Absolutely.
Listen,
What did you eat in the
listen.
suite the other night? Did you eat anything?
I had some shrimp and onions. I had like 1 scoop of the cheese dip, and then I had a hot dog.
Did y'all notice that we had wrapped hot dogs
I saw that. The tortillas.
No. That was for the shrimp fajitas.
Oh no! I took out a bun.
Okay. Yeah, there was a bun. There was a pack of buns and the wrapped dogs.
Yes, I was
Why?
confused about that.
I told Charles about that the other day. I said, I don't understand the
Hey, but it's better than not.
No, but it confused me.
Well,
I was
clearly.
confused too, like,
Because
where are
I
extra
opened the
wieners?
bag, took out a bun, and then I was like, well, I don't want to throw away this bun.
Did you eat it?
No, I put it back in the bag.
Maybe
No.
it was
Oh,
maybe-
My hands are clean.
maybe
I don't know
maybe
that.
it was for the dip. Maybe we're supposed to make crab.
I was
I don't know.
confused. Yeah,
I thought you were going to
was a
say
little-
that
What do we
you
eat
put a
tonight?
hot dog in a tortilla.
I don't know. You ordered, bud.
No.
I know, but they don't send you an
Hold on,
email
hold on,
saying
let me
what
see.
you order.
I hope we got something good because I'm
You
hungry.
order like 3 weeks in advance.
Okay, let's see.
You know there's going to be hot dogs.
What's
No,
on menu?
You don't?
tonight? Are y'all going tonight?
I didn't have hot dogs Sunday, but
Are
I
y'all
ordered.
going tonight?
I had these
We'll
little
probably end up there. yeah.
Parmesan
We can't give up
chicken
now.
How many
sandwiches.
do we need? 3?
Oh, they were
Grilled
great.
or fried?
I
They
for
were
sure have
fried.
one,
Oh
depending on what he has.
I love a chicken.
You got
a
2
chicken
extras
cutlet.
tonight, man?
I
keep
got
us in the-
listen, Parmesan chicken
Take care of my
sandwiches. Oh,
I love
I got
chicken
one.
cutlet. When I lived in New York, I lived on chicken cutlets.
You lived
They're
in New
so
York?
good. For 2.5 months over the summer.
Why?
On an internship. I interned with Barstool.
well, thought about
How's your
eating.
mom?
Good.
How's your sister? I haven't talked to her in a while.
How was your sister?
Okay, well, that makes
She said,
sense.
I need her to send me some business.
Saw her the other day.
Shout out Marino Law Firm.
Shout out.
Need some business.
She's
Castle.
doing good.
Wyatt,
Yes, sir.
how many hot dogs did you try the hot dog challenge yet? The 9 inning?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh,
We're
guys,
still
we
waiting
are
to do
gambling in the suite tonight. If you guys get up there tonight, we are definitely gambling.
It's
Oh, and-
illegal.
On
No.
what?
Oh, you
illegal.
like that?
This guy has
you
a
like
that?
This guy has a great game.
It's
Charles.
illegal.
Dollar swing, dollar take. It's fantastic. And can we do the one with
yeah.
the hat where you pass,
Pass the hat?
Can you do that?
I gotta find y'all 2 more tickets. I'm gonna figure it out. I got one for sure.
The dollar hit or
illegal.
dollar swing dollar take is if you play it, it keeps you locked into
What?
the
I think
baseball
I'm
game.
up like $3 or $4.
I think I owe you $3.
Brown broke his bone.
Yeah, the season's
Yes, we were depressed about that.
I don't know why.
I knew as soon as he
Where's the
introduced you to
crisp
that
one I
game,
gave
it was
you?
going to be.
Chris one is still that one made it home.
All right, here we go. Here's what's on the menu tonight in our suite. Nathan's famous hot dogs,
Yes.
spicy shrimp dip, chicken and sausage gumbo arancini's.
Oh, the little
And
balls.
hot Nashville hot chicken sandwiches with coleslaw.
Love it.
Good choice today, boss man.
Those are great.
Thank you.
All right, we got to find these guys some tickets.
Yeah.
Good menu.
I'm sure I can find you.
I'm excited about the gumbo. That's
No,
pretty
it's
low.
arancini.
So
What is
it's in a bowl. It's a ball.
It's a ball.
deep fried. It'll be interesting.
Well, I was gonna say it was gonna be low calorie.
Chicken
Not
and
anymore.
sausage gumbo arancini, which means it's basically like a meatball, but it's going to have.
Oh, it's
I wonder
probably
if it's going to be
so
wet.
That's what I'm wondering. Or if
I
it's
like.
a dip.
Okay, don't. I like wet food. We've discussed this.
Yeah,
on the show.
yeah.
I like
Moist.
moistness.
Yeah.
I don't like
understand
anything
why
dry.
people don't like moist. The word moist.
It's
Me
kind of
either.
like
I've
a,
never
get that
gotten
either.
that.
Brownies
I
are
honestly think
moist.
if you don't like the word moist, you're kind of a freak.
You're the pervert.
yeah, like you are kind
you're
of a
thinking
perv.
of it the wrong way.
Yeah.
This conversation sideways here. Let's talk about something good. What are we eating for lunch?
This is what
What are we
yeah,
eating for
we
lunch?
should
Wait
figure
on
out what we're
BJ.
eating for
Y'all,
lunch.
all right, but we can decide what
No,
we
no, no,
can
no. I'm
eat.
just saying
Let's
he should
see.
be here any minute.
All right, so
Yeah,
the
BJ
chat,
doesn't
the
get a
chat
vote.
has thrown in some
Let's go.
options
Let's
now.
go. Come on,
We've
Chad.
got chimes.
I like chimes.
We've
do
got
too. I like
we've
chimes.
got canes.
Okay,
No,
I
had
had
it
that.
yesterday.
Charles can't eat that,
Can't eat
even
that.
though we love Raising Cane's. Shout out.
I do
La
not like canes.
La Tiendita on Segan and Cloverland,
What's
or
it?
the burger place right by it.
I know. Yeah, that's
What?
the burger place you eat off of Segan Lane, the grill place. The little thing that I don't
Iranian-
like.
The Iranians own it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that
That's
place.
my family, by the way.
I don't like that
yeah,
place.
I can say that.
Yeah, I can say that, yes.
And it scares me.
Open the canal.
Riverside Patty is the
Yeah.
name of the
Okay,
place. It's
yeah,
very,
okay.
very good.
It's
Charles
not
won't go
bad.
there.
Scared.
Yeah,
It's
he said
scary.
the something patty is the
Yeah,
name.
Riverside Patty is very, very
Oh,
good.
Carl Dunn, $5. The Mexican restaurant next to Walk-Ons. That's Modesto.
Oh, Modesto.
Modesto, I love.
They
Of
are
it.
good.
It's not-
Five claps. Ready.
They are open today.
I'm not a Modesto fan. I'll tell you.
Really?
that. I'm not. I don't know why.
I don't like the
I'm-
spicy
I'm an
chips.
Amigo Al's guy over Modesto. I'll tell you
Really?
that.
Amigo Al's.
What about?
It's just so far from here.
What
It is
about?
far.
We've got Chris's specialty meats.
Yeah,
Did
but
they,
that's,
I've never had a lunch.
Yeah,
We've
they
got
have
a
lunch
Mike
plates.
Anderson's.
Oh, Mike Anderson's.
I'm not a Mike Anderson.
I've never been to Mike Anderson's.
You don't want to go.
The onion rings at Mike Anderson's are top 5 all time.
I love a good onion ring. Okay, what do you go onion ring raw or do you dip it in something?
No, I dip it in ranch.
Ranch, really? See,
Yeah.
I'm a ketchup on it.
I do like ketchup, too.
I
This
love
is a
ranch
ranch
more than
connoisseur,
anything.
yeah.
But
Has
onion
anybody
ring
put
ranch,
ranch?
I go-
Has anybody
I go
put
ketchup.
ranch and ketchup together?
It's probably really good.
Does anybody put ranch on their red beans?
Oh,
I don't
wow.
like red beans.
Oh, we
not
can go to
done
the
that.
Chimes. I'll show you.
He's
Yeah,
from-
yeah.
It's probably really. I don't.
No. He's got baseball tonight. He's not eating red beans.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. No, he's not eating red beans. Sorry.
How many listeners do we have right now? I mean, how many followers? do we
58.
Yeah,
I
58
need
right now.
we need those are rookie numbers. I need those numbers
No, they
right
gotta
now.
get-
yeah.
You're gonna get Chucky Sunshine and Mr. Fun back here. We got.
They pop up each time y'all.
Oh yeah,
walk
every time
in.
y'all walk in, it
Yeah.
pops up.
Say no.
They also
All right,
get
so-
like
so-
a
so-
variety show.
so let's
from
go.
We've got a
8 to
Waffle
12.
House vote.
The problem with Waffle House with this many people, you can't sit together.
Of course, you
That's
can't,
true.
can't fit in
All
the
right,
booth
all
unless
right.
you fill up the whole bar.
That's it. That's it. So Chimes is not a bad option. Mike Anderson's, I'm a huge fan. The problem with Mike Anderson, sometimes you go over there at lunch and it's like a 40-minute wait.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah,
You got a
Charles is not-
Pyran?
Big
I
meeting.
got
Pyrans.
I got a
Pyrans.
meeting.
Yeah, Pyran's
I
is
got a
good.
big meeting,
I could
big
do
big
some
stuff on the
Pyrans.
on the horizon.
I can do some
here.
Pyrans.
There we
1, 2,
go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Pyrans.
You don't want to do Pyrans?
I'm not a waiter either, and I don't have any big meetings. If I hear a wait over 10 minutes,
Yeah,
No,
I
hate
don't
it.
wait
I
on
hate
Age
it.
Chris for 10 minutes,
yeah,
right?
no,
Like, I'm not a waiter.
I'm not a waiter.
No.
I don't like it because I get anxious because my family.
because you're hungry.
No. My family. Shout out my grandma. Love her. Not great in terms of dealing with waiters and waitresses. As
She cuts them out?
And
Yeah.
I hate it.
She
It
cusses
makes
them
it-
out?
Yeah, it makes me like physically.
How old is your grandmother?
Anxious. Well, she just passed away recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Rest in
she
peace.
was like in
Oh
August.
man, the waiting staff just got so much happier.
You're not
How
wrong.
much do you tip?
Like
How much do you tip?
I don't pay.
20%.
Okay, so I have
20%.
So
You gotta do
so the way
20%.
tips,
Yeah.
my tip is doesn't really matter how nice you are or any of that. It's solely my beverage. I like my refills to be often because
You don't want to have to ask for it.
I don't
strong.
want to wait.
That's strong.
So
He's
like
leaving
our-
out a key part of this.
Our server at Walk-Ons the other day, she did an excellent job. I have my drink. I drink a lot of my Diet Coke goes quickly, and so like when it gets a little bit past half, I need the next one on the way because it will.
Yeah, you don't want to.
It'll go
You don't
empty.
want to. You don't want to hear.
Because when
All right, BJ's here.
because I have to take a sip while I eat.
Come on in, bud. What
You don't
want for
have-
lunch?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I had to tell him, don't
His
yell that at us
face.
in baseball games.
my bad.
Okay? I had to tell him, do not yell that at us in baseball games. I'm just a poor Chinese boy.
Dog.
It's a bone. It does look crazy from here. Yeah.
That's where Lloyd sleeps.
That's where I have to stay for mic'd up.
But move the Knicks out of New York. Give them a third.
They suck.
There you go.
They suck.
Third baseball team because they don't belong to play.
Really?
They freaking cost me so much money last
13th.
night. They were 13.
Yeah.
I had a money
Yeah,
line.
that's insane.
And then
What
I had
did they lose
a.
the fourth 28-12 or something?
Hey, y'all.
Then I had a Dodgers Cubs
I know,
Knicks
yeah.
money line parlay that was going to pay me $1,500.
He asked me, he's like, man, give me a basketball play. I was like, man, definitely take the Knicks.
Love the Knicks last night.
Yeah.
By one game, no way they lose at home. I cut it on third quarter by 13.
CJ McCollum, baby.
You're good.
Who owns the Knicks?
New York.
It was Dolan.
It was Dolan, but I don't think he.
I think he still.
Maybe he does.
Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap this up, boys. It's time to go to lunch.
Let's go.
It's lunchtime.
All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Basketball.
8 to 10 a.m.
LSU basketball. Give the NIL for basketball.
NIL for basketball.
We need it.
More news coming.
Beep, 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 beep.